Yeah, I absolutely see it your way, so.
Yeah.
By the way, Dennis Falcone.
Oh, my God.
Doing a great job at the pre-show. And what I mean by great job,
yeah,
I mean pissing off everybody.
If that guy isn't an up-and-coming talent at 65 years old, I don't know who is.
And I'm screaming, but they don't have our mics on in here. I was screaming, D's nuts.
Why?
Holy crap, Dennis.
Yeah.
The guy said something like, what about D? And then he goes on a whole Rick D's rant. It was his job to say, D who?
D.
And then that wonderful listener
nuts.
was going to scream, D's nuts at Dennis Falcone. That would have made my morning.
You think Dennis blew the game? Am I on?
Yeah, you're on.
Right here.
You're
you think
on.
Dennis blew it?
I think so.
Tease by doing a Rick Tease.
Great.
Yes.
He just went with the Rick Tease
But
thing.
I'm screaming from in here, D's nuts. What are you going to do? What you going to do? Really quickly, Boston lost 2 firemen in that 9-alarm blaze.
Yeah, that was a big fire, man.
And everyone's reaching out because those guys, those heroes, had families and stuff. So I just tweeted a link to a fund. So.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, go to my Twitter. I'm not going for the cheap plug, trust me. Opie Radio, though. But there's a link to a fund for the families if you want to donate a little bit, because it's just a horrible tragedy. My God, losing 2 firemen up there in Boston.
Yeah, apparently, I guess it was the wind, stirred up the fire and just made it a furnace in a matter of seconds on these guys.
Right. You see the picture of Tom Brady just checking it out?
No. What is
that's Tom Brady's area.
Really?
Brady lives around there, so he came out of wherever he lives, and he's just sitting there, watching these guys. Look, it's an amazing shot.
Why isn't anyone around him?
What do you mean?
Oh, is that his house?
Supposedly he owns a whole block or something up there in Boston.
How does he afford that?
I don't know.
I don't.
I know.
What does he do?
He's got to win another Super Bowl to afford that, don't you think?
I think so. My goodness.
I think he's good, but. That is a pretty amazing picture that someone snapped.
Anytime you see him doing anything, it's like, why aren't you fucking chicks? Why aren't you just fucking hot chicks?
Well, it's funny you should say that. Because in the paper today, Tara Reid, we used to make fun of Tara. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. I can't believe it. I'm heading over to England to do another American Pie reunion.
Remember when the American Pie people blew us off? Go fuck yourself. Roland's like, no, man, the whole crew is coming in.
It's a new one called American Pie, I Have No Hips.
Right. We had Eugene Levy, though. He came in to promote, and the rest of those dummies didn't, and the movie sucked.
Who didn't we get from that? We got
Everyone. Eugene Levy was the only one, and he was cool because we talked
Eugene Levy's funny.
We talked to him about other things, so we knew the movie was going to be a bust, but... These guys were supposed to all come in as one, and it never happened, so go fuck yourself. But anyway, in the paper today, Tara Reid is admitting that she had a little something with Tom Brady.
When? It had to be back in something called The Day.
Thank you. Because when I read that, I'm like, God damn. And then I read a little further, and it turns out it's like 10 years ago.
Josie and the Pussycats days?
I think so,
That's when I would have
Because I think
partaken.
I think somewhere Tom Brady's reading that going, Jesus. Jesus.
Like I'd have had a shot back in the fucking Josie and the Pussycat days.
Huh?
Like I'd have had a shot. I said I would have partaken back then. Like I wouldn't, now.
Well, you have a shot now.
Yeah.
We all have a shot now.
Everyone does.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Tom Brady, come here.
Bill Burr does Tara Reid as well, right?
Everyone does. You just got to gravel up.
Yeah, so there you have it. Tom Brady, I don't know exactly. I couldn't read it, to be honest with you.
Did you just lose interest, like 2 lines in? Who cares?
It kind of grossed me out, because we've all seen that horrible boob job with Tara Reid.
And a weird gut thing going on, like her... Did she have kids ever? Because she's got lasagna belly, but
I don't think so.
I think it was some lipo gone awry.
I believe that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Where is this? Just here we go.
Let's just chew a girl's body apart, because it gives young girls a bad body image and they grow up all fucked up. Thank you. That's what we're here for. That's our job.
Oh, she fucked up her own body though.
I did not.
No need to read between the lines. I love when they do that.
She looks terrible. Get it?
God, they're so great, these papers.
They're fucking punny.
No need to read between the lines anymore. Sharknado star Tara Reid confirmed she once lip-locked handsome Patriots quarterback Tom Brady. Have kissed, she coyly confessed to Australian radio station Kiss 1065.
Oh, nice plug. For
during a Q&A called 60 Seconds of Kiss.
Think the PD is like all excited. Hey, did you see the ink?
Oh, hell yeah. They usually say a local station, but if it's Australia, you can't say a local station, I guess. It had long been rumored that Brady and Reid dated back in 2002.
Oh, my God.
12 years. Well before the hunky QB was sacked for good by supermodel Gisele Bündchen in 2009. So there you have it.
Were they, was he and Giselle going out at that time? Ooh, look out.
No. They said well before.
I like a little gossip.
You didn't hear the part well before the hunk QB was sacked?
Sacked. Get it?
I kind of get that one.
Is that like a balls across the nose joke? Oh, that's right. It's football. I get it now.
So, we were just discussing the viral video of the day, and I'm completely with Anthony. As much as it's a hilarious clip.
Right. This one's all over, by the way. Everyone has seen this
one. This is the clip.
This is the one of the day, yeah.
For the day. That's what's so sad. When these clips used to hit,
it was
a week.
At least a week.
But now it's like, you got to get your... I learned that with my dumb YouTube channel.
One day you have.
You got one day to get your views, and then everyone just moves the fuck on.
And this one did it. It got oh God, it's millions in one day.
It's doing great.
It's the road rage guy.
Right.
The crazy fucking guy in the pickup truck.
Right.
Road rage. And here's how it works. He's tailgating somebody that's in the left lane. He obviously wants to pass, and the person's not getting out of the way. And I guess the person starts a video.
Right.
Recording them on their phone.
Right.
The guy gets mad, finally gets an opportunity to pass on the right side.
Right.
And as he's passing, he flips the bird to the driver, who's still videoing, and loses control of his truck. He starts fishtailing, goes sideways, hits the median, goes over, and apparently hits some kind of pole or something on the side.
He fucks up his car pretty good.
Wipes out the fucking car, just destroys it.
Sure.
And then the woman who's driving the initial car that was in front of him starts cracking up, laughing, saying, "Ha ha, you know, that's what you get," all things like that.
And on the surface, you're like, good for her. Good for her.
It's the ultimate thing you want to happen to whoever fucks with you on the road.
But you made one mistake.
Get the fuck out of the way!
Well, she made the mistake, though. She showed the speedometer.
Yeah.
If she was going a respectable speed.
Yeah.
But she showed the speedometer where she was only going, I think, 50.
50, and it looks like 50, a 55 mile an hour.
Looks like at least a 55, which means you can do 60, 65. So she's probably a good 10 miles per hour.
This bitch
under where she should be.
Should have wiped out along with this guy while she was videoing.
Yeah, so I'm for the guy in this video.
Yeah.
And I know most people are saying, you know, good for her.
Yeah.
But no, you
fuck her.
Stop looking at it on the surface. She is the asshole in this video.
This is every twat that's in your fucking way when you're trying to get somewhere.
Right.
This is every dumb bitch that's fucking sitting there in that left lane, not moving. He's just an idiot. I don't know what he thought. He was in a movie?
Yeah.
You know when you watch a movie and someone's driving and they turn to talk to the person in the passenger seat and they never look at the road?
Right.
The guy's flipping the bird for like a good 20 seconds.
What's the name of this video?
Just staring out the window.
On the YouTube, so I can tweet it for everybody.
Redneck Road Rage.
Redneck Road Rage.
No, hey, motherfucker, on Pal Talk, she wasn't doing 55. She showed the speedometer. She's doing 50. I don't know what the fuck the speed limit was, but... And the speed limit, no, the speed limit doesn't matter at that point.
No.
If someone comes up on your ass, it's not your job to enforce the fucking law.
Yeah, just move over.
It's your job to get the fuck out of the way.
Isn't it 2 lanes, too?
Yeah, it looked like it was 2 lanes.
Or did he go over yayellow?
No, it was 2 lanes.
Okay, we're going to study this video.
A third lane shows up where I guess you have the ability to make a left turn. But again, regardless of the speed, when someone wants to fucking pass you and you're in the left lane and there's a lane to the right, move over.
Right.
I will. If I'm doing 85 miles an hour, which I've done on the expressway, and someone comes up behind me, I am like, more power to you, sir. Blinker on, over to the right. I'll salute him when he goes by, and you know, take up where I left off. This hint. Doesn't get out of the way.
Right. So here it is. I mean,
oh yeah, he's right on
this
her
woman
ass.
stinks.
She could have started the video a little later, by the way.
Yeah, she's still at home in a driveway.
A little later. But the guy's right up on her ass.
Right up her ass.
She's, you know, filming out the back window, obviously.
Yep. And again, if you want to get at somebody that's tailgating you, just go over in the gravel to the far left,
Sure.
in the left shoulder of the road, and you'll kick gravel up into their windshield and smash it.
Wait, is
Done
she
it. It's
driving
great.
and filming?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And that's a 2-lane road, definitely.
Instead of filming, move the fuck over.
And look, here she goes. She
50.
shows
She's
the speedometer.
doing
It's
less
not
than
even 50. It's
She's
about
doing
48.
Hold on, let's
48.
see. But what if it's a 2-lane road that might not be a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit?
Probably is.
It might be a 40 or 45-mile-an-hour speed limit.
Regardless.
I don't know, man.
Regardless
That's
of the speed limit.
And that's not up to you.
Get out of the way.
I mean, saying is there anywhere for her to go? Is it?
No, it's 2 lanes. There's a right lane.
They're
for her
showing
to
a
move
right
out of
lane,
the
Jimmy.
fucking way.
Oh, right lane.
And
Okay.
no one's in the
of
right
the
lane. It's not like
No.
they're in any heavy traffic. There's no one really around them at this point. And she's only going 48.
She could have moved over, let the guy pass, moved back in the left lane,
Right.
whatever she wants to do.
It's hilarious what happens to the guy.
Yeah.
But with that said, she's the asshole. So now she shows the
See, 2
speedometer,
lanes.
48
Yep,
miles
there's
an hour. Now back to the car that's right on her ass, and it shows that the right lane is wide open. But it's her job to move over, not his job to
Right.
Now
go
there's a
flying
truck
around.
there in the right lane, but you know,
He gets around the truck.
again, regardless, this guy obviously wants to pass, and she knows it,
And she's not
videoing.
And the guy's not beeping.
No, he's on her ass, but
All right, here he comes down the side
Now.
finally. Now they're parallel.
now he passes.
He passes her.
You can see she's filming.
But he-
But then he slows down.
He slows
again, 'cause
down
now
'cause
he
he-
wants to get by her window.
No, 'cause he slows down because he sees the camera.
Yeah.
So now he's like, all right, fuck that. I'm going to give you the finger.
Look how long he's looking.
Look.
He's looking.
Will you
She
move your
stinks.
camera?
Look, he's looking. Uh-oh.
And then speeds off after giving the finger.
Uh-oh.
He's totally out of
He loses it.
That's what you get! All on video, buddy!
How embarrassing.
Very
video, buddy.
Could you imagine
How
how
embarrassing.
angry? No, I mean, how angry that guy is.
Why did she stop?
I think to goof on him a little more.
Oh,
She
really?
gets out of the car and laughs at him.
Oh, I didn't see this. This is a different
She
version.
actually got out of the car?
Yeah.
Like that. What a dumb woman to get out of the car. Like a guy.
That's the other. It's other parts of the country where you feel like you could still do some shit.
Yeah, maybe.
You can't do that stuff in New York. You'll get shot.
There was video of a guy getting shot. There was some road rage incident where the guy.
Yeah.
They have his 911 call because some guy drove by him and knocked his car off the road and then fired a shot at him. So you hear the 911 call and then some like building surveillance. You can see the guy had come back around,
Right.
and that guy wound up dead. He shot and killed him.
Wow.
And they haven't
Jesus.
caught the guy.
Crazy.
But there you have it.
Now again,
But he is like
nothing
all
funny.
in with his middle finger, staring at her.
Oh, is he just?
And then he
fuck
takes off,
you.
and his whole car is out of control.
He just fishtails right into a pole or something. Oh, is he pissed when that happens?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And, you know, he's going to try to file his insurance claim, and that video's everywhere. They're going to be like, nope, sorry.
I just tweeted it, so in case I mean, most people have seen these things. Come on.
Come
on. Who
that
hasn't seen this
bitch.
video?
Is
If you
there
haven't, go to
somebody?
my Twitter.
Did they comment on it?
The about on the video says he initially fled the scene of the accident, but thanks to this video, he has been caught and charged.
Thanks to the video, has been caught and charged.
What do you mean,
she should be
thanks?
charged. She's using the fucking phone driving that bitch.
You know what? That's right. Why isn't she charged?
Yes.
Yeah, she'll probably end up being charged for something.
I hope so.
That
Oh,
bitch.
manslaughter.
But I'm telling you, you gotta look at it a little closer, and I believe she's the asshole.
Yes. She's the
I would love to
fucking
know what the
asshole.
actual speed on that road is, but it's 2 lanes, and if you're going 48, it's not your responsibility to make sure everyone's doing the
You're
speed
not
limit.
the cop. That's why when people say that, I'm not going to move over, I'm doing the speed limit.
Right.
Or that doesn't matter. Get the fuck out of the way.
Right.
Make everyone happy.
Right.
It's not going to cost you anything to move over, let the guy pass, and then, you know, you take up where you left off. I hate that shit.
All right, let's. Wow, everyone has a comment. Let's say hi to James in North Carolina. James.
What's happening, guys?
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, I'm fucking kind of shocked this bitch is not being prosecuted. the left lane is a passing lane. So move your fucking ass over.
Exactly.
Then, if it's against the law to fucking use the phone, I'm pretty sure it's against the law to goddamn videotape somebody instead of drive it.
Give it a day. They're going to get her for, they'll have to charge her for something.
It's not against the law to use the phone? What?
In Florida, it's not, but it doesn't say anything about videoing.
Silly Florida.
Really?
Yeah.
Florida. All the psychos live down there. How surprised.
All right. Thank you, sir. Let's go to Matt in New York. Matt.
Vista.
Hi, good morning, guys. The guy did get arrested. He was for leaving the scene of a crime. He later left.
What crime?
I guess leaving the scene of an accident. So he got,
I don't think that's
his own accident. I guess you got a ticket for it.
They did say they got him, so.
I don't know what they got him on, but maybe property
I think if
damage.
you crash your car like that, I think you're supposed to kind of sit tight, though. I really do.
I think if you damage property, like if you hit a pole or signs or something, then you got to hang around. But if you just fuck your car up, I don't think that matters. I think you could just leave.
Yeah. All right.
Whatever.
Let's say hi to Mike in North Carolina. Mike.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey.
Hey, I was looking at this on the Blaze last night. It said the reason she was driving slow because it had been raining and the roads were slick.
Who gives again?
All right.
Who cares?
But then move over.
Move over.
Other people
driving the right lane if she's afraid.
I was ready to say other people could handle the wet roads, but in this case, I guess the guy couldn't.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I mean,
but in the end, it's not up to you to enforce the law.
No, out of the way. You know how much smoother traffic would flow?
If all that happened in the right lane, then I would be more for her.
Yeah.
Because where else is she supposed to go? The roads are wet and she's slowed down her speed, but there is a passing lane still. But all this happened in the passing lane.
Do you realize how smoothly traffic would flow if people just got out of the fucking way like that and moved over? I drive that goddamn LIE every day, every morning. And when there's a big backup of traffic, you know how you go through like a bulk of traffic and then you hit an opening and another bulk of traffic like that? Every time you hit that big thing of traffic, you look and there's always someone in the fucking left lane with no one in front of them, a fuckload of cars behind them, and everyone just trying to get around them, trying to get around. And if they just would move over and let people drive...
Do you beep at them?
I beep. I do the thing where I finally come around them. And then I will cut over on them so close to the front of their fucking vehicle that they know. And usually when I look at my rear view, I see them like, take the blinker goes on like, oh, I gotta get over.
I imagine you've given a finger or two.
I have fucking done more than that. Oh.
Let's go to Snowy in Michigan.
Annoying.
Snowy, twice in 1 week? Relax a little bit.
Man, what's this guy trying to become a character?
Sit back and enjoy the show. Relax.
What are you doing?
Snowy?
You have to participate.
You're an overachiever.
Participate.
What's up, Snowy?
Right. As much as I do agree with you, the woman's a cunt. Believe me, as a truck driver, if I had a buck for every idiot I see on the road.
I probably have like
$5.
I don't own my truck.
10?
$200.
But if the guy is like this, being a little more careful, instead of taking his hands with a flipper off and do all that shit, maybe he wouldn't have fucked up his car in the first place.
Oh, he caused his own accident in the end.
Oh, he's an idiot.
Yeah, but she should have got out of the way.
I agree. Believe me, I do agree with it. But, I mean, the guy shouldn't, gone, so ape shit and then slammed on the gas and then end up fucking up his, shit.
You truckers have been known to push a car or two out of the way. Oh, my God.
Believe me, if I didn't think I'd get fired for it.
Nothing more horrifying when you're flying down the highway thinking you're doing a pretty good speed and you just happen to look in your rearview mirror and just see an 18-wheeler literally feet from your back bumper. Oh, my God.
Those assholes should get out of the way, too, though.
It's like, yeah, you're right.
But I'll tell you one thing.
But you start daydreaming or whatever, and all of a sudden you look up and you're like, holy fuck.
But for every truck that is on someone's ass because they're not getting out of the way on highway traffic, there's nothing worse than being behind a truck at a light, and the light turns green, and all you hear is, bang, 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 bang. Oh, he's up to 2 miles an hour. Bang, 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 bang. And there's the black soot in my face. Bang, bang.
You pick the wrong lane and you see everyone else just flying by him.
How annoying.
Are you going to get up to speed ever?
Was he through 80 gears? He's fucking doing 10.
Oh, my God. It seems
annoying pieces of shit.
Seems like way too much work.
I got some extra details on this.
Oh, Sal. We weren't asking for any.
Sal.
I'd love a good detail from Sal's a detail-oriented guy.
He really is.
Go ahead, Sal.
His name is Jeffrey Travis White. He's 33.
Why do we need to know his entire name?
Jeffrey Gay White? What was that? See what I did there?
If he was a celebrity, then that would matter. I don't know this guy. I'm never going to
Three names. An assassin.
Visit him or have a beer with the guy, so who cares?
He faces charges of leaving a scene of a traffic crash, careless driving, and failing to wear a seatbelt, the patrol said.
What about the fact that she was a city worker? You got that down there?
Don't have that down there.
What about the fact that it was a 40 to 45 mile an hour zone?
Where,
you got that down there?
Where are your fucking details, Sal?
And then he also has been arrested for battery, marijuana possession, and he was arrested in 2002, charged with disorderly conduct.
Yeah, he seems like he's a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
A problem, yeah.
But she should have got out of the way.
Yeah, even though she was going over the limit.
Regardless.
I think she should have got out of the way.
I totally agree.
All right, people thinking it's fake. I thought at first, but there's no way.
That's fake.
No, that one's... People are so dumb with videos.
But you always are suspicious, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's true.
I quickly didn't think it was fake anymore, but I'm like, wow, this is too perfect. Is this fake? And then I looked at it a couple times and stuff.
You know what
even the sound, it almost sounded like a sound effect when the car crashed. Everything was just too perfect in that video.
You know what I saw the other day driving in? When we drive in, it's still dark out. In the left lane, again, people just, doing whatever.
Yep.
There was a cop, lights fucking blazing on top of his car, coming up the left lane, and had to use his whoop, whoop, because people weren't pulling over. How do you miss that when it's dark out? There's a light show going on behind you, and they don't see it.
I don't know what happens with people.
I don't get it. You could see him coming a mile away, and they just sit there.
Right.
Unbelievable.
God bless Texas. They always figure shit out way before everybody else.
That's a problem. Look,
that was the guy that was flipping the finger?
Oh, my God.
He looks like one of our listeners.
He looks like an extra from American History X.
Was there a wow sticker on that?
Oh, boy.
That car. Tom in Houston. What's up, Tom?
Hey,
Planet Houston.
Hey.
In Texas, they definitely want to make a law that you have to stay to the right and pass left, and I am all fucking for it. Because we got some shit-ass traffic out here, and I run that road every morning. These motherfuckers just do 50 miles an hour, and I cut them off. I go right around them.
Oh, yeah, you got to.
I get my tailgate right up on their fucking bumpers. I'm passing them.
Yep.
Flip them off, too.
I think the problem is there's still a lot of people that have no idea that it is a passing lane. It's not a lane you just pick and decide what speed you want to go.
No.
It really is a passing lane. And Texas wants to give tickets if you don't move out of the way in the passing lane, huh?
I'm all for it. Because you know what? I got no problem staying right. I feel like Anthony in the morning because I'm going, you motherfucker!
Yeah. And there are plenty of times I'll just hang out in the middle lane because it's moving as fast as I want to go.
Right.
And, and if anybody wants to go faster, I got no problem with that. And if I want to go around someone in the middle lane, I'll use the left lane. But people just fucking don't get how this works.
Let's go to Chris in New Hampshire. Chris.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I don't know if I'm just jaded being up here in New Hampshire where there's like maybe 3 other people on the interstate with me at any given time. But I think it's the guy's job to bob and weave. I'm picking a lane. I'm driving it. I'm comfortable.
Oh,
Why do I got to get his way?
Oh, Chris. You got a hand in your man card.
Remember hand in your man card.
Remember radio shows would do that?
No, his job to
hand in your man card. You do understand the left lane is for passing, though, Chris.
Yeah, in New Hampshire, you're not passing anybody. There's not another car on the road with you, so enjoy the scenery.
I understand.
Scenery, schmeenery. Get me from point A to point B quickly.
I understand. I've driven all the way up to Cannon Mountain. I get it. There's not many cars out there, but you got to get out of the way if someone's on your bumper and you're in the passing lane.
Here's where they make the syrup.
Yeah, we made it here. Punching out.
All right. This guy, all right, might as well let everyone yell and scream today. Go ahead, Chris, Connecticut.
Hey, guys. Every fucking day on 291, which is a bypass from Hartford over to Windsor, every fucking day on the way to work and on the way home, you get some dildo in the left-hand fucking lane who will not move over.
Yep.
Fucking constant.
And it fucks the entire road up. It's not just the person and the person behind them. It's the entire fucking highway for miles.
Right.
It will fuck up the flow.
Right.
It is just so fucking ridiculous. As a matter of fact, about 2 weeks ago, I'm driving. There's a whole big line of fucking traffic. What do I come across in the left-hand lane? A fucking piece of shit with a handicapped driver doing 40 miles a fucking hour.
Oh, man.
Traffic was backed up 7 miles to 91. It was fucking ridiculous.
So many times, especially driving through Queens, I look over and I'll give the old, oh, that figures.
Why?
Oh, that figures.
Why will it figure?
But there is a certain ethnic background that
Asians.
What?
Asians.
I didn't say that.
It's not just Asians. They're not great, but there's other ones that are just
Asians.
as bad.
They're going after Stephen Colbert. We're all right. It's Asians. It's Asians. Asians are.
I've seen.
They do not pay attention on the roads. Are you? Do we have a match?
What?
Do we have a match?
You say what you want. I want to keep my job.
You can say Asians are bad drivers.
No, you can't.
Why can't you say Asians are bad drivers?
It's a stereotype that isn't very nice, Opie.
That's true. It
But
hasn't
you
been
say
proven.
they're good at math and that's all right?
I guess that's okay, but, you know.
You can't say that.
You're gonna, oh boy.
It's been your life experience that Asians are bad drivers?
Boy. Oh, boy.
No, horrendous, you can say.
In general?
Yeah, you can't say it.
All right, I didn't say
When
it
you
then.
see that
Fuck
white van that has, like, wacky graffiti spray painted on it because, you know, it came from a certain part of the city, and you see it in the left lane, oh, you know what's coming when you pass.
They don't pay attention to the point that they're driving as people are putting graffiti on their
on the vehicle as they're driving?
on their vans.
Wow. Well, they're going slow enough.
That's
There's also another ethnic background.
Let's do this.
Let's just say, of rotund woman. There's a certain ethnic background of rotund woman that is incapable of driving.
Chubsters?
Yeah, but a certain ethnic background of fat women.
Blacks?
I'm not saying a thing. I'm just saying. You could guess.
I'm safe because I had a question mark after that.
Oh, is that it? Yeah, yeah. You
went
blacks? It's insanity.
Hey, we all know the stereotypes. Who are we fooling?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I've found members of the Asian community to be delightful drivers and very safety conscious.
Indeed. Very safety conscious.
Oh, I love the Asians. Trust me.
But I'll tell you one thing. You could fucking drive next to them when you're finally passing.
Right.
With a goddamn disco ball spinning in your window, they will not look over.
Well, there's a reason they can't see you.
Fixated. Oh, my God.
All right. This guy's a road rage asshole. He says that. Greg, you're telling us that you're a road rage asshole, right?
Yes, I absolutely am. I am Anthony, except for the... I don't go as far with the ethnic slurs because I know people have video cameras.
Oh, I thought you meant they have
I
feelings.
cut people off. I've caused accidents to people who are fucking with me in the left lane.
Okay.
I do it. However, when you're on a road and there's nobody but you and some asshole, just go around them. It's so much easier.
Oh, I've done that plenty of times. I have done that plenty of times.
He's not making a bad point.
I understand the going around, but there's a principle that comes
What's really
into play.
frustrating when you got someone in the slow lane doing the exact speed of someone in the passing lane.
When they're matching speeds like that, you just want
this
to kill
guy
them.
isn't that wrong here.
Yeah.
Do we change our opinion?
No, he finally does go around.
Right.
And you know, you look at how it turned out.
He got all that angry, all that pissed off inside him, and then he went around and crashed his car.
Look, I understand. Look, you're being reasonable hindsight guy.
And the best part, he was ready to fly by her, but saw the video camera and said, "Oh, really?
Now I got it.
I'm going to give you something for your video camera." And boy, did he.
He certainly did.
Yeah.
Sounds to me like he got his comeuppance.
Now, one
Turnabout's
of the
fair play.
Anthony,
Right.
Tit for tat.
have you noticed that on highways where there's more than 3 lanes, the left lane is really becoming the slow lane, and the right lane is the lane we can pass people in now?
It's crazy. It's because everyone feels compelled to get into that lane. When I come out of that, what you call Midtown Tunnel, when I'm driving home, I come out and everybody jockeys for position, and I go to the left lane and fucking floor it. And it never fails. Someone will go from the middle lane, and there's no one in front of them. They could just go about their business. They will get in that left lane and not go as fast as I want to go or other people want to go. And there's no reason for them to get in. But they feel compelled to be like, I'm going to get in the left lane because I feel like I'll go fast. You're not going fast.
What about
stay in whatever lane to the right is going your speed.
What about the people that, you know, have shitty cars for snowstorms?
Oh boy.
And they just assume, well, I can't handle this weather, so I'm just going to go nice and slow in the left lane.
In the left lane.
And you got the SUV or whatever you
right.
Whatever, a nice snow truck. And you have to sit there and go, God,
stay home,
man.
Stay home.
Well, they got to make a living.
Fuck them.
They got to make a living. White women on their phones in SUVs are the worst drivers ever.
Not the worst drivers ever, but
they're up there.
I'll give you shitty driver. And
they're up there.
And boy, can you tell when a car's speed limit is varying by 15 miles an hour and they're weaving in and out of lanes, and it's the afternoon. It's not like a drunk thing. You just know you're going to see someone yapping on their phone, yapping away.
Not even yapping.
Or texting.
The texting is scary.
Well, they are saying, I read yesterday, that texting is not the main cause of accidents on cell phones. It is talking on the phone.
Really? I would have thought texting.
It's someone dialing. That's a problem. That causes things. But more accidents are from talking on the phone. People lose concentration when they're talking on the phone. Yes. It's hard to drive and talk and concentrate on your driving, even when you're just talking, even hands-free. That's what I read.
I'm kind of extremely happy that I went from the BlackBerry to the Samsung.
So the Etch-a-Sketch has changed?
Well, this thing is pretty big, but I like it.
I was trying to...
White gloves!
I was using it last night.
Right.
And I went to do a one-hand thing with something to the left of the screen. I'm holding it in my right hand, and something way over to the left of the screen. My thumb couldn't reach. Yeah, but... I needed a fucking Arsenio Hall thumb.
But you weren't paying attention to the white glove service. White gloves.
No, I know. You can move everything over.
That's a great feature.
What, on your screen?
Well, because they know these phones are just slightly too big to do one-handed shit. So they got something where you could, in settings, you can move everything over, so you could touch everything.
But then it's moved over.
No, but I think everything on the screen that you don't have to fuck with stays where it is.
But your controls move over closer to your thumb. So you could hold it with one hand and still work it with your thumb.
Right.
Yeah,
it's kind of smart. I haven't used it yet,
but I haven't seen. I didn't see how it was done.
But I'm glad I went from the BlackBerry to the Samsung for the reason it made me stop texting while driving.
Oh yeah.
Because you can't. Because you have to look down way too long now.
Yeah.
With the BlackBerry, I was able to figure out the keyboard for the most part.
Yeah.
And get some things done by feeling the buttons.
I just climb in my back seat and I start texting from there. It's a lot easier.
What? It's not safe.
Oh.
Does that have a voice thing on it, like a Siri?
Oh yeah, it has all that.
That to me has increased my texting driving because I can just do it and I just do a quick proofread and there's always half it's always wrong.
Proofread.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where the game.
That believe me, you know, I know. I know.
Oh boy, I like when you're texting though and driving. You go, I could get another couple of letters.
Yeah, you look up and down.
I think I got a couple of letters here before I look up again.
Get the CO and then you look down. All right, quick. You did the CK. Send.
Ooh, the brake lights. Ooh, good thing I didn't try for the whole word there.
Good thing I didn't put sucker at the end.
White gloves.
After I'm a good cock.
I would never lie. Average.
Average at best.
What happened to your watch? No watch today.
I did not charge it. I need to.
Are you over the watch already?
No, I like the watch a lot.
I think I'm going to use the watch when I'm driving. Period.
Yeah.
Because you don't really need it. You know, just walking around for the most part. It's a cool accessory, but I hate accessories.
I gave it to a pilot named Wanaki.
Are you an accessories guy? I don't know.
Pulp Fiction.
I don't.
I like a good watch.
But are you an accessories guy? This is like an accessory.
I like tech accessories.
You do? I'm not.
Ew.
No, I just
hate
like
that word.
More than I hate anything. Al Qaeda. I hate that word.
I like the basics, but I don't like accessories to my shit.
But that's not that bad an accessory. It's a watch. It doesn't look bad. The digital face looks kind of cool. The colors and everything. I like it.
I do a lot of driving on the weekends, so I will absolutely pop this on.
You know what the bad thing is?
Because I can make some phone calls, and you can quickly check text messages.
Here's the bad thing.
Because you pop your watch right up to your face. What?
Here's the bad thing about it, though. It comes on when you move your wrist.
Right.
So you could, move your wrist around, and the watch comes on.
Right.
If you're driving, it's constantly popping on. That's why the battery goes dead.
What do you mean, on in what way?
Like the face will come on. You know how it goes black? It's like energy saver mode, and then when you move your wrist, like
that's burning
sharply,
battery power, huh?
Yeah. So I'm driving, and I got my left hand on the wheel, and then if you're moving your hand to just steer, it keeps coming on.
Why couldn't they put a watch battery in this?
I think it's just too much shit
Why do you have to
going on.
charge your... It's weird to have to charge a watch.
There's too much shit going on
You'll
there.
probably run out too fast.
Every fucking week.
Imagine if it was on your right hand. It would be on or be off. It would be on or be off.
Implying I'm jerking off a lot.
I certainly am while driving.
Yes.
You'll end up texting the world. I think that's it. Everyone got their opinions in.
Yeah.
Actually, I will
like
take
assholes. Everyone's got one.
Like, who was the poor girl? She said, Asa Akira. She texted something really funny. I think she said, opinions are like assholes. Fuck yours. She's fucking hilarious on Twitter.
Who is it?
I have to say her name right. She's David Cho, who does a great podcast.
Right.
His podcast partner.
Oh.
And she's an Asian porn girl. She's fucking hilarious.
Look who's working his way into the studio.
Let's say hi to Josh in Massachusetts. Josh.
There he is.
Ron Bennington has made it into the studio.
B. Bennington.
Hey, I just have to say that...
Is this the white guys talking about everybody else driving show?
Yes.
I'm in.
Come on, they're all these ethnic types.
These ethnic types. You know who we're talking about. Those people. Go ahead, Josh.
If the person's in the left lane doing the speed limit, they have every right to be in the left lane. I don't go for that speeding stuff.
I don't go for
all right,
that.
You're doing a bit.
He's trying
Don't
to
embarrass us in front of Ron Bennington.
Come on. Come on now.
We're a pure...
Now we all got to step it up.
We're a pure radio show. We don't do bits.
Huh? This is what your callers are like.
No,
they're very rude.
You know?
They're very rude, Ronnie.
And you guys just get them into it like a fever. You know,
whipped up into a frenzy.
We got an Asian calling in.
What?
Very good news. Let's say hi to Rachel in Virginia. Rachel.
Hey.
Oh, boy.
Hi,
Stop.
Rachel.
Come on.
Hello.
Little anime character. I love it.
What's going on?
I'm Asian. Okay. I don't drive like how you...
Come on. Are you wearing a little schoolgirl dress right now?
You got to be a great driver because you got those giant anime eyes. You can see everything.
Excuse me.
She covers her mouth with her hand. It's so adorable.
Anime. Oh, look, it's a dinosaur with 9 tails fucking a girl. What's wrong with that culture? How do they enjoy that?
But they weren't allowed to show penises, so they came up with the workworkaround. That's all that is.
That's true.
The tentacles are supposed to be penises. They want the penises, but they're not allowed to have the penises, so they went tentacles.
Well, they just pixel out the cartoon vagina.
That's always hot, right? Nice pixelated out.
Fox, your boys at Fox just said instant karma on that same video that we're discussing. Instant karma. That's not instant karma.
She's an asshole. Oh, let's get to the Asian girl.
Yeah, go ahead, Rachel.
Well, I'm an Asian, but I don't drive like that. Not all Asians drive.
But how do you know?
Like how you describe it.
How do you know?
But we didn't say all. But the average is way up.
Yeah, we implied it.
How do you know you don't drive badly?
No, I don't, because I drive like Anthony.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Are you hot?
That's
all I could think. Isn't she, right?
She's great.
I'm the wrong race, Anthony.
No, what do you mean?
No, slow down. Let Anthony decide.
Yeah.
You only like white girls, and I'm Asian, so I'm out of your league.
I like that voice, though. That's kind of...
Your hairless vagina is welcome here, honey.
Very wispy. I like that. Very wispy.
Yeah.
Like baby
Like
hair.
Charlie Brown's head.
Don't forget to cry and say it's too big. No, too big.
Vagina.
Huh? Where are you from?
I'm from Virginia.
What do you look like? Well, I'm sorry.
Come on.
I thought,
I'm Filipino. I was at Jenna's show.
I was trying to have an open mind.
Filipino?
You were at my show last week. Did we meet?
Yes, we did. I have a picture with you.
Why don't you send it?
Do you remember, Jimmy?
What show were you at?
Early Saturday.
Go to my website. All my web pictures are up. Go to Virginia Beach.
All right. Let's
All right. Let's see what's going on here.
Jimmy's like, too bad the second show killed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
First show I had a tough time, but the second show was a home run.
Let's see. Here's a tour.
How do you do this?
Photos.
Where do you go? Photos.
Go photos. JimNorton.com if you want to play along at home. Hold on there,
Hold on,
Rachel. Unless you're praising me.
Huh?
What'd you say?
Don't kill me on your show.
No,
we won't.
Which one?
What were you wearing?
Early Saturday show.
Well, Sal, look for the Asian girl. How many do you think I have at my show?
Come on. So, that's the punchline. I think you just clicked. Rachel, hold on.
Hold on, you're panicking.
Hold on. We're trying to figure this out on the spot. Go backwards. I think you hit the wrong show.
I'll go backwards.
Sal's terrible.
All the bottom.
Early show.
Saturday early.
Saturday early. Go there. All right.
All right, hold on.
Here we go. This is very exciting. Oh, what now? Everybody, I bet everybody's hitting it. That's why.
Well, they all want to see what Rachel looks like.
Fans,
they just crashed JimNorton.com.
They don't know how to.
They didn't do that when my special went on sale, but to see Rachel, they did. Shitty fans.
They really are shitty fans.
Worst.
They stink.
Oh, come on. These people are assholes. We're trying to do a show
No,
here.
we're on a delay, actually, so it's not that. It's probably just slow.
It's this computer.
Yeah, this computer's...
Yeah.
Sam zips right through it.
No.
Yes,
Hold on, Rachel.
Hold on, Rachel. Don't go into a panic yet.
Hold on, love. Just simmer down.
Yeah.
Oh, an internal server error. What's wrong with you,
number
Sal?
500. That's a bad one.
Yeah.
It's not going.
Oh, God, Jimmy. You got everyone hitting your
site
website right now.
crashed.
Is that what that means?
It's going to look
Hopefully.
good, though. All those hits.
You got a Twitter?
No.
JimNorton.
You got a Facebook?
Yes.
Oh.
Can we look at your Facebook? I mean, we don't have to do this, you know.
Off the air.
I don't have pictures on my Facebook.
Oh, that's not a good
that's
sign.
not a good sign.
Girls love
it's a problem.
selfies on the
That's
Facebook.
not a good
They
sign.
love them.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I hate that when you go to the
no.
Facebook page and then you go, okay, profile pics, and it's like fucking puppy.
Right.
And what she ate last night.
Yeah, it's not
Nice
Close
omelet.
up. Just a little close
Or a
up.
close-up of an eyeball.
Are you trying to get Steve Colbert fired, Rachel?
Oh.
What?
We'll get into the Colbert story.
How
after the
old a
break,
gal
I
are
guess.
you?
10.
I'm old.
How old is old?
I'm 42.
Oh, wow.
All right, we'll see you later.
Thank you for the call.
We have to go eat.
Oh, no.
Ronnie's here.
Oh, that's not nice at all.
What happened?
Uncomfortable.
It's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I like the Thomas Dolby glasses.
Yeah.
It's very
It's
nice.
a steampunk thing I'm rocking right now.
Oh, you're going steampunk? How come that never took off? It seems like an idea that should have been everywhere.
Well, you know, Robert Downey Jr. did it, so why not? You know?
Yeah. It kind of like, you'd think it would be like an emo really took off when that
Yeah,
took
it
off.
did.
You'd think steampunk, I think it's too much props.
People don't like things that are driven by steam. I think it's the
anymore.
big problem.
It's great. Yeah, you got like glasses that have a little boiler tank on the side and a coil. I don't know.
We're going to take a break. The great Ron Bennington is here.
Yes.
He's going to explain why he's here, and then we're just going to fool around and have some good radio.
And then we're going to, you know what, when I explain why we're here, it's going to fucking blow everyone's mind.
There is a reason.
Not really.
It's going to crash the internet the second time this morning.
Not really.
No, it's not the internet. It was just my site. I don't know what the server is. It's a server. They expect a 6-person capacity maximum.
All right, hold on. Are we back?
Oh, boy.
Is it a server or now we're back?
We're back. There it is. All right, let's
Hurry,
see.
find the
Here we go.
Asian.
Where is
Let's
she?
play Find the Asian.
Oh. Well, we got 7 pages. Oh, now we got to go through the pages. It's
Internal server.
Internal server error. It's 2014, isn't it? Isn't it?
You know what?
What year it was?
Let's just go look at the pictures of the napalm girl and just pretend that's her.
Let's all make believe we don't care anymore. And the fans won't care anymore, and then we can sneak in and check out her picture.
I don't care. I'm not looking.
All right, we'll do that next.
Not interested.
Yo, maniacs, Hulk Hogan, the greatest of all time here. The Opie and Anthony show is going to be right back. So what you going to do when O&A runs wild on you, brother?
Ron Bennington in studio.
Yeah.
We like that. We like that a lot.
Yeah. Up early on a Friday like this?
How's the raw dog treating you?
Well, it's amazing. It's
Yeah.
amazing over there.
Is it crazy over there?
Oh,
Big,
yeah.
Huge facility?
Yeah, it's phenomenal. Everything's brand new.
It's got to be. Sure.
When's the studio getting redone?
I don't know.
The last time I was in here, they were showing you drawings.
I don't know.
The drawings.
Yeah.
Yeah, the drawings.
I really don't know.
I
stopped paying attention a while ago. And then they get mad, like, no, it's really happened. Like, we've heard that so many times. When we see guys in here actually doing something, then we'll actually be excited.
Well, I got the little monitor.
You
That's
did?
what I asked for.
Wow.
I asked for a small monitor for the phones.
Beautiful.
And after a year, I got it. So they were going in the right direction.
Wickland's going to
I thought you were just getting bigger. I didn't know that the monitor was
It is. It's like Lily Tomlin. They put her in that giant chair.
Right.
Make her look...
That would be cool. At least we'll feel like we have a...
big studio.
So everything has to get big? Wait, how would that work for us?
No, everything has to get smaller.
Yeah.
Then we'll feel like we're big.
We'll just hire Peter Dinklage.
Have personal pan pizza sitting in front of you.
Right.
One of the new Pepsi Minis.
Right.
Yes. Oh, there's some great movies coming out this weekend.
Oh, boy.
Russell Crowe.
He's pushing this one.
Yeah.
You know you're not confident in your movie when you want a picture with the Pope to help promo it the first week.
Yeah.
Let's get a buzz on this.
Well, the headline is Russell Crowe's intense but silliness sinks FX-filled Noah.
Oh, sinks. Get it?
Yeah.
Well, they're clever with that shit.
They are.
And then you got the Schwarzenegger movie starting this weekend.
Don't you think it would be tough to get anybody to believe the Noah thing now? You know what I mean?
It really is. Like these Bible epics were good back, 50s, 60s. Charlton Heston's got to be in it. Yeah. But now I think people just go, it's a bunch of horse shit.
Right.
People are still religious, though, I think, that will go to this, like The Last Temptation of Christ, or what was the Mel Gibson one?
But I think the Noah one really stretches your faith, where you could go, it's going to rain so much that just a wooden boat with a bunch of animals on it.
Every
animal. Yeah. And they never explain where they shit.
Right.
I guess it's some... Because I remember bringing it up in school, I go, I can't imagine the shit smell.
Did you get whacked in the hand with a ruler?
No, I was just explaining that they probably hung their asses off the boat and shit that way.
Like you do when you're on a party boat, when you're at deep sea fishing. Sure.
Shit off the boat.
Just shit off the side.
Wouldn't everyone get sick, too?
Oh,
fucking hippos throwing up.
That's all you need.
On top of the dung beetles. It would just be a mess.
I don't think the giraffe is used to being on the water, so you got to think the giraffe will have some seasickness going on.
What would they eat?
Right.
God, what a dumb story. That all the animals would have to fuck? Like if one was impotent or sterile, the whole species would stop.
And then they get mad that more people don't believe. Right. Look, how about you come up with more believable stories?
Crazy-ass story.
Yeah.
I loved him in Gladiator, I got to tell you. That was a fantastic movie.
Well, back a ways, though.
What year was that?
2000.
Was that 2000? It's a great movie.
But did we find the boat? Noah's boat?
No. I always think they find it in a mountain somewhere.
Mount Ararat.
It's always a mountain we're not allowed to go near.
And it's like a rock formation that looks kind of like the bottom of a boat. And
I thought we found a little piece of it.
And it's always a Christian scientist that, you know what I mean?
Right.
They wheel those things out to say that the Earth is only 6,000 years old. You feel embarrassed for him?
That is just silly.
It's like the opposite of Cosmos.
And they're grabbing at straws to try to explain why. And
hey, we got one of those.
Earl believes it.
Earl believes.
Earl believes the Earth is 6,000
years old.
He does.
That's crazy.
Dumber people.
Well, it's Earl.
But it's child. It's like a childlike mentality.
Yeah.
No, you just don't know.
Especially when you start discovering more of the universe. And it's like ridiculous. Didn't we discover a new planet yesterday? The pink one? On the outskirts of our universe? A little pink planet?
Planet Fez.
Wow.
Is that the, oh, shit. What did I say?
Wow.
You know, it hurts.
That's pink. It's a little joke.
There it is.
We all know.
See, the pink planet.
Yeah.
New world on edge of our solar system. Give us some facts about the pink planet there, Sal.
It's little and gay, and no one will play with it. So
it's sad. Atmosphere of pure Pepto-Bismol.
It's 80 times further from the sun than Earth.
What's that?
It's 80 times further from the sun.
So how many miles would that be?
I have
93 million times 80 would be probably 2.7 billion, I'm going to guess.
Wow.
Jesus,
Come
Jimmy.
on, Norton.
Rain Man.
The hell is that?
Very good.
I don't know if that's right or not, though. I could have just fired out a wrong number.
It sounds right. That's all I care about.
Right, as long as it sounds
That
good.
sounded right.
And why is it pink?
Yeah.
It's made of ice and rock circles.
Yeah, but that doesn't make pink.
I don't know.
Ice and rocks don't make pink.
What's a fucking rock circle?
Yeah, what do you mean? Like it's got rings?
Oh, you don't know.
No,
you
I'm
don't
not,
know why it's
Sam
pink.
would know.
Astrophysicist.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Sam
You just have to be a good reader of the articles right there. I'm sure somewhere in that article is going to explain why it's pink.
I know.
Sorry, I got a broadcasting background, not astrophysics.
Right. Just read.
It was 7.4. I was wrong.
That's good.
A little bit.
You were closest, though.
No, I wasn't.
Like, if we were doing one of those games, you'd be closest.
Yeah.
Because I had like 400 miles.
I did.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, that's nice.
It's adorable. That's fabulous planet. It's
It makes
fabulous.
our planet look like shit.
Yeah.
Come on. Why is it pink?
Come on, Sal.
Oh, Sal, you're panicking.
You're terrible at this.
Panicking.
You're panicking.
You are. You hit the wrong buttons. Keep hitting the escape key.
Doesn't. Oh, no.
Oh, boy. Now you're trying another site. You're going to Forbes? He's going to Forbes.
Forbes? That's
why
money.
would Forbes know why the planet's pink?
Exactly. How much is it worth?
Right.
Bill Devane's buying gold on it.
10 richest celebrities.
Forbes.
I'm going to buy options on this pink planet.
You don't go to Forbes for astronomy. And
how big is the planet?
It's a dwarf planet, they said, which is sad because it won't live long. You know what I mean? You don't run into old dwarf planets.
They never do.
It's 280 miles in diameter.
That's nothing.
That's not a planet. No, that's not even a moon.
That's a rock.
It's a county. That's a fucking county.
Yeah.
280.
Come on.
It's impossible.
How'd they even find it?
Right.
What is it? A neutron star? Space jokes.
Good one.
Let's go.
It looks like
Jupiter.
We can't do anything else until we find out.
280-something mile diameter?
I know that planets take a redshift. The redshift is when it's kind of proving that the universe expands. That's how light gets redder.
Come on,
because it means planets moving away
what
from you. And by the way, I mixed up 72 and 27. That was how I got that.
Is that what happened?
It was 7 because
you invert it. You invert it. Your numbers.
Don't
carry the 5.
Don't beat yourself up.
I know, but I just can't let it go.
Impressive
I have a
still.
half an erection.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Why?
No reason. I'm not remotely sexually excited.
Did you have a Cialis recently?
No.
You want one?
Be careful with those. Be careful with the eyes in the Cialis. We learned that yesterday.
If I ever walk in with a fucking dog and a cane, you'll know I had a great weekend.
All right, Sal's on another site. What site are we on now?
This is MercuryNews.com.
Mercury News, they know everything about Mercury.
The only thing that they...
I'm not asking about Mercury.
Exactly. Jesus. Exactly. Why don't you go to the Pluto Times?
Right. What the hell's wrong with you?
Front Sentinel's cover.
The only details of its composition is they keep on saying it's frozen.
And what's that headline?
Sure.
Frozen pink dwarf planet Biden spotted.
They're calling it Biden. Yeah.
Why?
I have no
After
idea.
Joe.
Yeah.
Name it after
And it's
Joe
7.5 billion miles from the sun.
Because it's the same size as Delaware, so they just go to
That's
Biden.
a little tiny thing.
It's jokingly nicknamed Biden after vice president.
Yeah,
they have some good jokes in the space
that.
community.
They are.
What do you want to call it? Let's call it Biden. Oh, you're out of your mind. Oh, it's in the books.
They laugh.
It's the temperature there is 430 degrees.
We just want to know why it's pink.
Below.
Sounds like our winter, right, guys? Am I right?
Oh, man. Oh, hold on.
High five. Dealing with that.
Yeah, it's cold as heck.
Come on. It's just cold.
If you found a pink planet, you should describe, explain why it's pink.
It's the biggest part of the story.
Exactly.
Yeah, why is it pink, Sal?
I'm trying to find
Amazing how quickly
get
I've
to the
lost
pink
interest, though.
All right, where are we going now?
I don't even
Find
care.
out about Biden.
Exactly.
Catholic online.
yeah.
That's a good point.
All right. Yes, maybe because Jesus painted it pink like an Easter egg, they'll say.
6,000 years ago.
They were, could this be hell? Did we finally find hell?
Yes, it's a pink-socked planet. It came out of the anus of a larger planet.
Go to the Jesus paper and say why only Latinos believe now.
You can't shake them.
No.
No, they're hanging in there.
When the last Pope was driving down, he actually went past my neighborhood.
Yeah.
And it looked like the Puerto Rican Day Parade. They were the only people that showed up.
They love
I'm like,
Jesus.
where's the Polish? Where are the Italians?
Yeah.
Where's
They're
the
starting
Irish?
to catch it. They're starting to get annoyed. I think like Latin America is like where America was in like the 60s or 70s with the church.
Yeah.
They're starting to go like, it's a little creep. But it's still got a few years left down there, but it'll go.
I don't know.
People are fed up.
really love that.
Because the new Pope's helping too.
Yeah, but they also believe in chupacabra and all kinds of shit.
Chupacabra.
Oh, yeah.
Frankly,
You got to believe in that.
Yeah, I believe in the chup.
Well, did you hear the...
We had a Yeti guy on you.
Yeti guy,
2 days ago.
The guy that's going to jump off of Everest with the little suit.
Swears he saw a Yeti.
He said he saw a Yeti. He walked out of his tent at a base camp while he was climbing a mountain, and Yeti was right in front of him. It jumped 300 feet over a rock mountain.
According to him.
According to him, of course.
Oh, okay.
We should ask more questions about that.
You should ask any questions.
Yeah. The guy who
The
saw a
Yeti,
Yeti.
or his American cousin, the Sasquatch.
Right. Pink planet? Anything?
They found it yesterday. It's like they don't think they know all the details.
There's plenty.
Ooh, guys that are smarter
than everyone.
But guys that are smarter than us just know why it might be pink.
That could be all guys.
Yeah.
They got to know what it's made out of.
I bet
gotta
it's
be
the
something
composition
like
of ice. It's not water ice. It's some type of gaseous thing that probably throws off pink light.
Yeah.
I would think. Yeah.
Not one caller knows either.
Dr. Steve
This is a
probably
mystery.
wouldn't know. Yeah.
Dr. Steve.
Well, the atmosphere is made up of a fluid.
Yeah, technically what will happen is it will get dyed pink, but it's really an illusion. You know,
Illusion.
Yeah. It's like a hemorrhoid. It fills with blood.
While he's talking to you, one of his patients is dying.
Just
right next to
fucking
him.
Absolutely.
right off the old mortal coil.
Yeah. You can hear like the little pen moving over the toe tag. He's putting a final time. You can always tell when the phone gets weird when he crunches it to check the time of death on his fucking phone.
Honestly, I think I could be a hospice doctor.
Who couldn't?
Really? Exactly. All you got to do is,
You just have to be nice.
Got to tap a cheek every so often, say they're there.
be good at giving bad news. It's your only qualification.
And make sure you open the window so the soul, leaves.
Right, that's right.
We all saw the commercial.
Not
tonight.
tonight.
No, whatever the fuck her name
tonight.
is.
Mildred,
Right.
whatever her
Not
old
tonight.
person name is.
All dramatic, like, good, she's got 12 more hours.
Could shut off the old life call.
They're making a big deal out of the fact that she's got 12 more hours.
I'll pop the battery out of that necklace.
Right.
I'm going to hate when you start seeing old ladies in commercials named Amber and Lexus. You're like, oh, then you know we're getting fucking old.
Oh, boy, yeah.
That's not good.
That Alexis and Amber will be old lady names someday.
Oh, come on.
Now the cocaine takes care of that, though. I don't know if you'll see it.
There's already old
I don't know
tramp
if you see a lot
stamps
of
and stuff. You see them in the grocery store when some woman bends down to get those Goya beans they always keep on the fucking floor.
Yeah.
And you see that fucking old tramp stamp. You're like, oh, that was a great idea in the 80s. She was cutting edge.
Seems smart.
It seems smart.
Well, we're going to go to Sean.
Tribal art.
Because Sal doesn't have the answer. Sean
Give
and
him a
Maryland.
chance.
Sean. Shawnee.
Yeah, I'm trying to talk. Hey, I just want to know how you guys think they figured out the composition of this planet when it's 7 billion miles away. I don't think they flew there yesterday.
No,
They did,
they use different spectrums.
And they could take an educated guess. I bet you Neil Tyson would give us an educated guess.
He'd know it was cold.
They use various filters
Well,
and what
Michikaku.
kind of light it throws off. You could tell what the composition is based on the type of light it throws.
Let's try to get the Michi on today. Michikaku.
Exactly.
In between
Right.
being scared, he'll tell us what's up with the pink
It
planet.
was his sister that was at Jimmy's show that called us.
Michikaku I love, but he won't have, like, I like Brian Greene better as a theoretical physicist.
Brian Greene was great.
Yeah.
Because Michikaku will go, it's like if you had a little bunch of cookies surrounded by a little pink hole in the donut margin, all right?
He
Just
really
tell
does
me, we're not
explain
that
things
dumb.
like your children, but we are.
Left right at you.
Must be annoying to explain things.
You know, I wonder if Brian Greene...
Oh, she's a pig.
What?
Who's that?
Happened?
Everyone was wondering if that girl that filmed the that's her. Oh God, Sam!
What an
You wonder.
oinker. What an
Annoying
oinker.
bitch.
We got a lot of people calling today saying you think she's hot.
No, you could tell.
Hold on, what's that?
Looks like an Amish chick.
Collaborate and listen.
Groovin' Granny is making the rounds
This
today.
is news, right?
Grandma dances
this
to
the
Vanilla
news?
Ice while cooking.
Grandma's dancing.
Ew. Groovin' Granny.
Yes, this grooving.
Why is that crazy?
It's not.
Moves to Ice Ice Baby.
Because she listened to Ice Ice Baby when she was younger.
The entire time.
How great would it be if this ended like a home invasion video where fucking Granny had that pot smashed against the back of her head?
Yes, and I promise.
I should see it end like Nicholson's wife in, what was that movie?
Oh, yeah. Something Schmidt?
Schmidt, yeah.
About
Schmidt.
Yeah, the vacuum cleaner and her one shoe askew.
Yes.
I don't know.
I despise
To the camera.
Maybe.
As the dog was.
Or she does that every morning.
Maybe.
This Fox and Friends is everything that's wrong with the news.
Granny had big boobs, though.
They're all that way, though. I mean,
They
no
are
matter
all
where
that
you go.
way. You're right. You're right.
She had nice pillow
Good
boobs.
morning.
Thank you.
All right, well...
I appreciate. Oh no! Don't put it there. Oh, good dear. Oh dear. Could spill. You put the coffee on a bunch of napkins. Thank you for catching that. Delightful to see you.
Yes.
Sal is still trying to figure out why the planet is pink.
Exactly.
Not one person just guessing why it's
Yeah.
pink.
Call Sam.
Yeah.
Sam would know.
I know
Sam
what
would know.
I know why. It's
Why?
pink. Go ahead.
Travis?
Oh, Travis is going to let you off the
It's
hook.
all
now.
red shift, but
amazing,
go ahead.
because Travis being gay, this kind of fits into the whole
Yeah.
thing.
Exactly.
Travis?
If it was like green, I would have.
You would not know.
I would.
The dramatic coloring of the gas giant is indicative of its youth.
Hold on. Can we say something? Gas giant and 283 mile circumference.
Not a gas
do not go
giant.
hand in hand. One of you
No.
guys is wrong.
It's not a gas
I'm reading
giant.
an article about the planet.
Okay. Well, then why are you calling it a gas giant?
I'm not calling it a gas
The other one
giant.
said
the
a
author.
dwarf. A dwarf. It
Unless
was a
it's
dwarf.
Well,
no.
they're just
Ronnie's
saying
a dwarf.
Giant gas. I mean,
they have a lot of gas.
it's just a baby. NASA scientists estimate the age of the solar system is 160 million years old. The planet is literally glowing from the heat of its recent formation.
Oh, it's brand new.
Oh, so they're probably saying
how's
that
it around here?
But the heat, but it's also 400 degrees below
Stop
zero.
jumping in like you knew that all along, Sal.
Too late, Sal.
You had a chance, Sal.
Too
seriously.
late.
I'm trying to hijack Travis's brilliant explanation.
Maybe the core is just a couple of hundred miles, and then the gas around it is bigger. I don't know, though. I don't care anymore. I've completely lost interest in this story after like a minute.
Why? 7.2 billion miles from here.
You know what?
Right.
Doesn't affect my day-to-day workings.
Yeah, let's see that planet carry something to the job site. There we
Right.
know.
You know, when I'm putting up some lumber, planet doesn't mean a hill of beans. I'm getting 2 eggs over easy with bacon on a roll. Salt, pepper, ketchup?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Of course, salt,
not
pepper,
ketchup. Boy, when they used to put ketchup on that, and then I'd come in to
Brings it
change
all
it, and
together.
I'd say, excuse me, there's ketchup on this. He goes, you asked for ketchup. I said, why would I ask for ketchup? I hate ketchup on eggs. Why would I forget that I hate it?
Ketchup brings the whole thing together. You're a communist, man.
Ketchup is for people who only want to taste ketchup, no matter
Right.
what the fucking food is.
It's all very, very tangy.
It's like, oh, that tastes like ketchup.
Ketchup.
That's good.
That's what
I
kids
might
do.
go with
You're
ketchup
right.
on potatoes and scrambled eggs. But if you get 2 eggs over easy and you put ketchup on it, it's just going to look like it's horrible.
Stop saying potatoes.
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 Hey, potatoes. You want some potatoes? What do you got, potatoes in your ears?
Oh, you want? We got some more info on the pink planet. We have to take this call. I'm telling you. I know you're over it, but Mike in Denver, go ahead, Mike.
I heard that they found that there's 2 in that pink, and if you turn it around, there's probably 1 on the other side.
Uranus. See what I did there?
Oh, very good. Yes,
So
one
the pink.
So one in Uranus and
One
the
in
other
Uranus.
right in the pink.
Nice hearing you,
Great joke.
Ronnie.
That was brilliant, dude. Fucking brilliant.
Did you guys see the 60 Minutes with the Pink Panther fucking bandits on there?
No, what
These
are
are
they
my
doing?
favorite thieves of all time.
What are they doing?
They're the guys that'll just ride into a mall on, like, they'll fucking just blast through into a jewelry store. 60 seconds, boom, they're in and out. No one
That's
can stop
skill.
them, and they've got like 60, 70 goddamn robberies.
That's movie shit.
No one can stop them.
That's movie
Why? Because
shit.
they're in and out too fast.
They're in and out too
Yeah.
fast, plus they're ex-military, and then they take it back to Serbia or some fucking place where the EU can't even come in.
Wow.
And they just get back there and they just party it up.
Wait, where have they been doing it? In the States?
No, they've been doing it in Europe, but
It's a
they also
GTA
like
mission.
even went into Dubai. But look,
let's
I
pop
don't
this
want,
up.
Yeah, I don't want to. You know, I don't want this to turn into another Pink Planet. But there's all kinds of videos. The Pink Panthers are the names.
Operation Pink Panther. Is this a good one?
I bet it's
No,
not.
I don't think
I don't
so.
think
I bet you-
this only has
When you got a
50,000.
Pink
I bet
Panther,
you-
it's plural, or else we're going to be watching cartoons in here.
Right.
By the way,
Oh, that aardvark.
someone said Noah is not a traditional Bible film. It's based on the story, but God isn't mentioned once in the film. I don't know if that's true.
All right.
Then Noah must seem like a real asshole.
It's still a guy with a boat full of animals.
Yeah, yeah.
With everyone else dead.
Silly story.
They're not crashing cars.
Oh, my
That's
God. What?
What are you doing?
Sal, what are you doing?
There's a documentary on these guys, Sal.
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 I mean,
Yeah,
I know
60
these guys
minutes.
were
There you
discovered
go.
yesterday, so
60
that
minutes.
skill's done. It's done.
$500 million?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're fucking unbelievable.
Righteous
They
bucks.
only steal diamonds.
I gotta
That's
watch
it,
this.
huh?
Oh, thank God it's
Most
not
successful
morally
gang
safer.
of diamond thieves in the world is credited with over
60 minutes is just the geriatric news.
And they still in top 5 every
Yeah.
year. The gang is composed of networks of
This guy's the
teams that work
youngster of the
together,
crew,
in
at
Europe
80.
mostly, but they've done jobs in 35 countries as far afield
35
as
countries.
Tokyo and Dubai. They are ex-Yugoslavs. Many fought in the Serbian Special Forces during the Bosnian
What's wrong
War.
with his voice?
They are called the Pink Panthers, and that's not a joke.
His hands are in
They
raging,
got the
too.
name from
Why are they
those
pink?
famous Peter Sellers movies
Oh.
of the 70s and 80s.
I see.
As you can well imagine, there are scores of jewelers and cops in many countries
Well imagine.
who do not find them
Was he
funny
sitting in a
at
wheelchair?
all. Their exploits have become the stuff of legend. But what they did in Dubai
This
a
could be a
few years
great
ago
story.
shocked even the police
I know.
officers.
It's so boring already.
Yeah.
How do you make this boring like that?
The story will continue.
We'll continue. You didn't even start the story.
I want to hear the Dubai part, because I want to go there.
Camera footage
No, this is during the fucking...
This is like the Italian job shit right here.
Right into the mall in two Audis.
Drive into
Cracked
it.
the cars into the doors of the Graf jewelry store. Then men in commando gear jumped out, ran into the shop, seemed perfectly relaxed as they broke into glass cases and bagged diamonds worth $3.5 million.
Come on.
I would just have a bag full of broken glass. Be like, I can't tell.
And then they drive out of the mall.
I'd still say you got to cut it.
Yeah.
I'd be like, give him his
Yeah, he was there.
Yeah.
See the video of it to believe that they actually.
Because Obama can't believe this.
Cars, through them all and then do all of this 40.
It's Adolf Caesar.
5 seconds. Yeah, it was.
Hey, get you.
But it happened.
That's the world's chief cop who found it hard to believe. Ron Noble.
I think every man sits around and dreams about just bank robbery.
I just dream of driving through a mall.
That's true.
How do they not fuck up the cars when they're smashing into the doors? They just know how to do that right, too.
Yeah, they're not fucking around. They come down and they train like military guys.
They get right
and
in
then
and
boom,
out.
they're in and out so fast.
Have they killed anyone?
I think only one person has ever died. And that's somebody tried to stand between them and the fucking door. That's a mistake.
Oh, really?
Get out of the way.
Remember the scene
Get out of the way.
Peter Sellers comedy where the thief hides the
we
diamond
get to watch
in a
Little
jar
Pink
of
Panther.
cold cream?
Yeah, you bring back a little Peter Sellers stuff.
Exactly the same thing.
When they get home,
their
Asian counterpart fights them.
But they put them in the cream. They did the exact same thing.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Incidentally, it was the largest jewel heist in British history.
You know what also?
Then Tokyo.
They're the main suppliers for Steven Singer Jewelers. The other corner, 8th and Walnut in Philly.
Clerks with pepper
They went to Tokyo.
with diamonds, a tiara, and the Comtesse de Vendôme necklace worth $30 million.
Holy fuck. That's a good score right there, huh?
The jewelry store inside a hotel.
Pepper spray.
In front of stunned guests, 3 men raced through the lobby and into the store. They smashed glass cases.
I'd be like, is this Johnny Knoxville? What's going on here?
Wow, just blitzkrieg.
In the last 20 years, they've been responsible for $500 million.
How many guys, you think, in the operation?
That's the weirdness, that it's almost like a mafia thing, only there's no head of it.
They
all just kind of
franchise it
work
out.
together, yeah.
Now they do weeks of surveillance and
Oh, man, they look like movie guys.
Yeah.
These undercover shots show a team taking the measure of a target before a hit.
The MO of the Pink Panthers is very clear. They tend to use.
This guy's never going to capture him.
No, he doesn't stand a fucking chance.
Attractive woman.
What's that?
She's the one that goes into the store, cases the place.
They even have a hot girl?
Yeah.
What is this? Is this one of those Ocean's movies?
They're perfect for that.
This is crazy.
Smash and grab men. 4 people
Brad Pitt.
altogether. Precise timing and
Look at them.
well-planned
Fucking
getaways
hammer.
are
They
their
break the
trademark.
glass.
So you're breaking the window.
They enter the door until they break all the glass in the cases. Take the jewelry.
Can I help you? Some irate employee. Excuse me.
Why wasn't that guy covered up?
He doesn't give a fuck.
He
He's
don't
going
care.
back to a place that the cops can't even come in.
It's like base and tag. It's like home base and tag.
So maybe these guys are only doing one and done.
Safe. I'm safe.
Yeah, but they're probably spreading the money around a little bit. They're probably
Right.
half gypsies.
Right.
They were allies in the brutal Bosnian wars against the Muslims.
What was that about?
When UN sanctions halted the flow
Jeez, how
of
far back we gonna
products
go?
into the country,
Exactly.
groups of soldiers.
I think we could pull off one of these if we just fucking, put our
Right.
heads together.
We
Stop
just
doing
did one.
radio for 5 minutes.
We just do one. 36 mil for fucking...
But instead of diamonds, we just go in and steal frozen yogurt. Like, just
You
go
want
with
to go to like an orange Julius? We'll knock over an orange
Just go with
Julius.
big buckets. We need 4.5 to 5 minutes to fill this bucket.
One of us gets the bucket, the other 3 just scream.
Yeah.
Got to keep the pain in the ass innocent bystanders
Is
scared.
it weird that diamonds are
Girls,
still
girl's
valued?
best friend.
They're still valued.
Yeah.
After all this
we
time.
still got it.
Why?
Yeah, 2014, they're still
I
valued.
mean, I could get back then, it's shiny. Oh, we don't have anything shiny. Now you got a fucking, plasma TV. You got got the internet. There's a lot more shiny things to look at.
Yeah.
That's true.
I mean, what would you really rather have? A smartphone or a fucking diamond?
A diamond. You can sell it, buy a shitload of smartphones, get blown.
I don't think you're getting the point here, Jimmy.
Went over Jimmy's head. See?
Or did he go around the point? I think
might have gone around.
He did something interesting there.
I got around the point.
We got a guy who has a relative that works for Interpol. AJ in Brooklyn. AJ.
I thought that was a movie police thing.
Yeah,
I didn't
they
think it was
smell
real.
bacon.
AJ.
Hey, gentlemen. So
Hey.
the group that Ronnie, how you doing, buddy? Nice to have you on the radio.
He's
on the radio every day. What's that about?
Exactly, sir.
Is it?
Not on the Opie and Anthony channel. It's the only channel I listen to, pal.
What about Raw Dog? You got to give Ronnie a taste.
I will, Ronnie. I love
Don't
you.
bother.
with you.
Don't bother.
Noon.
He's got replays to listen to.
Right.
That's true.
I love the replays. I love them.
Oh, Christ, all right.
This doesn't help Ronnie, though.
Get it.
My God.
Noon. Raw Dog. What's the matter with you?
Fucked over there. I'm fucked.
Raw Dog will be on. Raw Dog will be on. So this is the same group
They
of
sent you
guys.
to the
About
pink planets.
14. It's 14 guys, and they are from Serbia, but they're led by two ex-American military guys.
I love that.
Actually worked with. No joke. They're ex-Marines that are running this whole group across Europe. They definitely
Outstanding.
Go in. They do 6 months. They go in. They case the joint. They knock it off, and they disappear for 6 months. They
I
go
like
to
case the joint. He's using like
Yeah, using really great lingo.
They case the joint.
You obviously watched Freebie and the Bean.
Jimmy, and then Columbo comes out and says, the guy took the knife out of the butter.
It's Kevin Pollak.
Yeah, that was pretty
Love
good.
it. That's
Yeah.
a great impression.
That was a darn good Peter Falk.
That was. Oh, I thought he was doing the Bambino at the end of his life. That was not good.
Is this going to make diamonds more expensive for us? Are we going to have to pay more?
You
Because
just buy
these
those
guys...
blood diamonds. Those are the
I love those.
nice,
Got a finger
inexpensive,
attached to it.
beautiful.
Right.
Yeah.
Cares.
Yeah. Right, I don't care how they get
care.
them.
Yes.
It's far away from here. We don't care.
Exactly.
Far away misery.
I'm not the one who lopped the arm off. I'm
Yeah.
just the one fucking trying to get laid with this thing.
Even if it happened in Cleveland, we wouldn't care.
It's far enough. I don't care if they're hobbling people in fucking Philly.
You'd still buy it?
Oh, yeah.
How else are you going to get cheap diamonds?
Yeah, come on.
But, you know, in a lot of ways, I even think there's blood donuts out there. I think
Blood
most
cronut, yeah.
places that
Oh,
you
the cronut.
go, they push and push and push till someone gets hurt.
Blood donut. You know, it's terrible, the atrocities going on in this world.
It happens.
Yeah.
You know, you want to
Yeah.
build a bridge, someone's going to die.
You know?
That's what's going to happen.
Yes.
It's a sad day for pastries, by the way.
Why is that?
They're closing down the Entenmann's
Isn't that right?
place on Long Island, the main place.
Why?
It's big news on Long Island.
I
Big
drive
news.
past there, going to the mall and stuff.
People aren't buying the Entenmann's.
People don't want wax donuts anymore. They don't.
You don't
want-
like that fucking high sheen donut? That chocolate donut is like they put it on a buffing wheel. I love it.
I love those
I think
donuts
it's
to
rules,
this day.
It's great.
But he's right. They must add wax to the chocolate for whatever reason.
You could fix your
Just a little
hair
bit.
in one of those donuts.
Yeah.
They're fantastic.
I love those donuts.
I took it back. I go, this is not dry enough. I don't know. I worked my way through the hard wax, and then it wasn't dry enough inside.
Oh, God, I love
It really
those.
is a horrible donut.
I think that's why people started dunking. You know what I mean? Like, just like, let me try to get some life, some
Get some moisture.
this donut.
I feel like I'm in a
can't- So it's
desert.
going to be done? It's going to be gone?
I don't know what this means, because this is the main place, I guess, right?
You don't like the coffee cake with the chocolate in it? Like, I like that.
No,
too.
classic coffee cake.
I like classic coffee cake, but I like someone
Stop messing around with the recipe. We're good.
I remember when we used to go over to the DeLuca's house out there in Queens when I was a kid. Mom and Dad would always bring a crumb cake. A nice crumb cake. We'd sit down.
And a crumb for a son.
I never knew what they were talking about either. They'd hang out for hours at the table, just drinking coffee, smoking cigarettes, and just talking.
Would you go down to the factory to get cheaper?
No,
we did. We were poor.
You actually got Entenmann's as
from
a kid,
the
though?
from the Entenmann's factory. You went down there and it was a lot cheaper.
The whole area smells nice too.
Yeah.
In the summer when the windows are down, you drive past, you're like, hey, what's that? It smells like a donut.
Can we
wonderful.
Let's play the news clip. It's big news for Long Island.
Oh, local. We're going local.
Left literally with their walking papers.
Oh boy.
They told us that it's over.
Pretty much.
Wow.
Dennis Marcus is losing
So is the
his
Grateful
job
Dead,
after
sir.
36 years. One of 178 workers to be let go.
Oh, boy.
The layoffs will be complete by July.
Oh, no.
That's when Entenmann's will end.
Entenmann's.
He got the end
The
in
company
there.
has been
God
making
bless him.
cakes, cookies, and bread here since 1961.
I'm still like numb, but I can't really say anything about it.
In fact, most employees...
And they're closing Entenmann's down. Tink, tink.
Entenmann's chocolate chip cookies with that are fucking amazing.
You like those?
Oh, yeah.
Sources say
Best cookies ever.
Is Bimbo taking?
Workers' severance if they spoke to the
It's Bimbo taking over?
They're taking everything.
Maybe they should change the name.
The decision to end production here is a financial one.
Why else would it be? It's racial.
I think he's happy to be doing this story. Stand up in front of the Entenmann's
The
factory.
missing plane. This guy's talking about the cookie makers going on strike. Fucking idiot.
Uh-oh.
Taxes.
Everybody's wearing earrings in this place.
Yeah.
Sal DeBono was shopping at the Entenmann's thrift store when he heard the news.
That
store will stay open here, as will a distribution facility.
Yeah.
But baking operations will be moved out of
Cheese-filled
state.
crumb cakes,
After
eh?
the Venera for 30-year employee Randy
shit.
Bryant.
Poor guy.
Meant everything. You know, house, everything.
Oh,
And for 33-year veteran
Look at
David
this guy. He looks like, what's his
Time to go
name?
for interviews.
Looks like Baldwin.
Greg Sergel, News
That
4
guy looked like
Little.
Alec Baldwin with a fucking beard.
Was it?
33 years he's
And
been
for
there.
30
Fucking guy is Alec Baldwin. Fucking paparazzi. He's probably doing the part.
He's working in Entenmann's.
He does look like him.
It might be one of his relatives. They're all from
They're
Long
all
Island.
from Long Island,
That might be
sure.
one of the, the cousins you don't hear
brothers.
about.
Yes.
Right.
The lost Baldwin.
He's the non-actor. He tried. He just
Fucking throws donuts at people's faces.
Steven.
Angry.
Yeah, everything he writes is a donut theme. He tries to get Alec to star in his movies. It's all about donuts and cakes. And Alec's like, you got to switch gears. This is not going to be a big seller. I'm telling you, they break in, they knock the glass, and they steal the donuts. No, that has no flair.
Another donut, you little piggy. Yes, Entenmann.
Good call. It looks exactly like him.
Right.
You take the
It's actually
glasses.
scary.
It is, right?
You take that beard off.
Shave the
of him.
fucking beard and be a lookalike.
That fucking, what's that beard? That's not Kenny Loggins. That's a
Dan Haggerty?
Michael McDonald.
That's nice. That's a nice one.
And he has that little thing on his forehead.
Bomb minute, bomb minute, bomb minute.
That's a bakery accident that he had years ago.
Yes.
I bet they, it's fucking Long Island, so they got the news at like 8 o'clock. By 8:15, everyone's just pissing in the batter. Fuck this.
You gotta love Long Island, right?
Oh wow, we got a jewelry heist closer to home here. Jake in Jersey. Jake.
Well, K Jewelers got ripped off.
Oh, Jesus.
$1.90 worth of merchandise was taken.
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago in Paramus, on Route 4, these guys, they must have saw this fucking Pink Panther guys. They crashed through the glass of the front of the place. They had the cable wire. They tied it to the safe, dragged it outside, and they had a fucking backhoe in the parking lot, scooped up the safe, and put it in the back of a pickup truck. And we're gone in like minutes.
That sounds like you're leaving a lot of evidence around.
Yeah,
Where did the backhoe come from?
And where does it go after that?
Slowly.
Right.
That place over there on Route 4 is like, if you go there during the day, you'll get pulled over for a fucking blinker in like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But they can do this in the parking lot.
All right, we got it. We got the story.
That's why cops love when you tell them, why aren't you out catching real criminals?
Right.
Do that next time you're pulled over.
I said that when I was arrested for rape.
All right, Jake, thank you. We got that story now.
Big and bold jewelry heist, and this
There's
was
the
not your
backhoe.
run-of-the-mill burglary. Thieves nicked
Hey,
$250,000.
She's a nice lady.
The coordinated heist involved trucks,
Exactly.
a
She's Keanu
backhoe, and
Reeves.
heavy equipment. It took just minutes for the suspects to get in and out of the jewelry center in Paramus. Dre Clark is there. Dre?
Sade, not only were these guys bold, they were extremely determined to get what they want. Take a look at this parking lot. It is very well lit.
He had the
and right next to
fingertips
the
cut
store,
out
you
of
can see
his
Busy
gloves.
Route Courier
Okay.
in Paramus.
Yeah.
And
guy.
inside that store,
MMA
cameras
fighter.
are everywhere, yet that did not stop them from making their move right through that area right there.
At night.
And boy, oh boy.
Did he
they
just say
make
that didn't
out
stop
big.
us from making our
I was going to say,
Yeah.
he wants everyone to know he didn't do it.
Burglars using extreme measures to
Wow.
steal precious jewels.
Precious
and
jewels? That
expensive
looks like
diamonds
flea
from
market
the jewelry
shit.
center in Paramus.
They're very gutsy.
I guess they have nothing to lose, and then they know they're very professional.
Oh, you fucking this guy?
He fucking did it for the insurance.
And dragged a safe out the store using a steel cable connected to the truck.
Wow.
Outside, they used a backhoe to lift the safe and dump it into another vehicle.
It takes a lot of guts and grit to do pull something like this off.
They were in and out within 2 minutes.
Wow,
Police
guy.
say they got away with $250,000 worth of jewelry that was locked inside the
Fucking
safe.
chump change
Cell
right there.
phone video recorded after the burglary
Oh, they
shows
made a
the
mess.
extensive damage inside the store. And notice the pickup
Check
truck
out the
and
empties,
backhoe
man.
they left
It's like a
behind
party.
in the store parking lot.
They leave a backhoe. That's got to be worth more than $250,000. They lost money on this deal.
Yeah, take the backhoe. Yeah. We'll go to jail as long.
We forgot the backhoe.
Right.
Shit.
Right, you can sell that
How
for
do
a
you
few
get
bucks.
the back? Like they can't trace where it came from.
You might no, you just steal it. They probably stole it.
How do you steal a backhoe?
I don't know.
Slowly go down Route 4 until you get to the jewelry store?
Maybe there's one in the parking lot for something else already. But you imagine if that was your job in that whole heist, to drive the backhoe away. It's an hour later, you're still in the parking lot, slowly leaving.
Everyone else is fucking popping champagne and high-fiving. You're freaking out because it's starting to rain.
Yeah.
There's nothing in that cab.
The cops hear the beeping sound when you try to back into an alley to hide. It's just terrible. What a plan.
Any more on this story? Or is that it?
Probably it.
Calculated.
The jewelry center owner says the burglars knew they were being recorded by the store surveillance.
Yeah, it's done. Yeah. We got the facts.
That's all we need.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Some brazen criminals out there. Brazen.
Yeah. Ron Bennington is here.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe after the next break you could, announce why he's here.
There's a reason?
Yes. Sort of, I guess.
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
Gigantic reason.
But the reason is weird.
What do you mean?
Because we could just do it now. If you think about it.
That's hilarious.
We could just do it now.
Well, why don't you?
Without all the hullabaloo?
No, not the announcement.
I know.
We could just do it now.
Yeah.
All right, we'll explain next. Got Ron Bennington in studio. We have a guy that's been waiting 40 minutes just to talk to you, Ron.
Wow.
Let's see what Clayton needs here. Clayton.
Clayton.
Hello.
You waited 40 minutes. What's up?
Yeah, 40 minutes. Yeah, I've asked Ron's advice 3 times in 10 years. He never steered me wrong.
Oh.
What do you need, dude? Blood
All right.
donuts?
Met a girl, hung out with her twice, both times between 12 a.m. and 5 a.m. And in the last week, she's popped in, no call, no text, just showed up at my house.
Oof. The pop in.
Twice. Once in the middle of the night, I woke up to her poking me in the ribs and holding my hand. Like,
Holy shit. That's frightening.
This isn't advice. I think it's bragging. You know what I mean?
That is. He's kind of digging this.
That's Play Misty for me shit, though.
Oh, man.
Waking up and she's there like that.
Yeah.
That's a little creepy.
How does she get in?
Yeah.
she came in my back door.
Well, how about you lock your back door?
Sorry. That's wrong. See, I wouldn't do that. That's a little gay.
That is. Why don't you lock your doors? What's the matter with you?
I live in a fucking country. I don't have neighbors or anything.
Well, you got a stalker.
But you have a stalker, so
Well, I got a legit fucking stalker. Oh, yeah.
So then lock the doors.
Yeah,
Start there.
he digs it.
He loves it.
And so did Clint Eastwood in Play Misty from
Sure.
me. Fucking loved it. And by the way, that movie was so bullshit because no fucking jazz DJ ever had a chick interested in him.
No.
It just never happened in history.
What, you never wrote your own poetry, though? What do you mean? What do you mean it's bullshit?
I gotta write some poetry.
I write poetry for my show.
For my show.
His show prep.
Can you find that clip? It's so
great.
uncomfortable. Writing some poetry for my show.
I haven't seen that in so long.
That was so
It's a
bad.
horrible movie.
That's not a good movie to fall asleep to either, because she starts screaming.
And
it's terrible.
That scream is horrendous.
It goes right through you.
Yeah, you certainly root for the guys from Sudden Impact to come fucking take care of her.
So what's the question for Ronnie there, Clayton?
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. Like, I'm afraid to break up with her. Like, she's going to flip out or
I don't know what to do. Wade.
Fucking be a man.
It's my wife.
Break up with her.
Wade.
I mean, it
It's
ended with
Gene.
her leaving and us fucking whatever, but man.
I say marry her. Marry her. You got someone who cares.
Yeah, make it official.
Yeah.
That was the last advice you gave me was to leave it alone after 10. I spoiled my wife and you told me to just fuck her off, basically.
You really know how to handle the women folk.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I figure they're fucking.
No, everything's
crazy with daddy
ever since I fixed Voss's marriage. Now
That's
people
true.
are coming to me for advice.
Yeah, for marriage advice. It's true.
Pretty good. Anyway, can I say something to Jimmy quick?
Go ahead, buddy.
Look at you around the table.
I know it's a little late, but when you came to Harrisburg, I told everyone about you for like weeks before. When you finally showed up.
What do you want, money? You want a check?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I want.
Wait, what happened when I finally showed up? What?
Harrisburg. You came to Harrisburg. You were on the West Shore, Harrisburg. I told everyone about you for weeks or whatever, and you finally showed up. It was like, you know, that kid's fucking girlfriend from Niagara Falls shows up at the dance, and no one expects her to. You're a big hit. People fucking love you out here now.
One of your fans, huh, Ronnie?
Appreciate it. Thank you, buddy.
Me and Jimmy are splitting them right now.
Yeah, Ronnie and I kind of clunk heads over who can claim Harrisburg.
All right, Clayton.
I have Scranton, you know what I mean? And everything east.
Yeah, Wilkes-Barre has been mine for years. It's untakeable.
Great phone call from Clayton. Thank you.
Good one. Stuff.
Good stuff right there.
See you during deer season.
Ron, what do we got going on, buddy?
Oh, boy.
Well, you know,
I don't have the info in front of me, by the way, so I'm not going to be able to fill in the blanks.
Well, I don't think, you know, you guys got the 20 years.
Yes. Oh, boy.
20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
Together since the first show.
We have great quotes about it, too, because they needed quotes.
What kind of quotes you come up with?
Ron is here to fire you, by the way. That's the bit.
My quote.
Meet your watch.
Ann's quote had yada, yada, yada in it, and my quote...
No, it was et cetera, et cetera. And then I just told Wiki, you fill in the blanks.
I think he added yada, yada, yada there.
Yeah.
I don't want Don to be more excited about your anniversary than you
He's
guys.
extremely excited.
He is. He's really happy about this.
Excited.
I like we're acknowledging it for the channel because it just gives us an excuse to play old stuff.
Something to run with.
I wrote something like, we ran out of things to talk about years ago. Let's get this shit over with. But he wouldn't let me say shit in a quote, so...
Where's it going? Where's the quote?
Yeah, exactly. What do you think? The AP is going to run with it?
Yeah. He goes, Scott Greenstein's not going to... I'm like, what's going... Where's the quote going?
Everything has to be approved.
Scott's still here?
It's all got to be approved
I guess.
before it goes out.
Oh, okay.
Everything's got to be approved.
That's cool.
We're due for our once-a-year meeting with Scott Greenstein where he says, I got it a lot.
I got it.
And nothing happens.
He got it all right.
Yeah.
He got it, Doc.
What about our money? I got it.
Yeah,
Can we have it? No.
Oh, he's the worst.
All right, this turned negative really fast. Well, I mean, I really was here for a really nice, positive
He's just the worst.
reason.
He doesn't... He empty promises. My God.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry,
No, you know
Rob
what? I'm going to
Bennington.
do this on a different day. You know what I mean?
It's already been tainted.
Yeah.
It's tainted.
Yeah.
But you guys are at least a little sentimental about the 20 years?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's weird how much has changed in 20 years.
I look back fondly.
Yeah.
On 20 years.
Sure.
You know. Made history, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Is that right?
We made history.
They look back fondly the way Julia Roberts looked back on the beginning of her marriage and sleeping with the enemy.
I actually thought that guy was okay, though.
I did too. He was neat. Sloppy bitch he was.
He was. He turned all the cans in the correct direction.
I think of it more as Hitler must have looked back in the bunker, thinking of better times.
You do. Yes.
Sure.
20 years in radio.
You had more room than the
20 years
studio.
in radio, really? I did 10 before that.
Is that right? You did 10 years before that?
Before that.
You did 10 years before you guys met?
College and whatnot.
How long were you at BAB?
3. I started professionally in, I don't know, 86, 87, somewhere around there, professionally.
I was on the radio.
And then I met Ann in 94.
102.
So, yeah, 6 or 7 years.
Motorola in the truck. 16 base. I'm going to Granger. I'm picking up that pump, the condensate pump.
Well, the thought here was to get everybody together for the 20 years, and for the first time, you guys get together and seriously talk about it a little bit in an Unmasked episode.
There we go. There we go.
The Unmasked, which I believe gives you that stamp of approval. It's kind of the Hall of Fame.
It really is.
For comedy.
So
rate that.
So you've run out of people to talk to, is what you're saying?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. We're still shooting for Gervais.
Right,
you know.
Wait, you still don't... He hasn't done it?
He hasn't done it yet.
Why wouldn't he do it?
He
You
always
guys
says
not
he's
done it?
going to. No, they haven't done it.
You've never done Unmasked?
No.
Us?
Yeah.
Jimmy was there right at the beginning.
Yeah,
Years
right,
ago.
he
I
did
did
it.
mine in D.C. in fucking 2006.
We did some weird thing when we first got to
Oh,
XM.
with what's his name?
With George Taylor Morris, rest
You
his
did
soul.
it, the pre-town hall.
Yeah,
whatever it was called before town hall.
That was fun though. I enjoyed that. But yeah,
well,
we're
this
gonna
would
have
be cool to get everybody together and taking it out of the building here to Caroline's on Broadway.
Oh yeah,
inviting the listeners and coming out because this actually Don actually said this. He goes, you know, they never really talk about their career. It's really an interesting thing.
We never do.
We talk about it every day when we run out of material.
But this way, I've already looked into this. I've got my people on it, and I don't want to give away too much. But some of the unwanted pregnancies, some of the old, you know what I mean? That stuff is going to come up.
Oh, yeah.
Unwanted pregnancies.
Yeah, I don't want. I'm going to save it, but
save it. The abortion.
Yeah, the abortion stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
All the stuff we went back to.
All the scars.
Yeah, the awkward teen years.
Right.
Braces, both on teeth and legs. That's an awkward stage.
Yes.
You have to go through that.
Really? Oh, okay. I didn't realize there were abortions.
This is why our mass is so great.
Okay, then.
That's what makes it. So I don't want to fucking give it away now, but you're going to be blown away.
Nice.
Not just abortion, but the number of them, the sheer number.
You're not supposed to use it as birth control, but, you know.
What are you going to do?
Sometimes it's the only choice.
Now, in hindsight, it all worked out for the best.
They didn't have the plan B back then.
Would you... and there's going to be all kinds of stuff, but I don't have the exact date in front of me. I think it's
April 16th.
Hold on
16th or
17th.
I think.
I have it in my
Caroline's.
And I know if you can go over to the iBang, we're going to have stuff up, but we're going to have to figure out how we're going to give out tickets. There's going to be like a lottery drawing because this is the excitement in the building is unbelievable right now.
They are palpable. Is that it?
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck is the date?
Live Unmasked in New York City. There it is.
Oh, it's
April 17th, a Thursday at 5 o'clock.
Oh.
And then you guys will meeting and greeting and signing, and it's going to be a day of love for you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we don't really do public appearances anymore.
It's been a long time.
So this will be good.
I think a lot of listeners are going to want to attend.
I was surprised
let's go to a bigger venue then.
Yeah, we should crack it open and really...
I would love to go to Town Hall if you want to do that.
Oh, boy.
Let's go to a bigger fucking room.
Oh, boy.
We could go to Madison Square Garden once a month like Billy Joel.
Yeah. I have no problem fucking over Caroline's. I mean,
well, just because you can hang and do stuff after.
Right.
You could do something after instead of being out of there because there's an early show.
Oh, I love the Caroline's.
It's great.
I'm thinking, though, we can maybe go a little bigger.
Really?
A little bit.
I think Caroline's would be nice, though.
A little intimate setting?
Yeah. Yeah.
But you have to be out by a certain time.
Dude, I'm not even sure we can sell it out. So let's just be careful.
Let's slow down
before we start bragging.
I know.
The phones aren't exactly blowing up on this right now. I'm starting to worry. You got a lot of money invested in this thing.
Shit.
We got to have an engineer out there.
I think that's where we're at with our careers. I think the whole audience can fit in Caroline's.
No.
We had a good run, though, Ronnie.
No.
You got to admit. We saw the mountaintop, sir.
You and I, like we said with that Voss and Bonnie show that we were hanging out, we started to look at the excitement of podcasting.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is odd when you figure
I think
radio.
I think that's a strong possibility at this point. Hey,
Don Geronimo's doing it now.
Yeah, I know.
And it's a one like
he sold me
$100 a year.
We're good with Don. Really?
$100 a year.
$100 a year, and it all just for one guy instead of all these
right
fucking people.
Yeah,
you know,
you don't have to divvy it up.
This right here.
No overhead.
I have one question about the Rich and Bonnie thing. Unmasked you did for them. Fezzi sat in between me and my wife for a while.
Did he really?
Is he that awkward? That he couldn't figure that out?
I had no idea this because that was date night for you guys. I saw you earlier.
A rare date night.
Yeah.
We got 2 kids. It's very hard to find babysitters.
It was the first time I'd seen your chick in years, as a matter of fact.
Years?
Years.
Wow.
Years.
And we were they put us in a booth, and then Fezzi, she went in, and then Fezzi went in, and then me. And
I'm
like, who would do this?
Oh, wow.
Maybe he thought you were coming in the other side, though?
And I forgot to bring it up to the guys.
Coming in the other side. Don't talk about that.
That's gay.
No, is it possible
That's
she
gay.
gets in, Fez gets in thinking you're going into the side?
No, one
It
of
was
those
against the
booths.
wall.
Thank you, against the wall.
So it only has one in.
And then he kind of finally understood and said he had to go find you. I think he felt the uncomfortableness, but he brought that up. He brought that upon himself.
You should have just asked him, hey, could you move?
No, it was so weird. I just let it happen, let it be for a while. Because I'm like, what's he doing?
He always thought this would make a good on-air story.
Oh, see, right here. So tell us how you felt at that moment.
Like, hold on, he's crying somewhere right now. I can hear it.
Yeah, we're good with Fez, right?
I don't know. I don't know.
We go with Fez these days.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Will Fez be at the event?
He will be at the event.
That means he'll have a new contract.
Oh.
Well, that's what
he's
this guy's
beloved.
saying.
He's actually beloved.
He is beloved.
I'm telling you right now, I know that Tim likes him more than me and you guys. Because Tim has a list in his office of people that he actually likes the best.
Yeah?
Right? Fez is way up there.
Wow.
That doesn't change on a daily basis, on an hourly basis.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say?
I don't know. You know,
his brain's like a merry-go-round.
It's just manic. He when we were going over the watch thing,
I loved it too.
The phone in the office the other day.
Yeah.
He came like screaming up to the door like Kramer, just sliding in. It's like Doc Brown.
So unmasked.
April 17th.
A little more negativity.
At Caroline's. You can't handle this negativity?
No.
It's not negativity. He's
no.
good. He's
Because this is a positive time. 20 years in the business.
We've been good lately, Ron. You would be proud. We don't bitch as much.
That's true.
We really
How
don't.
come? You giving up?
Well, I mean, I think listener finally made the point, like, look, stop bitching if you guys can't change things.
Beaten down.
Yeah, so if you can't change things, what are you going to do? I know this part of it's fun, so fuck it.
Submit. That's the thing to do.
Well, but if you don't do anything about it, then you look like the idiot. So we got to try to figure it out.
What could you do?
We fucking go offline and do this ourselves. That's what you do.
Is that the only next option?
There's a couple others, actually, that are interesting at this point. But, yeah.
Is it reasonable?
It's very reasonable. These guys, because, I mean, they don't care. They just don't care. They don't care if we... I said the other day, they don't care if we have an amazing show, and they don't care if we have a shitty show.
Yeah.
So if we weren't motivated, we could really just sit here and just rot.
I've done that.
You have?
I've done that on this fucking exact channel. Oh, here's a song I like.
Oh, shit.
Remember the PDs would be on your ass? I mean, that sucked, too.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But the hotlining, you got hotline back in the day, right?
Yeah.
See, my thing down in Florida blew up so fast that they had lost control of us.
Oh, really quickly?
Fucking,
That's nice.
I mean, it had blown up even before I'd signed my first contract.
We got that at NEW.
Yeah.
In Boston, we were still getting hotline. We had this PD whose wife hated us because she was very religious, so he was torn. And he would just be waiting outside the studio to wait for that light to go off so he could yell at us. We got yelled at almost every day.
You knew she'd tell him, like, when he went home, I don't like
Right,
that.
and then we'd be hotlined by the GM, and then the GM was wiretapping so he could listen to our conversations when we weren't on the air.
This is why Unmasked is going to be so great.
Really?
See,
This is going to be great.
We're
Anthony
material.
One of my favorite stories about the wire. We've been wiretapped a bunch, by the way. There's a guy here that wiretapped us, and he knows we hate his fucking guts because it was the Dave Herman lawsuit, and this guy was pally with Dave Herman, and we were being sued along with the company. So this guy was taping us secretly in the production room, trying to get some dirt on us for the lawsuit.
Yeah.
But anyway, going back to Boston, Bruce Mittman set up this thing where in his car he could just call a phone number, and then he could hear what we're saying on these mics when they weren't on.
Even when the mics
I didn't
were
even
off.
know you could do that back then. Now we know.
Yeah.
And finally, how did we figure it out? By the way,
we went into the closet. We found the phone number.
But why would we even do that?
I don't know. We would unplug the phone line.
I wish I remembered why.
For that.
Because Ant figured it out. Ant goes, he's taping us. And he went into, some kind of closet, electronic closet.
And we'd pull the phone line out for the show and then plug it back in.
And and he knew that we knew, but no one talked about it. And he would give us these looks like, you son
See,
of a
now
bitches.
just think, you could have sued that fucking place.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
For a fortune, you never even had to do radio.
Although, could you, though, if you sign a contract that says everything you say is being recorded, like, you might sign that right away. When, like,
I know
here.
that happened with one show. As a joke, they fucking picked
regular
somebody.
guys.
Yeah, and they were able to. No. To somebody on the staff, like their version of fucking Sam or E-Rock was being teased by the rest of the staff, and they were taping him without him knowing, and he sued, and made some more money.
Yeah, that's
wow,
against,
really
against the old law. As they say.
I forgot why, but I think like Bruce said something one day, and we went, "How the fuck did he know that?" And then a light bulbs went up in our heads, like, "What? Wait a minute."
Yeah.
And then that's when Ann started doing a little snooping.
Like, what the
and I remember it was part of our day-to-day routine that you would go in that closet and pull that
Unplug
light,
that fucking
but put it
thing.
back in when we were done.
So Bruce was taping you? The guy you guys liked?
Yeah, we like him. We have a love-hate for the guy. I mean, he supported us big time as far as our on-air content went, but he had no problem really fucking us money-wise. No problem.
No suit fucking cares about that.
Right.
They don't care.
No, they don't.
So that's a story we can't tell on April 17th.
You know, like when you were younger, didn't you? That's gone now.
I know.
That
Just
is
burned
gone.
that one.
That would have been good.
We'll save our Stairway to Heaven.
I really just want to do more personal stories.
Right.
You know?
Really?
Forget the storied career that you have.
Right.
Just awful things that happen in your personal life.
Right, the personal stories behind the 20
better go
years.
2 hours then.
Oh, boy.
We got an hour each on that easily. For reals.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun, though.
It will be. I don't doubt it.
Ronnie B. Hotline story in D.C. You want to take this?
I'm pretty sure I know what that one is.
Uh-oh.
Who's the PD?
I can't remember his name, but I threatened to fucking hit him with a fucking phone or something.
Oh, this guy knows.
Sometimes I'll lose my temper.
Maddie in Jersey.
Gentlemen, how are you?
Hey.
Oh, great.
So when he was in D.C., this was right after Fez's grandmother had died, and he was starting to cry on the air and everything. And to motivate Fez, they started talking about wrestling for an hour. She got hotlined, and the producer came in and said something to Ron, and on a dime, Ron lost it and started screaming on air, not at the actual producer, but
good for Ron. Good for Ron. Who's the PD?
Cameron Gregg.
Oh yeah, I remember Cameron.
So I obviously this guy thought that
he was a new PD. He thought he was, it was all so exciting to him at the time. He really thought that he had some control.
Right. It's so
In
freeing.
hindsight, none of that matters.
It's so freeing when you just decide not to listen to the PD.
But see, I came up in an age where
Yes.
people would actually get physical.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, we used to get fucking physical, throw shit, and knock their fucking desk over and shit, and start breaking.
Flip desks.
Yeah.
Well, because everyone was on cocaine. You had to get some of that energy out.
Some of that, but you had to get up early in
From
the
the
morning.
plugolas.
It's not like today when you can start at 6:30. I'm talking about I'm talking about a 6 o'clock show.
Right.
That'd be part of the Unmasked.
Yeah.
The time shift and why.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's going to be exciting.
I got 20 minutes on that. How long do we have to fill? An hour?
We're going to do an hour.
Okay. Do we have to do stand-up before, like they made Rich and Bonnie do?
That was very strange, wasn't it?
It kind of worked, though. I don't know why.
That was actually a fun night.
I enjoyed it a lot.
But you know what? As much as I think those guys are so great separately, together they are so fucking funny.
Yeah.
They really should have some kind of show.
Their regular life is a show.
Yeah.
They're like the new Burns and Allen.
So what happened?
They are.
You ran after the guy for real?
Who's that?
The PD? Did we get the end of the
I just
story?
said I was going to beat him with a fucking phone. I said it on the air. In his hometown.
Don't fuck with your content, right?
But,
don't fuck with what you're doing with your show.
I remember early on there was, and our ratings in Florida got really fucking big, and we got a new PD. I forget where he fucked us over on something, but we were at a live gig in front of all these people, and I was so fucking mad at him that I made him hold on to my belt loop wherever I walked, scared straight.
Oh, shit.
And it was so awful. We were so fucking terrible.
You're my bitch now.
And he actually did it. He fucking held on, and I would just humiliate him. And we were just, now looking back, you're like, what is wrong with you when you're younger?
That's great. I remember.
We're a bully.
Remember,
Yeah.
Ken bullied him.
Yeah, the kind of bullies that you see on TV.
Right. We kind of did that to Ken Stevens. They desperately wanted us to sign back in the day.
Yeah.
And the deal was amazingly good.
Oh, yeah.
To be honest with you. But we just wanted to be dicks, and we refused to sign the contract. And then one day I'm like, I don't know, if you come in here with a giant pen, maybe we'll sign. And then the guy goes out. You know, God bless Ken Stevens as he sails around the world, wherever the hell he is now.
Yeah.
Remember, he came with the giant pen. And we would make him beg us to sign the contract.
Another story burned.
Oh, we
Look at
can't
that.
use that one. Fuck.
Going through
See,
them all,
this
man.
is terrible.
doing? Stop blowing stories.
I know, the giant
This could be the
pen
extras,
story.
though. Let's put this on the end of the Unmasked as the
I
extras.
like that.
We'll do extras.
For the DVD, the commentary.
I just love talking old radio with Ronnie because he's seen it all, too.
Well, you know, that'll be the fun thing about it, because most people don't know anything about radio.
Well, what happened?
Nothing. Fucking people are assholes.
What are they saying?
Yawn.
Are they really yawning?
No, just one
What are
person.
you
I'll
gonna
bounce.
do? What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Tell the story about the Sex for Sam.
That's a good one.
We were going to write the book, but we had to write about Howard, and Mel Karmazin would have fired us, so
Yes.
we decided we had to wait on the book until Mel was out of the picture. So now I guess we could finally write the book. So we got
That was XM, though, before you guys were here.
We got some stories.
Yeah.
Well, then there was another thing where Bob decided that he needed a big chunk of it because it was his idea or something when he had nothing to do with
It's his idea to write a book, your life story.
He wanted to be our book agent all of a sudden. Like, you had nothing to do with this
Should've
deal.
told Bob to shut his face.
And then he's like, oh, you're right. But in hindsight, it was smart because of the Howard stories would have got us in deep shit with Mel.
Yeah, true.
Deep shit.
Yeah.
Was there anything that would have been said that hasn't been said on the air already?
Nah, but they
I
just
don't
wanted
think
us to
so.
fucking move on, I guess. But, we just know if you're going to write a book, those chapters have to be told. Those were ridiculous, some of the shit that went down between the two shows. Completely ridiculous. I mean, we did shitty things, too, trust me. But,
sure.
But he did his shitty things as well. Yeah. We literally went to a press conference to be good guys and like, maybe we could get along with the guy. And he thought we were there to fuck the whole thing up and refused to start the press conference until we got kicked out in front of everybody.
Another story gone.
Yeah, I remember that one, though, because that was like the day I got to New York.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as I got
Really?
here.
That was the early days of
It
you?
was really, when I just...
Wow.
I came in, and I guess they were flipping it from the first talk guys they had to the second ones, and I heard about that, and I'm like, what the fuck is this place?
But we had
Crazy.
we weren't doing anything that day. We really went there with good intentions. Like, all right, we're working for the same company. Let's go check it out. We got our sandwiches. We're sitting in the back row even because we don't want to bother anyone. And then all of a sudden, everyone started looking at us. And then one guy, remember, he turns around and goes, "Hey man, you guys aren't here to do anything, are you?" And me and I'm like, "No,
don't worry about it."
Not at all. And then all of a sudden, like, other people got involved, and they're like, you guys got to go now. And then as we walk out of, where was it?
Plaza?
The Plaza. There's Howard's limo right in front of the place, waiting for us to leave so he could go in. And a sweaty Jeremy ran from NEW down to the Plaza to get us out of there. And he's yelling and screaming at us. And Howard called Ken Stevens and yelling and screaming at him, how dare you? And in the end, I swear to you, we weren't going to do anything. We went there with good intentions.
They probably thought we were going to try a stuttering John thing.
I remember Jeremy showing up out of breath.
Oh, yeah.
Because he had to come and yank us out of there.
Well, he doesn't run much either.
No.
That was new for him.
No.
Howard's a smart guy, but I think he handled you guys wrong. That was a mistake. He doesn't make that many mistakes, but the way he looked at you guys and dealt with you guys, I thought was a stupid mistake.
Yeah,
because he wound up getting the guys who came after him the most ferociously were you two.
Right.
By far, the most ferocious guys have been you guys, and he probably could have made a friend of you guys many years ago.
Could have been one big happy family.
Yeah.
Us doing afternoons.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, the company,
Same company.
put us together. It could have worked. Whatever. We had have a good career without being, palsy wowsies with the guy. But yeah, I think so. Oh, and that just pissed us. That shit just enraged us. So it just made it worse.
Is this what it's going to be like?
I think no, but really, I think that's the company's fault. The fucking company should have been doing shit. I mean, people don't realize there's like less direction in radio than anything else in fucking show business.
Right.
And like you say, people yell after the fact, but they never have one fucking decent idea.
Right.
You know? They literally make it all the way up without ever doing radio themselves.
Yeah. Look at the guys that are in charge now.
Yeah.
Without mentioning names, but really?
It's like having
like
having a baseball coach that said to you, "All right, now how do you hit?" You know what I mean? Like, how do you guys get on base? What do you do?
Yeah.
You hit, but sometimes I see a button.
Right.
What's that about? It's like they don't fucking get radio. They've never really done it.
And
It's weird.
We have so many stories that we could just burn all these stories. No problem, Ronnie.
Yeah, these are the dull ones anyway. Forget these.
You got to get one out of hand before we go to break. One story from the old days.
From the old radio days?
One good one. Either Bruce, NEW, early XM.
Well, one thing that happened over at NEW. I remember this. And it involves Ronnie and Fezzi and I think Billy Staples. And I don't know why we were even there, but we weren't on the air. We weren't live for some reason. And we were betting on the phone callers and how long they'd stay on the line.
Oh my
we
God,
would just
really?
take it, yeah. And we were betting, like, all right, I got line 2.
Yeah.
And then we'd sit there and wait for the light to blink out.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And then it's like, and for hours we sat and did this.
But Ant doesn't realize the reason why he doesn't know all the details is he used to pound.
Oh, of course
he used to be fucking buzzed. And we would be on the air there late at night. And, you know, Ant could come just wheeling in at any given time.
Oh, God, that was a party central.
But you used to crush, just be so funny. And then the next day he goes, hey, was I over, did I come into your show last night? I'd be like, for 3 hours.
Right.
God, that fucking was fun for that short time.
It was amazing. I mean, we'd start the show at 3, so I was already afternoon drinking some Sam Adams.
Well, the beer
free
thing,
Sams that would come in.
The beer thing was hilarious because at first it would kind of hide him behind that equipment. There'd always be a Budweiser waiting for him there, and then the interns, one of their jobs was to sneak him from our office.
Keep the beers coming
from our office in the refrigerators, and then. When the ratings came in, they were like, "Who gives a fuck? Drink beer."
Right, I was pretty much toasting Ken Stevens with a beer. How you doing, Ken? Just drinking.
And then we got so out of control that we've told this story a lot on the air, but we hired shot girls for shows.
Yeah, we had shot girls.
They had to dress like they would at their bar gigs, and that was a regular thing.
What a pisser.
I mean, it was more fun almost off-air than what was going on.
No, that's certainly true.
We couldn't wait to go into one of those long 15-minute commercial breaks to go play foosball and do whatever, you know?
That place was like a fucking movie. You know what I mean? Like
that was the movie version of radio.
Yeah, it was like Animal House, the fucking radio station.
Yes. It does make me sad what this has become. Not our show necessarily, because I think we're still doing it. We're just doing it differently. But what this could be and what we did, all you had to do is go, hey, I want to come up today. All right, come on up, join the party outside the studio, you know?
We did not have, no, that's because of the pre-9/11, there wasn't even anyone on the front door. You could just walk
in,
bang on the door, and we'd open it, and people, listeners would come in.
And we would
were crazy there.
Oh, yeah.
We would go into work 3 or 4 hours before our shift.
Early.
If we're here 15 minutes before, and if we're here 5 minutes after, that's a lot. We would hang after the show for hours.
Remember, we'd all go to the office and just more
and the party
drinking.
would continue there.
Smoking.
That used to happen with Ant all the time, is that we didn't even know he was there. He was back playing video games and drinking, and then he'd just come wandering in.
I didn't want to go home to the fucking wife, that's for sure.
We had the place to ourselves.
Yeah, it was great.
Because Ken Stevens, that was a mistake the company made. We needed full-time supervision. As much as guys like us don't want it, looking back, we absolutely needed it, and maybe someone that understood us, you know.
It's like, where's Ken? Oh, he's in D.C. Your boss is hundreds of miles away.
And Ken understood us. I wouldn't mind him as a full-time GM over there. You know, he was one of the better ones we've had over the years. But like Ann said, he had to go D.C. for a day, Philly for 2 days, New York for a day and maybe a half because he wanted to get back on that train early Friday to get home to his family.
Remember when he'd wheel his luggage in?
Right.
He was leaving.
He never even, he was living out of suitcases.
And then he would get to New York, and remember, I never saw anyone else do this. He had his back to the fucking door. He had his desk facing in the other direction.
Right.
With his back to the door.
Right. What the fuck is
Antisocial motherfucker.
Right.
Right. Yeah, I liked him in the end, though, man. I liked Ken a lot. But, yeah, the refrigerators, we started with one. We had 3 in our office. Because then the beer guys were fighting over us. They're like, hey, man, when you're drinking your beers on I didn't really drink that much, actually, on there. It was more amp, but
anything that
But they wanted you to be saying, oh, I'm drinking a Sam Adams. Oh, I'm drinking a Heineken. Oh, I'm drinking a Budweiser.
Yeah.
And they were fighting, and they would come in with pallets of beer on a regular basis to our office.
And then the soft drink people would come in, like Sobe came in with a giant refrigerator full of Sobe. Next time they showed up, it was full of beer. Anything that got the least bit cold, we would throw beer in it. It was like...
Remember all the smoking in our office and naked girls on the windowsills?
Yeah.
And this wasn't the radio show.
No, this
Club
was...
Stinky was going
Club
at all
Stinky in the
times.
stairwell.
Imagine if we had...
Smoking the reefers.
Imagine if we had Twitter and all that back down. The stuff we would have had from
fired
our
or
office.
arrested.
Yeah, that's true.
That would have been bad. That would have been bad.
Those pictures should never get out.
We had the Kodak fucking little disposable cameras that we'd snap under the desk when chicks would come in, and we'd get upskirt
we
shots.
might have done an upskirt or two, Ronnie.
Yeah.
But then we were scared to develop that. Remember, we'd send it in or something because we weren't sure what was on it.
Is that legal? Yeah.
Because these cameras would be laying around, and I know what I took with the camera, but you never
send it
knew.
in, let's get it developed, and you'd open the envelope and start wincing, looking at the pictures, peeling them off slow, like trying to see if you have a straight. I remember that night. It was fucking crazy. That was crazy shit. I would drive home like
hammered.
I shouldn't have been driving.
Yeah, but
all the
you
way
did
back
make
to
it, so that's the
Long
important
Island.
thing.
Well, yeah, of course.
You made it.
That's the important
Well, those
thing.
were the days we just didn't want to go home. Which
No.
I think helped with our success.
Oh, when we talked about this.
We
all
were
the time.
uber focused.
We've talked about this when I'd come home and the ex-wife would have the candles lit. I'd pull up to the house and Opie's like, "Oh no, dude, I'm sorry."
I don't think I've ever felt badder for a human being. She was watching you look at those candles in the. Why did she have to tell the neighborhood that it was sex night?
It was romantic night,
But you would put the candles in the window.
In the window.
Like it's Christmas time.
Like fucking.
Like what is the neighborhood?
Paul Revere.
She was praying to an Italian saint.
Yes.
I remember the first time
terrible.
I remember the first time you told me that. I'm like, "What's up with the candles?" And he just sighed, like, "Ugh."
Oh God, I'm like, oh.
That means it's romance night.
And all I'd do is like, I'd walk in the door, hi, and I'd just like sneak a look at my computer and think, I just want to play fucking video games.
You wouldn't be looking forward to lovemaking?
No. Because she wanted to have a baby too, so I'd fake that I came. Jack off in the toilet. I'd be like, oh, I hope that one took. Just fucking,
You don't want a baby with her?
Oh, fuck no. Thank Christ I didn't.
5 p.m. What is Don Wicklund just writes 5 p.m. Oh, April 17th.
I think Ronnie said that. Yeah, Ron said
5
that.
o'clock.
Oh, you did say that. Okay.
April 17th.
Look, here's our shot girls.
Wicklund.
Here's some of our shot girls.
Wow.
And then we made them topless, and this wasn't even on the air. They would just be outside the studio.
Look at that.
Look how hot that one is.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yep.
I mean you.
Sex. Oh.
And then they would have to take their tops off to serve
They're
Jello
fucking-
shots. They're bartenders.
Making mojitos.
Right in front of the world's largest rock and roll library that we destroyed. We destroyed that as
Look
well.
at carts. There's fucking
Carts.
Hearts.
Where do we
looks
go?
like it's from the 1950s instead of fucking 12
Yeah, what the
years
fuck
ago.
is this? Alan Freed?
Where do we go for these pictures?
We were spinning hot wax.
Right.
O&A show on Twitter.
Oh, you guys are putting links up?
Keep going.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
My God. Jimmy,
Can you
look at that.
imagine
She's
that with
topless now.
radio?
So we're going to be shooting this up on screens behind you when we're doing the unmasked.
We should. We should.
That was a radio show.
Oh, Jimmy, she's bending over to get ice. Look at that.
Big nipples. Ooh.
One on the right is a little rough.
Look, Joe Curry.
Joe Curry. Wow, look at Joe.
I thought that was rolling.
Yeah, right? Oh, looks like
and then we put her on the
up on
console
the
because you have to
console.
do that.
It gets
God
spanked.
knows. Probably a little spanking.
Spanking
Should
and
probably
radio
make the
hand in
drink
hand.
properly
Yeah,
or
it did.
something. Yeah.
Love the good smell. It's Stinky.
Stinky! Love you, miss you, brother.
There he is. He's down the hall.
Oh. You don't
He
see
doesn't
him
want to be
so.
called Stinky anymore, though.
No,
Anytime I
it's
say
Garrett.
Stink.
But you know what? We're grandfathered in.
This
we
guy
could call him Stinky.
What is that guy doing?
What is that? Is that?
These are just strangers. We don't know most of these people.
People could just wander in that place.
Right. So
Kissing.
that,
We're licking something off her back.
Is that Old Dirty?
might be.
Not Old Dirty Bastard. We had a guy named Old Dirty.
No, that might.
And then who's in the back on the right?
I don't know. I swear I don't know
Looked
any
like
of these
Keith
faces.
the Cop for a second.
Not that guy.
Yeah.
So go to OvesvesA show. We're putting up some old pictures.
That was completely acceptable.
Yes.
It was completely
Yeah, that was within the boundaries.
Right.
And I remember...
Imagine that now.
The company... The one thing the company made us do was just put a note on that one door that led to the area, and then the area finally led to the studio. There was a little buffer. We had to put a note that you might see naked people.
Yeah.
That's all we had to do. Now, if we look at... Because we're looking at this, someone isn't doing their job. They're supposed to close the curtains.
Whatever. Yeah, just in case someone walks by and sees something on the monitor.
Yeah. That's the protocol now. If we're looking at naked girls on the computer, they close the curtains. We used to have nudity all over the fucking place.
I'm going to HR after this. I'm going to say this is upsetting.
Yeah.
I came in as a guest.
I was very upset by this.
Fucking sexy, man. The one between you guys.
She is right. I know.
The other
Look
one's
at
cute,
that.
but she is really. She has them big, juicy, heavy tits.
Yeah, she's probably 40 now.
I know. I think of that too. Like that's probably 2000.
That is crazy.
2000. Yeah, probably.
You guys are almost probably wearing
2001.
close to the exact same shirts. The first photo I took with you.
Oh yeah,
right in front of that. Dumb
and even
clock.
now, even now, it's close to the same shirts.
What are you gonna do?
GTA,
right?
Grant the
hoodie today. What are you
gonna do?
It's Friday.
Yeah, dress down.
Oh, there's one other
Someone
story.
close the curtains, by the way, if you're keeping tabs at home.
Oh, the one last story, and then they finally replaced the rug. Do you remember the day they replaced the rug,
great.
Ronnie?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, was
this
that
rug was
fun.
horrendous, and they finally did the right thing. I think we started bitching. You got to fucking at least give us a new rug.
It stunk. It was.
And then how did we pay him back? We made a couple fucking the corner to Chris and the new rug, and then we weren't even paying attention to them. And Barry Williams was in. He's like, we're not going to talk about the fact that couple's having sex in the corner, but we saw so much stuff on a regular basis, like, oh yeah, they're doing that, we're doing this over here.
It's like Motley Crue. You know what I mean? Like the Motley Crue tour bus.
So, anyway, I think we just sold the Unmasked for everybody.
The Unmasked is going to be a lot of fun. I'm glad you guys are doing it.
Yeah, I'm psyched.
April
I
17th.
think a lot of listeners are going to be excited. See, somebody's called already. Can I get tickets for Unmasked?
I don't want them
I see
there.
it. No.
I don't like anybody that's that pushy.
They're too eager. They don't have any respect for the process.
Right. April 17th,
Exactly.
5 o'clock, Caroline's Unmasked. Me, Anthony, and Jim Norton, of course, with Ron
Honestly, I
Bennington.
really think you guys should. I'm going to
Oh,
be
God,
there.
no.
No, I really mean. I'm not being fake humble. I really think that you guys should.
No,
should do that. I'm going to be there and enjoying it, but I think that you guys should cover it.
Well, I think the angle.
But I've done.
You
Unmasked
should tell
already.
a story. Ann told his, I told
The
mine.
angle is to like bring you up during the Jimmy years.
Yeah, but all right, if it works out that way. Either
stop.
way,
It's
I'm
gonna
totally.
we got it. It's going to be great.
I'm
Tell us one
totally-
story, Jimmy, not to put you on the spot. One story from the old days, please. Something that just stands out.
After the 50-gallon drum challenge, one of the girls who was from Cleveland was still dirty, and I took her into the men's room and I fucked her over a toilet while she still smelled like the 50-gallon drum.
She took a.
See, that's
She took a 20-hour bus ride from Cleveland.
Yeah,
and I was
You know
fortunate.
what, that alone.
I was fortunate enough to be. This is another story I've told a lot, but who cares? I love the go-to story.
Oh, yeah.
And I accompanied Jimmy in his car as he's dropping her back off at the Port Authority.
yeah.
So she was officially in New York after a 20-hour bus ride for maybe 5 hours.
I fucked her over the toilet, and then she sucked my dick in the car in front of Opie.
Jesus.
I told her to suck my dick, and she did. While Opie was in the back
I
seat.
did take a peek.
Yeah, it's the only reason I did it.
Because Jimmy begged me to.
sure.
Yeah,
Wow.
I already shot my load. I
He
was just
begged
trying to
me
be a
to,
good
so
guy.
he moves the rear view mirror, and I just giggled like an idiot.
Yeah, she
And
pulled
then
me
we-
for a few minutes.
and then
See,
we-
these are the stories.
And then we dropped her off at the Port Authority and went and got a bite to eat.
Yeah.
She
Seriously.
sat in that fucking seat, getting all frothed up. Did you go down on her at all?
No, I didn't even fucking bump fists with her when she left.
She was a listener.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Jimmy took advantage of the bathrooms a few times
Yeah,
back
man.
in the day. I'm like, where's Jimmy? We're like, oh, he'll be back.
I'm still in touch with the first girl that sucked my dick from being on the radio. Friendly. She's a friend of mine,
Really?
yeah.
And then one of those bus tours we did, I remember being at the bar with either your bag or your penis out.
That's when he came in the water, in the ice.
Oh yeah, I jerked off in the
Jerked off in the ice that the keg was in. We had we had a keg on a bus that was driving us around to do like a couple of appearances around different towns.
Different town.
Fucking keg.
And we didn't have the technology right, so the show was going in and out all day.
It was fucking horrendous because I was back at the studio and I kept comparing it to Speed because you guys would blow past listeners that you were supposed to stop at because they were trying to.
Because we didn't have it timed out right.
They can't stop. I was telling the listeners they can't go under 50 miles an hour.
They'll explode.
I'll tell you one thing about that day too. It brings back something I think about a lot. We pulled in front of the World Trade Centers.
All right,
World Trade
I remember
Center. And these guys ran out of that fucking building to get WoW stickers. There were a lot of fans. That was a huge stop for that weird WoW sticker tour we did. And I always wonder how many of those guys. I always wonder.
Most of your listeners run the third or fourth floor.
That's true.
Okay.
Exactly.
Any high people.
Nobody at fucking Merrill Lynch came down 90 stories to get a WoW sticker.
Yeah, the mop. Yes, slinging the mops.
All right, I'll be able to sleep a little better tonight.
Yeah,
Thank you, Ronnie. That's why we need you.
Fine.
But Jimmy fucking shot his load into the ice that was the keg was in.
Yeah, a girl was blowing me in the, she actually was blowing me on the bus.
And then the ice was melting, so it turned into water, and then it's just Jimmy's load floating on the water.
Yeah.
It was terrible.
Yeah, the stories really change at the gym.
Yeah.
That'll be when it goes to color. You know what I mean? We'll start it in black and white.
Right, yeah. Like the Wizard of Oz.
And there's the story of Jimmy eating the ice cube. That's one of my favorites.
Out of a girl's ass.
Montana gun.
Montana gun.
That was Montana
Put
gun.
ice cubes up her ass, and Jimmy ate them.
Yeah, I have photos of that.
I was pretty impressed that day.
That's good.
I
thought we had to keep her.
Will you, Jimmy?
We had to keep her. We just did the unmasked.
Yeah, I know.
This was my goal. We just did an hour. Now cut this shit up, Don Wicklin, and we don't have to show up.
Do it that
put
way.
in some hand claps.
We'll go over to Caroline's and we'll just hit play.
Right,
we'll,
exactly.
Enjoy, everybody.
And then we'll just nod.
Set up some cardboard cutouts.
Right, yeah. See what we
Rupert
did?
Pupkin.
We just fucked Don Wicklin's little bit.
He's very excited about this. He wants it to go well.
He's taking this one
way more than we are. Way more than we are.
Well, you know how he likes an appearance, though.
He loves a good appearance.
And it's going to be a nice itinerary, and everything's going to happen at exact times.
Right.
I was told we're not allowed to go 1 minute over.
Why?
Because then the signing and the meeting and the greeting and the picture taking.
So then we don't have the right place.
I think
I'm not even joking.
I know.
We need some time to hang a little bit, so maybe we could try to find a place a little bigger that gives us a little room to work.
Being forced out after an hour and a half or whatever is kind of...
Because if this thing is an hour is going to be
right, it's going to go
nothing.
fast.
So if it's working and we decide maybe we could do another 15, 20 minutes, we should be able to do that, right?
I completely agree.
I think we leave them wanting more.
We just did an hour.
No, but you know what I mean? At the signing, you may want to hang or whatever. Who knows? I mean, because people are going to come out just for an hour and then just leave. And it's like, there should be some kind of a celebration of something.
I
You
know
what I mean?
Don's hard at work at this, but I think we can maybe, make it even better. We should really think about it.
Yeah.
And Caroline's would understand if we move it.
The Caroline's is great, but I guess they have a show booked, and it's
They would
understandable.
understand. Maybe we go a little bigger and have a little space.
That's something you and Don got to talk about.
I know the Paramount in Huntington would have us in a second, but that's a big room. That's about might be 2,000. I think we
boy,
get 2,000.
That'd be fantastic, though.
Those are the fridges from.
That's a big room.
From NEW.
Oh, now we're looking at the refrigerators.
Like the big fucking.
Yeah, see, one started as our lousy little food fridge.
Yeah.
And that's the Jägermeister machine. You said that. Okay,
Oh, man, the Jaeger machine.
That's
right.
on top of the third fridge.
Nothing better than going back after work, still in the office, and hearing the Jaeger machine go, "Grrr," just pumping out icy cold Jägermeister.
And the Sobe people got us a fridge, and then the Snapple people got pissed, so they gave us a fridge.
And then we just filled it with beer.
Yeah, so that's not even... That's early on, because I think we ended up with 4 refrigerators.
I got to tell you, we did have fun in that office, but the amount of wayward girls Ronnie fit in his office was astounding. Astounding.
This isn't an unmasked to me. This is your time.
I know.
This is your time.
I'm just...
And I don't have any problem talking about all the abortions. Because you're not having it. It's not going to fucking happen. Maybe someday,
Maybe.
but not now.
All right.
Like, I would go into Ken's office because he was never there and just read his shit.
Just sit there.
That's not a set up photo. I would just go in there and read his shit.
That's nothing compared to a girl having ass sex on his couch in his office.
Sure.
Yeah, that one hurt his feelings.
That one really did hurt his feelings.
He hated anal, that man.
Couldn't stand it.
Hated anal.
Yeah.
Look at the vodka.
How long do you think goes by before you really start to feel nostalgic for a time? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
this stuff really does look like another era.
It's yeah.
I'm feeling nostalgic right now.
You
to
can
be
tell
honest
by the
with you.
CRT monitors.
Right.
Sergeant
That was a
Hartman
long
doll
time ago. Yes.
on Ant's, was it Ant's desk?
I had Barbie dolls fucking on my monitor.
The saddest day was because that office really was like a clubhouse, like a before the man cave. But we didn't have to call it a man cave; it was just our place. And when we came, they let us come back one time after we got fired to get some of our personal belongings, stuff that actually we cared about. That room was destroyed. Remember, there were just piles all over the place. They were just trying to find something to fuck us over, and they never found it.
Make that picture bigger, Sal. I want to see what's on the computer monitor.
Oh yeah.
Is there anything interesting, or are the icons all boring?
I think they're all video games, and I don't think I did one thing of show prep on that. I would just play video games. Look, Half-Life's on there, EverQuest,
a Clutch bumper sticker,
Sims,
Dell monitor.
Yeah, I got a joystick. I was doing Flight Simulator.
You got two Barbie dolls eating each other out.
and one's blowing Gunnery Sergeant Hartman.
I didn't see that one over there.
It was so childish.
His pants are down.
And that's
childish.
And then to the right, oh, this is kind of cool, actually. Another story I forgot about. The WoW plane that crashed.
Yeah, that guy crashed it.
No, here's the weird thing.
No, remember the other, hold on. The banner at one of our live gigs, some banner company was going to come by with Opie and Anthony, whip them out Wednesday or whatever, and we're like, whatever happened? It never came by, and we learned like a day later, it was in the local paper that it crashed into a tree. Everyone was all right, but I think the plane crashed, right?
I think it was.
It was a bad landing in our, if someone could find that, you have that
Flight
photo?
307.
Yeah, still missing.
Because you see the banner all mangled in the tree, and you can make out like the letter O, the letter P, and like an A over here, and whatever.
But here's the thing. Now, do you even go into your office?
No.
You know what I mean?
We don't
it's
have
the
an
same way
office.
I am here.
We officially gave up our office,
This is our office
years
now.
ago.
That's it.
There's a Ron and Fez office on the 37th floor. I don't think I've ever been there. No,
Really?
Don't go to the 37th floor.
Right.
There's no mics up there. Why would I go up?
Right.
I like this being our office, too, because if anyone wants to meet in our office, which is the studio, there's always a show coming up.
Right.
So it's as long as the commercial breaks are, that's how long you got. Then we're hitting the elevators. Wow, look at all that shit.
Whose desk is that?
I don't even know.
Oh, that's like one of the producers, I guess, because our desks were like right next to each other. We stared at each other.
Jesus.
None of your producers are still with you, right? From
oh God,
no.
Most of our staff's different, right? Is there anybody from the old staff here or no?
No, we got a really good staff though. So yeah, people move on, end up hating us. What are you gonna do? I thank them for everything they did for us. Whatever. You gotta make your own career though. You can't depend on us.
Really? We prove that.
Whatever.
We'll drag you right down with us.
Absolutely.
Holy shit.
I found the Ice Cube photos.
Oh, you found them? Where are
Montana,
they?
I remember that moment.
Oh, here's Montana Gun. Oh, Bruce Campbell was in that day.
Oh, wow.
Look how thin I was.
What?
There's,
I'm
putting it in her
you got to insert the ice cube.
Shoving it in.
Yeah, but then it just kind of accidentally popped out of her asshole, and I just threw it in my mouth. I didn't even think about it. That was when I first started coming on the show.
Can you imagine what was on? Wow.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's 6/22 of 2001. That's June of 2001.
Shoving an ice cube right up her ass.
That has to be the shot of Jimmy with the ice cube in his mouth.
The fucked up thing also, we would describe this shit to where no one had any doubt what was going on.
Right.
And it was completely legit and within, some boundary that we knew we couldn't cross by just being blatant with it. Could you imagine?
There's Bruce Campbell.
Is that my brother?
Brother Joe, yeah.
Brother Joe's there. Bruce Campbell's hugging a naked Montana Gun.
Jesus.
All these pictures are linked on OvesvesA Show on Twitter right now. So
this is crazy shit.
Remember that couch? Oh, God.
That couch saw
a
some
lesbian
great
couch.
things.
Wow.
You guys both were in relationships, so there was like a lot of things I would do on the couch that you guys couldn't do. So you would always like, you want to get? I loved it.
What a waste.
You were the go-to.
Oh, it was great. Getting lap dances.
Insane. This is fucking Wolf of Wall Street shit.
Yes.
It really is.
Yes.
There's pussy eating going on.
It's porno going on right
Two
there.
girls 69ing on the couch. And look, we're shoving mics, getting every sound
and not
we
with
can.
panties on.
Get the fucking slurping.
And not with panties on, not like kissing each other's bellies or anything. They are 69 69ing face deep in each other's pussy.
Yeah, it's like the thing from Alien is on her face.
Yes.
Ass eating right there.
Wow.
Wow, this is great.
Look even at the size of that mic. The fucking mic was just gigantic.
Yeah, what the fuck? It's like Edward R. Murrow. Amazing.
We stopped talking because the girls are here.
Yeah, I'm looking at a big puffy vag.
Wow. Crazy.
And a happy boy in between these two girls.
The nudity and
I didn't
sexual
Jimmy.
debauchery that went on.
Jimmy's man.
Oh, Jimmy's there.
Yeah, he's
Hey, Jimmy.
in the middle of that.
Jimmy's in there.
Your head, panties.
Panties on my head. I would hold heinies.
Amazing.
You loved us.
Oh, I did, man. Are you kidding me?
You loved us.
When the show went off there, I was going to throw myself out my 22nd floor window.
God.
I've never been more depressed.
Remember, it would just smell like ass and pussy and fucking sex.
Before I got there. I would always have my dumb watch on.
Give me the watch.
That's what would happen. People would come into that place and go, "What does that smell?" And we wouldn't know because we were so used to it.
And
what smell?
It was mixed with so many freaking smells too.
A lot of different smells.
A lot of smells.
Some tears.
Some tears.
And then we had the window that overlooked the showers.
Oh, right.
You saw the naked girls across the way, right?
Yeah,
so
they were
it
amazing.
It wasn't good enough we had naked girls in studio. Then we, right around happy hour time, so around 5:30, these women would run home to get showers before they went out for the night. Especially Friday nights were really good. Thursday and Friday nights, and a whole line of windows, and there were a bunch. There wasn't just one.
Amazing.
There was at least 3 or 4 on a regular basis that we'd watch this shower.
Oh, that's fucking great.
So
that place was so fucking insane.
Yeah. So fun.
That's
so
just
insane.
crazy.
Where Fridays were drinking shows.
Crazy.
For the listeners could come in, pack in.
Oh, the empties. Oh, my God. What's his name? Mailroom guy would take out our empties.
He would take out the empties. Yeah, what was his name?
I forgot his name.
It wasn't Pete, no.
Superstar, right?
Yes, Eddie. Star Eddie.
Yeah.
Eddie.
I took him to the Brooklyn Diner once to try to be a good guy, and he just kept staring at the waitress's tits.
Oh, yeah, he loved girls.
It takes a lot for me to get uncomfortable. I was so uncomfortable. He would not stop.
He loved girls.
Yeah, I got called in once because he got a lap dance and then he wouldn't let go of the fucking girl and he kept fucking stalking her.
Boy.
And they said, this is one fart. I'm like, he's just having fun. They're like, no, he has superhuman strength. You don't fucking understand.
Right.
That was the nice way of saying his strength was.
Type of strength, right, sure.
Superhuman.
You used to talk about his mailroom skills, remember?
Oh, yeah.
He
could.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
I don't know.
We used to have to go to the mail slots because at that point we used to get paid with a check. It didn't like go into an account or something.
about that.
And you used to have cubby holes with your name on it, and you'd have to go through everyone's to find your check. He would just throw them. He couldn't read. He couldn't read.
But they couldn't fire him, obviously.
And he would
He
throw
had a good one.
checks. So we're like, oh, look, mine's in fucking Dave Herman's fucking
or whatever.
Yes,
whatever.
what, your hard drive?
Yes.
I heard from him not too long ago. He's living in Florida.
Yeah.
They called us.
How's he doing?
He's doing great.
Yeah.
He actually got he retired from there.
Yeah.
So he gets a check.
That's great.
And then he's working at a supermarket or something now.
Oh, I think you meant Dave.
No,
he's not doing
Dave
as well.
Has his own problems.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he'll beat it.
Yeah, I hope
You
so.
know, Woody Allen did. Maybe he will.
Maybe.
Oh. He didn't write Blue Jasmine, though, so
that's true.
He's going to have a tougher time.
Right.
Anyway, so that'll be fun.
It's going to be a
We're
blast.
just scratching the surface, because as you start talking, and you start remembering a lot of stuff, too.
You certainly do.
It does make you feel
Jesus.
crazy that there's not a book. I mean, it really should be a movie. We should get a fucking movie producer, tell all these stories, and just say, go ahead, do whatever you want with it. You know?
It might be book time.
I remember when I was making out with Melinda down in the garage, and Scott, remember Scott Herman?
Sure.
Yeah.
Our first GM for the station. I mean, for that station.
Right.
NEW. And I think he went to you and said something like, you might want to tell Anthony to cool it because people see. And I'm like, I don't give a shit.
a fuck.
People
because
see.
you're married.
No,
I'm
he-
married. I don't know. I assume I see.
No, honestly, he did come to me, and he was trying to be a good guy.
Yeah, no.
If
It
he's
was cool,
trying
but
to,
Worried about you getting busted.
yeah, he's like, if he's trying to, keep this on the QT,
I'm like,
he's doing
I
a
don't give a
horrible
shit.
job.
I don't care. Making out.
Making out.
Ah, there you go.
It's already on the front page of the Post. So it's the big
I wouldn't
difference.
worry about it. Boy, that was great. When the Post was writing about my testimony.
I remember you were. I remember how open you are. Your answer's so open now, but I remember back then you didn't you didn't want to talk about that stuff publicly, or we couldn't reference it on the show.
In trouble. But you know,
there's also money on the line.
Yeah, there was money on the line.
Money.
You know, what are they going to do now? Go to fucking Dominic Barber for all the transcripts?
No, but any of it. I mean, you know, I was.
Yeah. Don Wicklund just texted.
Oh.
We'll have details Monday on how to get tickets to the Unmasked with Ron Bennington, April 17th at Caroline's.
That's right. Yeah.
And I don't know, Don. I hope you're listening. I think we could even make this even better.
Wow.
Not Caroline's. It's simply the timeout is the only issue. It's the time you'd have to be out by. Like, just do your hour and get out. Or whatever.
Yeah, because I think if it's working, we might as well doing an hour and a half.
Keep going.
Yeah, if it's working, we'll know.
We certainly will.
Kind of like this bit. We know we've run its course, and we're gonna go to break now. You know, that's how this works.
And then we'll just milk something else for.
If everyone wants to travel, I could easily get us in the Paramount in Huntington.
Yeah.
It's a big room.
It's a big room.
Oh yeah.
It's a big room.
Yeah, it is.
But it could be fun though.
Huntington, Long Island crowd. Oh shit.
That's where we met.
That'd be
Taking
nice.
the Rileys after the fact.
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
do a little party.
Yeah, we could do a little something.
Yeah.
I'll throw, some chicken spring rolls for everybody.
Maybe some people
Put one of
from
those bracelets on me. You know what I mean? So
bracelet.
Rest of my night.
Maybe some people from school that I went to school out in Long Island.
That would be great.
My dean. My dean can show up and go, "We were wrong, Anthony, and you were right."
Absolutely.
You think Don's
now I pronounce you.
That's right. But you've had a less successful career than Rupert.
We could do like a This Is Your Life, and I'll just keep bringing out people.
That would be great.
I was your PD in Boston.
Who were you?
Hey, Don.
He's the enemy, Jerry.
You're on the air.
That was the listeners.
We want to go to a bigger venue.
I hear.
What do you think?
Let me think about it.
Think about it.
Well, if you want us to show up, it's got to be a bigger.
Oh shit!
Do a little negotiating.
Besides another venue.
Oh, you got other ideas?
Yep.
Really?
How's that going to work?
Like the old fights, movie theaters, closed circuit.
Closed circuit. Remember those? You'd go to like the Nassau Coliseum to watch
Fraser
boxing on some
Alley or
shitty,
something.
and boy, the fucking TVs weren't very good back then.
What are you doing, Don?
I'm just listening to you.
Yeah, no, I'm starting to think that maybe we need a little more room. Room as far as maybe a slightly bigger place. I'm not getting cocky about this. Slightly bigger, and then also room to work if it's working out. We could go a little longer.
Okay. Nope, all good ideas. Let me think about it. We'll see if we can't put together a new plan for you.
Or we could tour with this thing. Do an hour in each city.
Oh my God!
I would love to do that.
How great would that be?
I would love to do that.
Go up and down the coast.
Philly,
Boston.
DC.
Why don't we do an hour in each city that we were huge?
Oh yeah.
We got Boston, New York, Philly,
Do it in
Washington.
one day, like Phil Collins did. Take the
It
Concorde.
was amazing when he showed up in
Wasn't
Philly.
it amazing? It was like.
Which one was that again?
Do you know he took the Concorde? He played in London,
right,
and took the Concorde over,
right,
and played in Philly or wherever it was.
So We Are the World Day.
It was We Are the World.
Live Aid, right?
Live Aid.
Was that the Live Aid one?
Live Aid.
It was amazing.
And now he's depressed because he can't drum anymore. He can't. He can't
But
feel
he
his
still
fingers
has that
or
little
something.
tuft of hair.
Biggest act that day though, Queen. That fucking Queen thing was unbelievable.
That crowd was bouncing. It was
they were
doing
everything
clap.
together. It was amazing.
Sick.
Radio Gaga, right?
Yeah, Radio
Looked like
Gaga.
Nuremberg.
Could we do something like that, Don? Could we do like a Radio
Yeah.
Gaga, like a Live Aid?
That's it. Wembley.
Can we do a little Radio Gaga?
July 13th, 1985.
Hey, can you read our quotes? Because I don't know if I got them right.
Freddie. Look at fucking Freddie.
No one knew he was gay then.
I know. He doesn't look the least bit gay.
What's wrong with us?
Him and Halford.
And the band is
No
called
one knew.
Queen.
Right. Queen.
We really weren't perceptive.
Elton John
in the 80s.
No
one knew.
Everyone was gay back then. Every fucking rock star
he had to tell
was
us.
gay.
Look, Mike Douglas would ask Liberace when he's going to
Right.
find a nice woman and settle down. Please.
You guys want to hear our quotes?
Yeah.
Don, you got them?
I don't have them with me. No.
Oh, you're not prepared.
Jesus.
You're not prepared.
Did you memorize them?
You're not prepared for the surprise phone call.
Is Don in D.C.?
Yeah, I think so, right?
He's a dual city guy.
All right, I want to see. I want to see what kind of ideas you can come up with now that we put you on the spot. But
Are we still going to do it on the same day, Don, or are we switching days?
What poor bastard was on the receiving end of those choppers? Holy shit. It's like a beaver.
How about we tour this thing? An evening with.
This is killing.
Let's call it an evening
nice.
with.
Yeah, drop the unmasked thing finally.
Right, an evening with.
Are we going to do evening with?
That works
Evening
well
with.
for other people. We're going to do an evening
jackets.
with.
Evening with.
We're going to start on Long Island, then we go up to Boston, kind of take our career path.
Yeah.
Then bring it
Wow.
down, bring
I
it
love
down to
that.
New York.
Yep.
Then keep going to Philly, then Washington. Cleveland gets fucked, even though they gave us the biggest ratings out of all of them.
You don't want to go there?
Shit.
I remember Jeremy 2 weeks before we were fired is giving me the ratings in Cleveland while I was biking or something on Long Island.
Look at that.
We had like 40 shares, and then 2 weeks later we had no jobs.
Dude, could you imagine looking out at a crowd, singing your fucking song like that, and just to be able to make a crowd do that? Shut it, Chip.
I
Never.
say sick fucking, the whole crowd goes puppies.
Do they?
This fucking audience is like they were paid to do this bit.
He's really doing a cool dance.
Yeah. His pants are a little high.
Shit. A little high.
I don't even like this song.
No, it's not
It's a
my
nice
favorite
song.
Queen song.
It's a wacky fucking song.
Yeah.
He was a performer.
That sounds great.
Yeah, I think he was sick.
Queen was fucking... Oh, he had it.
I think he already had it.
Oh, it was already...
dormant.
Yes,
dormant, but it was
just
there.
sitting there like a fucking... like a cicada. Yeah.
You think he'd dress up for the big show?
Right.
You know, I mean, I got that armband, that fucking... He's rocking some kind of Steven Singer armband, but the rest of it is nuts. And what's he wearing for shoes?
Right.
Sneakers, like Adidas.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that audience, though.
Yeah, they're
all
lame.
in unison.
That's like Nazis.
That's got to feel good, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, there's what's his name there? You think after he's done, he's like, I just can't shake this cold. You got a tissue?
Isn't it weird?
Sneezing.
Had it since the spring.
What happened?
You know, the thing that killed him, too, is that it was left in his fucking mustache. He didn't even blow it. Someone came in his mustache.
Oh, wow.
And it was just slowly going
That's
up.
all it was, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, it was like outbreak.
Just shave.
Hey, Ron, we found the audio of you losing on that PD.
Oh, I don't want to
What?
hear that. That's
It's up to
that's
you.
just, you know, that's,
Time gone by.
yeah, that's time.
Water
going
under
by.
the bridge?
You know
I'd love
what?
to hear it.
I would
The
love
thing
to hear
is,
too, because I mean,
you know,
people are used to us losing our shit.
Yeah.
but you know, with the temper, you know what I mean? You just got to keep an eye on it.
Don't get me wrong, the temper can get you into big trouble. I'm not saying
Sure.
that, but I
Yeah.
think it's good to look back and be grateful that you're not in that place anymore.
That's true.
You can blame Eric, by the way. Eric found the
Oh,
audio.
thanks,
It was
Rob.
on his fucking playlist.
I'm just more worried that I'll fucking hear it, get pissed again, and fucking start looking for him all over.
Yeah.
Remember what fucking happened around 11 years ago, you prick?
We'll figure it out. Maybe we'll do it, maybe we won't. But
You're the archive master.
but there's the big news. That's why Ronnie's in today. We're going to do an unmasked with Ronnie. That's going to be
Well, we
a lot
had
of
it all
fun.
set to do at Caroline's, and I know there's been multiple meetings. I haven't been to any of them, but I know that Don has put a lot into this.
Yeah.
It's the 17th.
Yeah.
It's 5 o'clock.
Yeah. And if that's the case, great. I'm not even going to be
But it'll be really great.
If we could even expand it, would be wonderful. But
Well,
if
we're
not,
going to
that's
have
fine
to
too.
do something where people win tickets.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, because it's a Thursday night. People are going to want to hang out and drink and whatever, and everyone's
Right.
just, all right, get out.
God, we go to the Paramount, then we could have a party at FH. That'd
be
be
great.
fun.
Would be nice.
Well, of course, we'll have a table to the side. Where
Or if you can find a
bother us.
smaller
VIP.
room to make it more intimate for an interview.
Yeah, we don't have to go there.
You
I'm
don't want to
just
do
saying.
2,000 people for an interview.
I think it could work.
Could be fun.
I used to like going out with you guys, too, when we set up those little VIP sections at those bars.
Yeah, it was nice.
And just sit there and drink and allow different girls to come in.
Well, you know, the Bar 9 crowd still hangs out together even without
Jesus
all this.
Christ.
They just go off and have a life of their own.
Those were some crazy fucking nights,
Those were
too.
insane.
It was just hundreds of people all hanging out all the time
all
together.
the time.
It was a lifestyle, my friend.
What are you going to do? All right, we got to take a break. Jimmy, you got some plugs, no?
Just Tampa. Oh, yeah, Caroline's actually the week after this is the 7th, whatever it is, 24, 25, 26, 27
week.
No, because I wouldn't want. Yeah, I mean it would be cool, but I wouldn't want the fucking interview to have to end and people to have to stay and then come to the show. Actually, I'm glad I'm not there that night. And then Tampa in a couple weeks. Whatever. Who cares?
Oh,
come if you want.
It's like I was doing speed.
What?
So my head itches. Like,
I
used to do those cheap black beauties.
Like fucking Otto's Beauties. 24 hours of chewing the inside of your mouth.
Yeah.
What a waste of time that was.
Snorted,
Black
crush it up
Beauties?
and snort it.
God.
Crush it up, snort it.
And fucking cramps would hit you.
It was an uncomfortable, like,
Just,
high,
yeah.
man. It wasn't fun at all.
Just knot you up.
We did it to just do all-nighters at our college to write a paper, but you didn't write the paper. You just fucking had fun.
Fucking buzzed.
Nice. Hey, really good news as we go to break. Joe Valentino is available for an interview today.
From Great Neck Nissan?
Yes.
It's $500.
Hold on, Stacy. Hold on.
Hey, Stacy.
Stacy, you work at Great Neck Nissan?
I do.
And Anthony hates Joe.
Who doesn't hate him? Are you on any of the commercials?
I'm not.
Oh, why not?
But you're calling us to say that Joe's available for an interview today.
Go to our website. You'll see all of us there. GreatNeckNissan.com.
Oh, you got a
Look
great
at her.
plug.
The man, you are.
Pictures of all of us are on there.
I expect an envelope next week. Thank you.
Does Joe Valentino know who we are?
He does.
Oh, my life is set.
I'm thinking of getting a new car, but I need like an SUV. I don't know.
Nissan.
I don't know if you Nissan people have figured out the SUV yet.
No, the Nissans.
What do you mean?
They got pretty good ones.
Yeah, what do they got?
I used to have one, as a matter of fact.
Which one you? What?
Maybe not.
What you used to have?
Well, what kind of SUV do you want?
Like an Escalade, a Tahoe.
What's some of them SUVs you got?
Maybe a Go
you don't want those
Suburban.
Blazer?
You want to take one of our Armadas?
Armada.
Too small.
Sounds
I got to go a
crazy.
little bigger.
It's very military sounding.
QX56?
Your cars are certainly
QX57.
Oh,
efficient, but I need something bigger.
I like a good Nissan.
Yeah.
And when it used to be called Datsun.
Wow. And then they went Nissan Datsun for a while.
Datsun driven.
Where's Stacy on the website? Stacy Barron?
Stacy Barron.
Maybe I shouldn't have
That's
said your
you?
last name, but
That's on the website. Let me see. Wow.
let's take a look at Stacy.
Hold on.
Adorable.
Let's take a look at Stacy. Hi, Stacy.
Why aren't you coming down here live?
Do the unmasked one there.
Yeah, right.
All right, Stacy.
Stacy.
You see what's going on there.
Hey,
All right.
Stacy.
We're the largest Nissan facility.
Hey, Stacy, this is great iced tea. Can I help you with your math homework on such a hot day?
There was an unwanted pregnancy.
Uh-huh.
Ended early.
Yep.
Half in a ride. That's where we
Yep.
all...
Half in a
that
ride.
actually set the thing of what you're supposed to do.
That set the price. It fixed the price
set
right
the
there.
price and also let you know the social norm. You've got to drive her.
Yeah.
Wait outside and then take her home.
Take her home.
All right,
That's
Stacy.
it.
We see what's going on. We now know.
Hey, you wanted it as much as I did. All right, I take it back.
You can check our reviews. It'll be worth your time to come out here.
We're not going anywhere.
working.
They could barely get us to Caroline's. You know how close that is to this place? It's 2 blocks away from where we're broadcasting from.
Where do you broadcast from?
Times Square, pretty much.
Oh,
We'll come get you.
See, she knows how to do this
She's
car
good.
thing. You can't-
Why,
Yeah.
why would we go there?
You're the general manager?
Yeah.
I am.
Damn.
But why would we go there?
Yeah. If
You
this
want to
was
meet Joe
like,
Valentino.
if this
It's
was
an opportunity of a lifetime.
1994,
Right.
95, we'd be all over a car dealership.
I don't work for BAB anymore.
Right.
I don't have to show
Hold
up
on.
at these
I have
things.
somebody here to defend me. Hold on one second.
Is it Joe?
$500. That's what
That's great.
It's Joe. It's Joe. Hey, that's the guy.
Why? Valentino. What's up?
It's the guy.
That's the guy that Anthony hates.
No, I
Anthony hates you.
see you on TV all the time.
Yeah, buddy.
It's-
I grew up with you guys.
Oh, man.
That's pretty cool.
I used to live in Great Neck, right off of Lakeville Road.
Yeah, I grew up here. I grew up in Hicksville.
Oh, you did?
Oh, Hicksville guy.
Yeah,
Man,
You probably know my cousins.
Probably know a lot of people.
how'd you get into car dealership?
I've been in
What'd you do?
the car business for 18 since I'm 18 years old.
18, since you're 18.
Yeah.
God,
48. Figure it out.
man. Would you work at that place in by Hammerheads?
Bina, believe it or not.
I got it 30 years. 30 years.
30 years.
Yeah.
30 years.
Figured it.
That's
30
good.
years.
That's
Nice.
good. And what do you have to do to get that $500?
All you have to do is I guarantee you that nobody will beat my price. And if they do, I'll either give you $500 cash, $500 cash,
I love him.
or a brand new car.
I love
That's great.
Guys, you guys grew up on Long Island. Remember Crazy Eddie?
Of course.
I started this thing.
Hey, you did.
I said, I'm going to do it just like Crazy Eddie. He was the craziest bastard I ever fucking seen.
Yeah.
Throwing shit, and then you had G.E. Freed from the carpet floor.
Oh, yeah.
I got so much hate mail from the people in Great Neck. You're defacing our name.
Really?
What are you doing? So then I went to this quiet, easy one with a tie on.
I saw that one, too, of course.
Didn't work as much, huh?
If this doesn't work, fuck it, I'll be back. And the last one says, I'm back.
There he is. It's late at night. It's you and that goddamn J.G. Wentworth.
I get people, I swear to God, my poor kids are like, you had to use our name?
Right?
Why didn't you use something else?
Yeah.
Every time we're out, somebody goes, you're the guy, right? You're the $500 guy.
You're the $500 guy.
Advertising working.
Oh, my God.
Nice.
Well, Joe, I got to tell you, this has been a treat.
What?
Thank you very much.
Really?
And best of luck with Great Neck Nissan, my friend.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks. Take it easy, man.
See you soon.
I love it.
Right. Okay.
Bye.
There's the $500 guy.
That was him.
That was big.
That was big right there.
That was an exclusive.
Yeah.
Get that out to the trades.
Yeah.
Ron Bennington.
Maybe we
studio.
can get Binder and Binder on.
Yeah. Let's not forget Ronnie's doing an amazing job at Raw Dog. So
That is something.
Please go over there and check out the show. It's got to be great to be on both platforms too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's incredibly weird that you go places where people are like, and you are? You know what I mean? After all this time, they're like,
What happened? What happened?
Oh.
Thought we were having fun.
I don't know why they don't open us up to both fucking
I don't get it
platforms.
either.
It's like, how much are you making on those specialty packages at this point? Come on. You're holding us back. You can pick off a few on the other side.
Although I'm getting a lot of complaints that our on-demand isn't the same as what we had when we were over on this one.
What, does it work?
I don't know. No, it works even less, and then you can't
wow.
forward and backwards. People are pissed. But,
Man.
you know, Don's working on it.
It's
He's working
embarrassing.
on engineering, yeah.
Yeah, it's a logistical problem.
Well, the thing
Something
is,
like that.
people, until they had it, they never should have put it out.
It's true.
No one knew they didn't have
They didn't
on-demand
know-
before.
They didn't know what they were missing.
How
Right.
hard is it? I mean, I listen to a bunch
Jimmy's
of
dick.
podcasts, and I can listen whenever I want. I can rewind. I can fast forward. I can say it's.
You got
how
your eye on
hard
the-
is this?
You got your eye in the podcasting world.
Oh, yeah.
Big
You
time.
do.
If it still exists after these stupid lawsuits.
Yeah, big time. It's time to do it ourselves.
When's that going to? Is that happening now?
Yeah, they're
It won't be resolved by
trying
this,
to.
yeah.
October 1st, people.
Oh.
6 months away.
Right.
That's going to go by fast. So we got.
Bob is working very diligently
yeah,
on. Oh, that's right.
I don't need him anymore either.
Old last-minute Eatman.
He's the worst.
Yeah.
I love Bob, but he's the man's a boob.
I'm negotiating my own fucking deal. I don't need.
Are
him. Yeah, for real. I'm not even joking.
Bob's the
He's done nothing
clip
for
the
me.
red wire with 3 seconds left on the bomb. That's
Yeah,
what
he's a
Bob-
real nice guy, and he does other things that he's really good at. Like
French horn.
He made sure I'll have money when this is all over, but I can negotiate the same fucking deal at this point.
Oh man,
you know, we got to go in there with some fucking power, some fucking hammers.
We need a fucking a destroyer to go in there.
Not a guy that's gonna like come to New York 2 weeks out and go,
Yeah.
well, now it's too late to do anything. So
Yeah.
you either sign this or you have nothing.
get another
I'm
guy
not
now.
doing that again. I'm
Get
telling you
another guy
right the
now.
fuck now.
Grab a
I'm-
lawyer or something. Tell him what you want.
I have no problem doing it myself. I'll get a lawyer to read that lawyer shit. But I know what I want.
Salino and Barnes, injury attorney. Call 1-888-888888.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm just all about those
You are.
commercials.
That would make a great show, just getting all those guys together on the same day.
Binder and Binder.
All right, listen, we got to take a break. Ron Bennington is here. We might play some embarrassing audio from Ron Bennington.
We'll take care of it. You have enough
Maybe
to
not.
worry about.
I don't care either way.
Have a structured settlement and you need cash now. Call J.G. Wentworth, 877-CASH now. I have an annuity, but I need cash now. Holy fuck, that one.
That's what your dementia is going to be like. Like when you're in a place and orderlies of a different ethnicity are just smacking you around.
Yep.
And you're shitting into a bedpan. That's what you'll be doing.
Singing commercial jingles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, Freddie. Man, Freddie, way. Yeah.
Let's break, guys.
Yeah, let's do that. I got to take a whiz.
Wow, Ron Bennington in studio. We love when Ronnie comes by.
You know, I'm a little tired because they stayed up on the Tonight Show and watched Joan Rivers come back after all these years.
Ah,
How was
that's right.
that? Throttled it.
Yeah.
Fucking killed it.
She's amazing.
Wait, what's this all about?
Got any clips?
Joan Rivers hasn't done the Tonight Show
since Carson got pissed at her.
Yeah, like 29 years or something. And she came on
Why
there.
did Jay have her on?
I don't know.
Jay was
too scared.
What?
Yeah, I guess he was.
There's a lot of ghosts still, and there were a lot of ghosts in the Jay.
And I think Jay also
still,
had a lot of the same, like, producers were still around, and they were pissed at her.
Oh, wow.
For a year, like, this, you know, the kind of same
Hold a
suits.
fucking grudge. Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
people hold a grudge.
Crazy.
They do.
She said she had sex with Johnny Carson recently. She
Oh,
said
yeah.
she had a one-night stand. She said it was no big deal.
Really?
His penis, because she saw it.
I didn't hear that part.
Could you find that? Before he gets sued?
Why would Johnny
Did she say it on Fallon?
No.
Fuck her.
No, recently, though.
She was cool
came
when
out.
she was younger, man. She wasn't bad.
Yeah, but Johnny Carson could have fucked anybody.
He did.
And he did.
Fuck Joan Rivers.
Fuck John.
Here it is.
Here we go.
Is she being serious? Or
Who knows?
I don't know. Let's find out.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Very important question.
I'm listening.
Very, very important. The Johnny Carson sex tape.
Yeah.
Any comments, any remarks? Are you interested in seeing it? I hear he's got a huge...
I did.
You did see
I
it?
saw it in real life.
Did you really?
Grow up.
Oh.
How do you think you got on the show?
You can sit there.
It's good. Yeah.
Wait, you and Johnny never really had
Sex.
relations.
It depends what you want to call it. If you're Jewish, you call it prelude to marriage. If you're Johnny, you call it one night bomb.
Are you surprised they're comparing him to Michael Fassbender?
Oh no, John Hamm.
Or John Hamm, yes.
Yes, absolutely.
You're not shocked?
I had no idea that the man could stand and sit at the same time.
All right.
No.
Are you interested in seeing the tape, though?
Yeah, I want to see which wife.
All right.
Dying to see which wife.
All right, interesting.
Yeah. Obviously, the wife that he made it with wasn't the wife at the time that he made it. Once you made it, you don't wear knee pads. Once you're married, you don't wear knee pads. Okay, that's it, guys. Thanks. Oh, little girl, look at that. And who's that?
It's Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore! Oh, my God.
One of these things is not like...
Another one hung like a horse.
See, she didn't say she...
No, she didn't.
Yeah.
That's a different clip. The other clip I saw, she kind of made it sound like she had one night stand with Johnny Carson. Yeah, but it seems like she was just fucking around there, right?
She's so fucking funny though, man. She's so brutal still.
Yeah.
How old is she?
80.
80, right?
She is brutal, too, man.
She turned 80. Holy shit.
Yeah, she is a brutal comic. Can we watch some of the Fallon clips, Sal, before I pull your beard out?
I am so sorry I'm late, and I
Why were you
apologize.
late? Yeah, this is... I waited for you too long.
I beg your pardon. I flew in because we did Fashion Police, which is on, a Friday, but we tape it ahead of time. Yeah. And the stupid guy landed in Newark instead of LaGuardia. And then those of you out of town don't know, that's like 45 minutes. And then they had sent this big stretch Mercedes limo for us, and it got stuck. It wouldn't move for 2.5 hours. And I'm thinking, the Germans killed 6 million Jews. You can't fix a carburetor.
Holy shit. Russell Crowe laughing.
Fucking...
Wow, that's brutal.
80.
Welcome back to the network, Joan.
Jesus.
I'm thrilled to be on. Don't misunderstand. But this is so embarrassing.
It's a donut.
I have to sit on this, and I'll explain this to you. No, I'm sorry. I'm so embarrassed.
You don't have
It's an inner tube she's sitting on.
Why?
Well, coming back, I wanted to write. It's very special for me to be back. Seriously, very, very special. So, it's amazing. So my girlfriend and I decided we would get matching vagina rings, just like the collaborate.
Shit.
And
she got roids.
To celebrate the moment.
To celebrate the moment.
I appreciate that. You and your girlfriend.
Yeah, and mine is killing me, but apparently, I spoke to Bruce Jenner and hers is fine.
No.
Russell Crowe is laughing his ass off.
Just want to be attacked by her.
Yeah.
That's good to know. That's good to know. I don't want anyone to be in pain, so yeah, thank you. Now, Joan, when I asked you to come on, I asked you to come on our first show and do this $100 bet thing.
It was great.
And I really appreciate it. You came out, and you're the first person to break character, and you just gave me a nice hug, and I appreciate that, because, we love you here.
I love you so much. From the minute I saw you when you first started, I said, you're great. Oh. And you're what I love about you is you were very touched that night. And I think that's because you're Irish. You're ethnic.
I am.
No.
I'm Irish. No, I started filling up. I got emotional.
Ethnic people get emotional. I'm not. No, nothing. Ethnic people. You know, you say Irish cry. You say to an Italian woman, "Your mother died."
It's a very emotional thing.
And she hated her, but you say to a wasp, "Your mother died." Who got her shoes? I mean, if you want to make a wasp cry, you got to say, "No more mayonnaise." And
they really get upset then. I have a photo of you. This is you right in this same studio, 1965.
Wow. Jesus. Jesus Christ.
Her and Johnny. She was cute back then.
Yeah.
65.
Second night that I was on, and I had been working 8 years in Greenwich Village, and nothing. And he said, God bless him, you're going to be a star. It changed my life. Aww. And you look at this, and look how nice. I mean, my legs look good. The breasts are in the right place.
You look fantastic. But I mean, why did NBC, the whole thing is true? They banned you, but then...
They banned me, but I think it's because you get old. You know, I don't want to talk in front of you because I don't know you this well. When you get old, my vagina.
Oh my God.
Is so dry.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Just everyone just say at the same time, how...
Thank you for asking. I took a bath tonight, and the water went whoosh.
All right. Okay, all right. I've never heard of that happening.
I was banned,
Jimmy's twitching.
26 years.
Yeah. But did you never pitch them any shows or wanted to come back to NBC? Or
I pitched constantly. They just didn't want what I had to show. I had a great show. I had a toilet-trained children. I called it Howdy Doody. They didn't want that. I had a Jewish religious show called 700 Club, and that's my final offer. And
700. That's it.
Not a penny more.
But look at you. You're on Fashion Police is a giant hit. Knock on wood. And then you have Joan and Melissa. Joan Knows Best. Last season I watched it. I had you on late
You
night.
were on.
I was on last year. Yeah, but then you had an episode. I don't know if we talked about it, where you got stoned during an episode and went and ate cheeseburgers like 3 in the morning, and it was hilarious. And then this year you're doing something. This is a little bit ridiculous. You asked.
See, now you've hurt my feelings. No, I do this year. The first episode, as a matter of fact, I did a sex tape.
Joan,
porn.
Yeah, I know.
Porn.
Why are you breaking into that business?
Because look at the Kardashians. I mean,
yeah. But
hello, we're just watching TV.
I wanted Melissa to do it. I didn't want to do it. And right away, Melissa, I didn't want to do it. I mean, what a prude. And I said. She didn't want to do it.
Joan, I don't know. I mean, this is like, don't you think you're a little bit too old for,
People say, see, now that's very,
ageist?
Yes, ageist. Every time people say, we don't want to hear an old lady say, I'm coming unless she's going for the door.
Okay, that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most people just play clips. We're like, the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, we could have Joan though.
Well, why does the country love Betty White? Not fucking, Joan should be where Betty White is.
Well, Betty's a little more subtle.
Yeah, plus she's older. She's in her 90s, so we find that miraculous. And no one gave a shit about her for a while. It was a recent, the last few years.
91 now.
Yes.
91.
I didn't know
think.
that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
We like a good spunky 90-year-old.
That Super Bowl commercial helped bring her back, where she got tackled.
Right.
The big interest in Betty White since then.
And the gays are crazy about her.
They love her.
The gays love
She's got her gays, huh?
Yeah, she got her gays. They love old ladies.
Gays love old ladies. What is that?
Yeah.
Because they want to be them someday.
Oh, yeah.
Now we're watching this. We know this.
Yeah.
She gets tackled.
Yeah.
Wow. I hope she was okay.
You think she took the bump?
Boy.
I don't think you could actually take that bump.
No.
We got the Ron Bennington audio, thanks to Eric.
What?
Yeah.
Does Ron even want to hear it?
It doesn't matter to me. I mean, you know what? You guys have been nice enough. You're coming and doing mass.
Right.
We're moving it. We're doing it. 7 cities?
I think, yeah.
Seven cities?
I think so. An evening with.
Now I talked to Wiki because this changes everything. I mean, we were all set up. We were doing everything.
Oh, yeah.
We need a
He
candle.
told me it was a go.
Yeah, that's a problem.
We need a candle budget.
What's going on down there?
We need candles on the stage.
That'd be fantastic. Why? What's happening down there?
I don't know. There's a crowd in front of the office.
Oh, boy. That's never good.
Moving shit out.
Yes.
What?
We want all this shit to go. They said they're podcasting.
He has got AIDS.
Oh, my God.
Why is E-Rock running?
Because, Eric, what's going on at our office?
Is there a fire?
What?
Why were you running?
Because I got audio.
Oh, what is it?
Ooh, it's 18 minutes audio.
What?
Well, what's this?
Crazy.
The thing with me?
Yeah, in D.C.
It's crazy.
18 minutes?
That's long. Oh.
Give it a minute.
What track can we go to?
Track 4.
4.
Just want to hear me lose my shit?
Ron loses it.
Eric.
Is that the only track we're playing?
He doesn't know. You're going to make him run again.
He has best of CDs of you guys.
Ron
and Fez, 2005.
Why would he have a best of CD?
Right?
I don't know.
That's every show.
Wait, when did you join XM?
2006, I guess.
No.
Yeah.
What month?
I don't know. Late summer, maybe.
So we were there 2 years without you guys?
Yeah,
remember the golden ticket talk?
Yeah, the golden ticket. We were the only golden ticket. There's supposed to be a bunch.
Hey, we had some ideas. They just didn't want to fucking pay up. That golden ticket thing was supposed to be a real thing. We were going to bring some shows on.
You already know the shows that you wanted?
What did we want?
I'm trying to remember now. Yeah, there were a few. I don't remember exactly.
So we went
Scott and Todd.
Scott and Todd was one of them, sure.
Scott or Todd?
Yeah, Scott or Todd now. That's what you get.
All right, it's just track 4. So Ron was doing his show.
Okay.
Not even a bit. He was just doing a show. And the PD didn't like the direction of the show, I guess, because Fezzi, I think, was upset. So you decided, let's do some wrestling.
This was the beginning of Fez's mental illness days.
Wow.
It was like that's how long it goes back.
Shit.
So he had kind of broken down a little bit when we were in D.C. And I used to think, well, he's going to bounce back. He's going to feel better.
Oh, boy.
I was naive.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you.
There were no signs
naive.
before 2005, huh?
Well, a lot of it had to go. No, it was as soon as we left New York and went to D.C., it took it very hard. See, what happened is we had a producer on our show that we didn't take with us.
Oh.
And I didn't know it at the time because Fez was straight then.
Right.
And he was really devastated by that.
Attached to him a little bit.
Yeah.
Who's the producer? I'm trying to remember your old guys. Not Al.
No, not Al Dukes.
Okay.
I think
Who
Al
farted?
Blueface. Who do you think farted?
I didn't fart.
You're excited about Unmasked?
Oh, my God. Extremely.
What are you pushing out today?
Nothing.
You're lying.
I'm just looking forward to Black Sabbath on Monday.
It smells like fucking Marcus Hook in the goddamn
Wow, it's awful.
late fucking June.
Let's hear the audio. I want to hear this.
Well, we're doing the setup.
Oh, okay.
There was a setup.
So anyway,
there.
that's what.
So Fez started a little breakdown. He was very
really
upset.
bad one. Like one, he thought he was having a heart attack.
Right.
and we went to break, and it was just a panic attack, but it was like massive.
Aww.
And then, you know, then he'd started crying on the air and stuff like that. And it was really...
Which makes great radio.
It does. He hasn't done it in a while.
But it makes great radio, so a PD not understanding that is bullshit. So then Ron decides, we'll make him happy, we'll talk wrestling for an hour, and then that's where the PD had the problem, decided to try to step into, you know, Ron's house. And, well, the shit hit the fan.
What's up, dude? All good. What's happening?
What is this, real audio?
No,
real
audio.
The quality of this?
Remember real audio. It's going to be the new format.
What the fuck, Eric?
Exactly.
We just did a 10-minute setup, and the audio is, like, horrendous.
Would you drop your lunch on us?
Huh?
Like images. I'm going to show you who the guy was.
Did you get it off the skimmer?
As he was crushing on.
Yeah, it sounds like it's off the
cassette skimmer.
Oh, not.
This guy, yeah.
Right. I remember him.
Yeah, he's a Long Island guy.
Oh, I remember
Fezzi
him.
had a little something for him?
Yeah, we didn't know it at the time.
Was the guy...
No, very straight. Fez is only crushed on straight guys.
Right.
So...
Troy Kwan.
Going down there... No, that wasn't it.
That wasn't it. E-Rock.
E-Rock, it's the worst audio I've ever heard in my life. I don't even know if you can play this.
Let's give it a shot.
I'm trying to think of who from your show it was. Somebody he crushed on your show.
Oh,
I'll text and ask.
What's up, dude? All good.
Think
what's happening?
So the PD came in?
No. This whole thing is a little blown out of proportion. I just found out a guy called, like, hotlined us, and I hadn't been hotlined in years.
Yeah.
What is it? It's Cameron. What's he want?
You want to know if Fez was on the show tonight?
Hey, we wanted to know if we have an effing program director, because we've never seen you this entire year. What an ass. So, as far as we're concerned, we've never had a program director here. So why don't you check on that? Because when I talked to New York, and I brought your name up, they said he's just the secretary.
Johnny Tube Sticks.
The program director we have here is the guy who watches the paint dry.
Handsome
Ringing
Johnny
a
Tube
show
Sticks
in the
was
middle
one
of it. Like you know radio. Like you've ever worked in radio other than watching G. Gordon Liddy read a paper for 3 hours a day. Jesus. You wonder why. So, Fez, what do you want to talk about? I guess you've been dogging it tonight? You're laid back?
I guess so. I apologize then. Sorry about that.
Why didn't you call in when his grandmother died and he's flying back and forth doing shows here? He doesn't get a call then. He never got a call to say thank you from him.
That was from no one. Maybe there's some more O'Reilly emails that have to be answered.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Turn your radio off. Just turn it off. You're not the program director here. You've never been one.
It's mad.
And stop calling Brian at 9 o'clock in the morning. He works nights. And every morning he goes, guess what time?
Is that Don on the phone?
Yeah.
You're having your Casey Kasem moment.
I thought this was AM radio and there was static. You're going through a tunnel.
And every morning he goes, guess what time I got a call today? The guy works nights. He doesn't get out of here till 12 o'clock. He's up for a couple hours. Call him afternoon. You've got nothing to say other than do the AOL part.
Band gets shirts. They'll make a
That's
fucking
secretary
maniac
job,
out of
by the
me.
way. It's not
Sound
a
like Paul
program
Anka.
director. Just like when I said, have someone train Brian. No one did. Why? Because no one here knows how to do it. You don't know how to do it.
Oh, boy.
Or do you want more out of Fez? You want him to sit around and talk about how difficult it's been for him the last month or so. No, forget that. How difficult it's been for him the last 2 years. But he keeps giving to this place. How difficult it's been for him for
like an
2
attorney.
effing years.
That's good.
Call him there and ask him there. Or apologize to this man. Yeah. But don't ever call here and ask if he's dogging it. Because nobody gives more than Fez Whatley.
Yeah.
Anywhere
It's
I've
ironic.
ever worked, nobody gives more than Fez Whatley. Call here again and I'll rip that damn phone out of the wall. I'm not playing games with you. I'm not effing playing games.
Effing.
I'll chase you down the damn street with it.
The phone.
Don't make me sit here and
Doesn't look
tell
silly.
what we
I
really
know
want
it's
to do,
yeah.
Cameron. Because my agent tells me to stay cool until he gets here. That's all you've got going for you right now. Because if you want to
Like
see the
Mr.
Your Mom's
fucking
Bob
White,
show,
Mr.
I'll do it tonight, bitch. I'll do it tonight. And I'll say exactly what takes place in these effing halls.
Whoa.
It's the pink. Stay tight until Joe gets here.
Yeah. Stop pointing that accusing finger at Fez. So I could do Chris Penn.
Was it awkward when you saw him for the first time after that?
No,
Good for you.
I'm willing to let bygones be bygones when I offend somebody.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're really good.
Yeah,
crazy. You can motherfuck someone and then just let it go.
Same way, like if I owe you money, I'm ready to put it out of my mind.
Forget it.
Fuck it.
Wow, you're good.
That was then. This is now.
Yeah.
You sound like $1 million in that clip.
Let's start fresh. That's what I say. Let's start fresh.
Yeah.
So I found out who that from your staff.
All right.
Fez was in love with. It was Derek. Derek.
Remember Derek?
Right.
Yeah.
Fez liked Derek?
Yeah.
Why? He likes those fucking Tim from The Office guy hairdos.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah. He likes the non-threatening heterosexual male. Yeah. That's what he's.
He wanted to kiss Derek's neck.
I don't know.
Raging alcoholic. He likes that too. Derek was a lot of fun to party with.
I know he was. He likes a guy that can drink a case.
Yeah.
Don't make you a bad person, though.
No.
You can't judge.
No.
You can't judge.
Right. People saying you joined in 2005.
I don't know.
I felt like it was only a year, but whatever.
The end of 2005, again. Oh, well, yeah. The fall of 2005.
So
crazy. That's crazy.
It's all gone fast. How long were you guys up the other time?
That time, 2 years, 3 months.
Jeez.
Wow.
26 months.
We should be we should be saving this for the unmasked.
Yeah,
That'd be perfect.
True.
Whole fucking world changed.
There's gonna be no stories.
Did it ever?
You can the whole unmasked can be. Oh, where'd you get that blue sweatshirt? Well, I was at Marshall's and I liked it.
Right.
Is this going to cause a problem today?
What's that? Changing things around?
No, what we just kind of talked about.
Nah, Fez is bouncing back.
Good.
I'm starting to feel it.
All right.
It's going to happen any day now.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
How come nobody invited Fez on the show? I love having Ron on, but why isn't Fez invited as well? I would love that.
Well,
he's busy, and we don't want to, impose.
He and Ope have a weird thing.
No.
Maybe one day when Ope takes off.
It's a weird tension they have. Oh,
yeah.
I'd have Fez in here. I miss doing Ron's show. What do you think of the Colbert?
You guys should come over and do that, too.
We will, soon. What do you guys think of the Colbert thing?
Oh, he should be fired. I don't go for that type of humor.
Yeah. He pushed it.
That's
right. Ban him.
It's a brave tweak, even though he does a character.
No, he says that he doesn't run the Colbert Report Twitter. Oh. Someone else does.
Oh, okay. They probably take quotes from the show.
I think that's exactly right.
There's 1 million followers, most of them bots, and then they have an intern just tweet out things, and he tweeted out. What did he say exactly? It was
get to it, Sal, quickly.
Well, Mediate. I like these guys.
What's up, folks? Hand soccer, or as Americans call it, football. Folks, the PC police continue to hammer the Washington Redskins over their so-called offensive name. Though, if you've seen them play recently, their name is the least offensive thing on the field. Thankfully, Redskins owner Daniel Snyder has found a way to smoke them the peace pipe.
The Washington Redskins are trying to improve their image with the Native American community. Owner Dan Snyder is now creating a foundation to assist American Indian tribes.
Snyder sent a letter to Redskins fans laying a plan to start the Washington Redskins Original Americans Foundation. That's right, the Washington Redskins Original Americans Foundation. Because Redskins is not offensive if you only use it once in your name. And folks, the healing has already begun. The charity has distributed over 3,000 cold weather coats to several tribes, and you can see how happy they are in their new gear. The foundation also assisted in the purchase of a new backhoe for the Omaha tribe. That's right, assisted. Because you can't expect a team worth $1.7 billion to pay for the entire backhoe. Those things cost thousands. To cover that price, they'd have to sell a beer and a soft pretzel. Folks, this move by Dan Snyder inspires me. Because my show has frequently come under attack for having a so-called offensive mascot. My beloved character, Ching Chong Ding Dong. Ooh, I love tea. It's so good for you. You're so pretty, American girl. You come here, you kiss my tea, make all sweet. I don't need no sugar when you're around. Come on, my rickshaw. I give you a ride to Bangkok.
Wow.
Now, folks, the small-minded out there have called Ching Chong Ding Dong an offensive caricature of an Asian American. That is wrong. Mr. Ding Dong is not American. He is a Chinaman from Guangdong, and if he ever heard someone call him a stereotype, he would choke on his opium pipe. Of course, there was no pleasing the attack dogs over at Asian Media Watch, who demanded that I remove Ching Chong from the show's letterhead and stop having him accept awards on my behalf. The point is, offensive or not, Ching Chong is part of the unique heritage of the Colbert Nation that cannot change. But I'm willing to show the Asian community that I care by introducing the Ching Chong Ding Dong Foundation for Sensitivity to Orientals or whatever. It is a wonderful charity. Thank you. I will applaud my sensitivity as well.
How is he not in trouble?
It's a wonderful charity that's already provided 3,000 of those triangle hats.
He's making a brilliant social point.
Exactly.
And these dummies
Just
are
take
offended.
it at face value instead of looking at the
It's
context.
such a sarcastic, obvious smash at the Redskins.
Of course.
God, what dumb Americans.
It's like, it has like 15 seconds left, and then we'll explain what's going on.
I will applaud my sensitivity as well. It's a wonderful charity that's already provided 3,000 of those triangle hats to Asian Americans in need. I assume there's a need because I never see him wearing those things anymore. And I owe all this sensitivity to Redskins owner Dan Snyder. So Asians, send your thank you letters to him, not me. We'll be right back.
Brilliant.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
And all right,
he crushed it.
Who's got the problem and what's the problem?
So then the tweet was, I'm willing to show Asian community.
No, that's the tweet, right? What he said about Ching Chong Ding Dong.
Right, but that's just a quote from the bit.
Right.
And now they want him fired.
He's completely in zero
Cancel
trouble.
Colbert, I think.
He's in zero trouble.
Is the hashtag.
Hashtag cancel Colbert.
Come on.
So
how's that
See if
hashtag
it's trending.
going? It's trending.
Oh boy! And of course, it'll be a lot of people that never even saw the piece.
No. They'll just read it, take it at face value.
Right.
Not in the context of satire.
Suey Park is upset.
Why?
Suey Park.
What does Suey Park say?
Because white liberals are just as complicit in making Asian Americans into punchlines, and we aren't amused.
However, it wasn't making them the punchline.
No.
He was taking what is an obviously offensive thing and saying and showing how ridiculous it would be to not view it as offensive. See, the Redskins is an offensive name, and it's being it's spun a different way by Dan Snyder. So he used Asians as a group that would obviously be offended by this. He was making the point that this would be very offensive.
Right.
So if you don't get that, you're a dumb motherfucker. You're simply a dummy. And the only way to deal with this is to come out and go, you're dummies.
I didn't get it.
You mean all Asians are dummies? Or
any Asian offended by this, or any non-Asian offended by this, is a fucking dummy. So yes, any Asian offended by this is a fucking dummy.
Bravo.
Or non-Asian. Except for the Jews. They're fine.
Right.
Except for the Jews. They're fine. So
maybe if he would just apologize.
Yeah, he should apologize.
He's scrolling his belly a little bit.
That
like
always,
I didn't know.
That always
well, I had no idea. I'm so thankful you brought this to my attention.
Right. It's a pretty brave.
Thank you.
It's a brave bit, though.
It is. Good for him.
In this day and age, that's pretty brave.
Well, you expect people to get it.
Yeah,
you know?
and they just don't.
But the fact that we live in a country where that's considered a brave bit, even though it's very funny, shows you how emasculated humor has become. Like Lenny Bruce was on stage fucking doing bits on the word nigger and on all these true social issues.
Yeah.
And this is considered a brave bit. It's like he's speaking, do you know what I mean? Like, just honestly about
It's
race.
50 years after the fact, like 50 years after Lenny.
And it's a great bit.
Yeah.
But this is still considered like, wow.
And what's sad, radio guys doing the same bit, fired immediately.
In a second.
And the bosses don't even want to hear that you were trying to make a,
Working
some
for the
social commentary.
Same company, by the way.
Huh?
Working for the same company.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, exactly.
Jesus. Thank you, Genie.
So that's what
a
I
lot
mean.
of those Wooders over there.
I know, right?
That's what I mean.
Putting it down. Hydrate.
Yeah, that's what I mean by being a brave bit, though. There's a lot of guys getting in trouble for that shit now.
Have you been checked for diabetes? I'm just looking into them. I mean, you're going through the water pretty quick.
I know. Yeah. Trying to stay hydrated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ching chong ding dong.
Ching chong ding dong offended some people.
It's no cake-horn.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cake-horn went big.
Cheers to cake-horn.
Cake-horn took off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Congrats on that.
Because of a
one.
very slight
Trended.
mistake someone made.
Just a slight mistake.
It's amazing.
Shouldn't have went anywhere.
Well, you know,
does he understand how amazing that is for the show?
No.
No.
That he tripped on that?
No.
And then it's like, oh, God, we're not going to let that go.
No.
You can't let that go.
Who do you think are the only people left that don't get offended by anything? I think rednecks are pretty fucking good.
No, but for them it's religion. Even if they're not necessarily, they're the ones who will come in on religion. I'd say most people are not offended, but everyone has learned that that's the attention getting thing to shout into a bullhorn. So I'd say there's no one left who doesn't feign
I'll
offense.
go with the deaf.
No.
The deaf?
You start doing like sign language, funny
but
jokes.
Not many of us know the sign
They
language.
didn't enjoy the fucking interpreter from Nelson Mandela's funeral.
That was amazing.
Holy shit!
How did that guy get through all that?
He was doing
security,
curly Howard stuff.
No one's going to stop a black guy in Africa.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
That's true.
What was
They're
some
like,
of the-
oh, he belongs here.
What was some of the stuff that he was saying? Did it make any sense?
No, it didn't make any sense.
None,
It was
right?
Like when a comic does the fucking hand gestures, it was the same
It's
thing.
all fake.
Oh, God.
So there's no the Irish don't get mad, right? The Irish are
you're
pretty
right.
good about
the
themselves.
Irish are good.
They take care of themselves.
They don't like the gays in the parade, but that's not
Right.
an offensive thing. That's,
I think the Irish are up there.
they're pretty.
I mean,
good.
you could call them
Italians-
drunk and
Italians don't really. They can handle it.
Yeah, that's true.
I think the
Well,
Italians can handle it
no,
pretty
some
good.
Italians get offended by mob movies.
oh yeah, they hated
don't
the
like that.
Sopranos.
That's a newer thing, though.
Yeah, it's what it is.
And that's a small percentage of it.
Yeah. I call them Uncle Tony's. You know, that's my thing.
Uncle Tony's.
It's weird. People get offended more than I think they ever have before.
Yeah.
I remember being younger, and they would actually sell Polak jokes
Yes.
in books.
In books.
Oh, where you could go and
Polish joke books. Blanche Knott, her name was.
Yeah.
I
think that was the one. Blanche Knott put out. Blanche K-N-O-T. Look her up. I think she put out a lot of those joke books.
Polak jokes.
Yeah.
And because that was so hot, then they tried other. They had, they had an Italian one too. I remember.
Oh, yeah. Truly tasteless jokes.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I think I got this book still at home.
Yeah, it was.
That was good for the can.
Right.
You'd leave that in the can.
I think there were volumes, like volumes and volumes.
Jokes for the John.
You got some jokes from the book there, Sal. A couple jokes.
Anything with Ching Chong the Ding Dong?
Yeah, that's a great.
What was Blanche's problem with the Polacks?
It was just considered a joke to do at the time.
Right.
And then I remember I went up to Canada, and all the Polish jokes were about newfies.
Newfies.
And I was like, what are you talking about? A newfie didn't do that. A Polish
Polak.
person did.
Right.
No,
They got lazy.
Yeah.
A little white out and you just
Yeah,
put
right.
Newfie
But
in
it
its
just goes to
place.
show everybody just has a thing of everyone's going to bust balls, no matter where you go.
You used to just say Polak, too.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, you never said the Polish person.
No.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think he's a Polak.
All right, read a few of these.
Archie Bunker said.
Let's get Sal fired today. Read a few of the Polish jokes, please.
Why should we help his career?
Did you hear about the Polish government brought 1,000 septic tanks? As soon as they learn to drive them, they're going to invade Russia.
It's so stupid.
It's topical in this
they're
day
so
and age, too.
stupid. They get a septic tank thinking they can fucking, you know what I mean, invade Russia.
It's going to be like a regular tank, right?
Yeah, they don't realize that that's just a term.
Right.
Yeah, they don't get that.
That's the opener for the book?
Yeah.
Good.
That's the opener, because look, it has the big
one.
D.
This is 1979 funny.
That's the
Battleship
opener.
screen doors.
All right, keep going.
Did you hear about the new Polish drink, Perrier and Club Soda?
It's the same fucking thing. They're just mixing.
Exactly. Why would Polish people have no taste buds?
You could stretch it, though.
Why does the Pole always take a dime along on his dates?
know.
So that if he can't come, he can call.
All right, that's wordplay.
All right.
I mean, maybe he's being courteous. If he can't make it, he wants to be able
Right,
to
he
call
wants to be
someone. I
able
think
to
that's
call.
fair.
A dime for a call? Well, those are the days, huh?
Sure was.
Those are the days.
You ever listen to Operator by Jim Croce? It doesn't hold up anymore.
Sure doesn't, Jimmy.
You
And
can
neither
keep the
did his
quarter.
plane.
That's true.
Yeah, poor Jim.
One dumb tree.
Poor Jim.
Sure.
Big mustache, though. Big mustache.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
corn mustache.
Absolutely. Got in the way of the pilot seeing the big tree
Oh.
at the end of the runway.
Yeah.
Boo.
Why were the Poles pushing their house down the road in the middle of the winter? They were trying to jumpstart the furnace.
It goes back to when you jumpstart cars. You had to push them sometimes.
Yeah, they don't know.
Why'd you skip the really long one?
Funny Chip.
Looks terrible.
You can take all the time. You got all the time in the world.
Yeah.
Hilarious Chip.
Go ahead.
Go for the long one.
Read it.
God. Paul suspected his wife of infidelity and began to follow her movements. Sure enough, his suspicions were justified. Coming home from work early, he burst into the bedroom, catching his wife and lover in the act. And, crazed with grief, he put a pistol to his own head. "Don't laugh," he shouted. When his wife burst out in giggles, "You're next."
Oh.
Yeah, how's he going to do that?
Fuck yeah, blow his fucking brains out, then kill that whore.
I'm starting to think these people are stupid.
Yeah. They're idiots.
They're just idiots. Did we really laugh at this back in the day?
Yeah.
I still enjoy these, though.
I think we did.
Hysterically.
We did, right?
Yeah.
Or the one, the Polish guy's wife is having an affair, and he breaks into the bedroom. He sees his wife in bed with another man. And he goes, "What are you two doing?" And she says, "I told you he was stupid."
Oh, that's a good one.
That's all right.
That's a funny one.
Yeah. I love the Jewish jokes, too.
What were those?
I always remember the one, "To hell with the expense," said Mr. Jacobson. "Give the parakeet another seed." That always made me laugh, that one.
Because it's cheap.
So
Yeah, they're really cheap.
Yeah.
One seed for the parakeet.
I got
Come
you.
on, how long you want that to?
I got
How long
you.
you want that to last? You know, forever.
Right?
Oh, Mr. Jacobson.
Mr. Jacobson.
What is this guy talking about? Chris in Maryland. You're wrapping up, Ed, huh?
Yeah.
He's,
I've had it.
I don't
he
blame
had a
you.
long night.
I'm done.
You had a long night?
It was a little late.
A little late. Chris, what's going on?
Hey, first O&A bit I ever heard was something I accidentally downloaded off LimeWire. You guys just ripping on Pollock jokes back in the day. It was classic.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, you went there, huh?
Yeah, we did. I like when we just do punchlines.
Oh, that was... I
that's
love that
always
bit.
fun.
That was fun.
Just punchlines, nothing but punchlines.
All right, let's get us to the weekend here.
Yes.
Jimmy, Caroline's and other
Caroline's
things?
into April, Tampa, early April, side splitters if you want to go. I'm sick of mentioning the places. You know where I'm going to be.
No, Jimmy.
Seriously.
Don't worry.
Enough already. Fucking pouring myself.
And Ron's doing double duty today.
Oh, yeah.
You got the raw dog today, or you off?
Going to do the raw dog.
Wow.
A new?
Yeah.
Iron Man.
Yeah, that's what they call me.
Yeah.
Iron Man.
You are the Iron Man.
Iron Man.
I am Iron Man.
Maybe that should be my new theme song when I come in and out of places.
Who's doing the post show today?
No
Danny
post show?
Falcone?
Danny Falcone is doing the post show
Oh,
today.
boy, do they hate him.
Oh,
I got here early enough, and I was on my Twitter, and they were hating Danny right off the bat.
Well, he was terrific.
Where is he?
You want to go get him?
Yeah, really
Why?
fast.
Danny Falcone.
I'm trying to, like...
Oh, where is he?
We might be leaving a little early.
Yeah,
so
I hear you.
I'm just kind of stalling.
No, believe me, it's cool.
All right.
All right.
I just want to see how, what he's got ready for the post show.
Post show. The old
Is he going to play? Is he going to
wrap-up.
play some music?
He said he was putting clips together and stuff, so I think he pulls them off as the show goes on. And
Oh, he's going to be well prepared.
Oh, he is.
Sure.
Here he comes. You could tell.
He can't run, Ronnie.
Walks like a marionette.
Yeah.
He has a really tough
busted
time.
legs.
Terrible.
He busted both legs as a kid. So, Denny, what do you got planned for the post show?
Well, first off, I want to say congratulations on the Unmasked. That's going to be
That is going to be
exciting,
good,
isn't it?
right?
You coming?
You're right.
You coming?
I want to bring the hard drive of hits and DJ it. We could have
That would be amazing.
Oh,
we
man.
could have a hula hoop contest,
All right.
limbo contest.
That
I
would
mean,
be
it
good.
could just go crazy. And
Why
the
didn't
possibilities are
you
limited.
pick up on the D's Nuts setup this morning on the pre-show?
What's that? He was talking about the D hat on the... Because I didn't catch it.
No, he said D, and you were supposed to say
Kept
D
blaming me.
what,
I
and
said
then he was going to scream
D's
D's
I went the other
Nuts.
way. I went the
You
other
did
way.
go the other way. He went with Rick D's.
Yeah. I went
But
Rick-
did you realize
They
he was
were
going
like
Of
Carbone.
course.
Yeah.
What do
You
think
realized
I
he was going for the
born
D's Nuts?
yesterday? Yeah, of course.
Okay,
These
fair enough.
guys, oh, yeah.
So you went Rick D's
Your
instead.
listeners
What's
are
Rick
very
D's doing now?
creative. What's that? I think he's doing a morning show out in California.
Is that right?
I believe so, yeah.
Disco.
Countdown.
Disco
It's gotta be
Duck.
awful.
God,
It's huge.
website.
Huge.
It used to be something, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's got to be a horrendous show.
Holding steady at 65%.
That fucking sleaze in Saturday Night Fever that ran the dance
Monty
club.
Rock.
What?
There was Monty Rock, Sir Monty Rock.
Monty Rock.
Yeah.
The guy who did Get Dancing, Discotheques and the Sexolettes.
No, I think Monty Rock was the DJ.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about the guy that ran the dance studio.
Oh, Sal. I think his
Yeah,
name is, right?
Holding steady at 65%.
Sal.
Sal always busting my onions.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
good.
Oh, yeah, of course. I could do the whole cast.
So you're going to get this going?
Yeah, we got a lot of cuts for the after show, for the post show. So
You're not playing any music?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I think we'll try not to. Unless we'll slip in a hit. You never know. We might play Happy by Pharrell Williams as we get people psyched up for the weekend. Because I'm happy.
That's big with the kids, though, huh?
Oh, yeah.
That song is
I played
huge.
it twice last night.
Why?
In a 2-hour period. I did a party last night.
Oh, you did?
What kind of party?
It was for United Cerebral Palsy. I do this party every year.
It's an appropriate song.
Oh,
And God bless, we had a great time. We were
dancing?
just partying all night. Oh, yeah, yeah.
That must have been a hell
Hula
of a
hoop
dance
contest that
floor.
went for 8 hours.
Video of that.
No kidding.
It was a lot of fun. Do it every year.
Yeah.
Got any vines?
Out of one of the colleges out on Long Island. No, I don't.
Colleges. 5 towns.
Yes.
No. LI Post. CW Post.
CW Post.
Yeah. We're out there partying, having a good time.
None of those kids are going to get to work at Entenmann's now.
No.
Sad.
No, Entenmann's closing up. We got to get some donuts.
End of an
3
era.
boxes for $5.
The waxy donut era is over.
What happened to barbecue day?
That wasn't today, was it?
I thought it was today. It's next week?
Yeah, it's
I
just,
think it is.
I know we're doing Cronuts next
what are we
week.
going to talk to the guy about barbecue?
I know. I hate
Say
it.
to a barbecue guy.
It's the brisk.
But the listeners do
Yes.
like when you guys get
They love it. They're happy for
love
us.
it, yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Almost as happy as when you get watches and phones, too, probably. Nice
Free
gifts.
shit. The listeners love when we get
Are you
free
bummed
stuff.
you're not part of the White Gloves?
No, of course not.
The White Gloves service
like my
that we got going on
I
now?
like my flip phone. It's
The listeners love when I tweet pictures from my house and they see a stack of laptops on my ottoman in my living room. And they're like, oh, yeah, working off a 5-year-old fucking computer.
Me. It's not going to get better than that. We'll see you guys Monday.
The Opie and Anthony Show is drawn to a close. Stay tuned to reflect, relive, and get the story behind the story of the finest moments of today's show.
And I believe that Sam has gotten even sicker after he heard the, if he did hear the pre-show. It's Dennis Falcone in one more time, taking care of the Friday business as we head into the weekend here on the Opie and Anthony After Show, the wrap-up show. And I guess hopefully you were listening this morning. They told me that we're going to have a special guest today. Don't let on who the special guest is. And I said, okay. And it was none other than Ronnie B. They told me was coming. And I said, wow, Ron Bennington on a Friday morning getting up this early? I mean, he's going to do his own show, noon to 3, on Sirius XM Comedy Hits 99, Ron and Fez. But he's coming in early on a Friday morning. What is going on? And we found out about it. I was psyched when we found out that Ron is retiring and moving to Florida. And he's just going to work on a golf course as a caddy for the rest of his life because that's what he feels he wants to do. That's what his calling is. It was a religious calling that he had. And no, of course not. That's just a poke at it. He worked the other day doing a great job on the George Lopez special that I believe we're repeating on some of the comedy channels here at Sirius XM. We had the listeners in the fishbowl, and he did such a great job. I was so in awe of watching him work with George Lopez, putting the crowd at ease and having a great time. And we're going to do something we call the Unmasked special. Maybe you've heard these on Sirius XM. And Ronnie is going to be hosting it with none other than our own Opie and Anthony. That is fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah, if you want to go to my clip of the day, it is Ron's announcement for the Unmasked.
Oh, so your clip is doing that? Okay, so let's go to Ron's clip. Ron talking about this, Eric's clip, E-Rock's clip, when it was exposed here on the Opie and Anthony show this morning.
But you guys are at least a little sentimental about the 20 years?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. It's weird how much has changed in 20 years.
I look back fondly.
Yeah.
On 20 years.
Sure.
You know. Made history, Ronnie.
Yeah. Is that right?
We made history.
Well, the thought here was to get everybody together for the 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
And for the first time, you guys get together and seriously talk about it a little bit in an Unmasked episode.
There we go. There we go.
The Unmasked, which I believe gives you that stamp of approval. It's kind of the Hall of Fame.
It really is.
For comedy.
So rate that.
So you've run out of people to talk to is what you're saying?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. We're still shooting for Gervais.
Right,
you know...
That was a great one because Ronnie again stopped by this morning to announce that we're going to be having a great Unmasked special with Opie and Anthony. And I guess so far it's on tap definitely for April 17th. And it's going to be at Caroline's. And although they were hinting at maybe having it at another venue,
Well, we don't know about that, but for now it's at Caroline's, 5 p.m., April 17th.
Now, I'm pretty tight with the people at the Knights of Columbus Hall out in Hicksville, Long Island. And it's a big room. And, you know, we could go there early. We could play cards with a lot of the members. I think we'd have a great time doing that. Get a couple of 6-foot heroes and have a great time at it. But we might want to just step it up a bit. If you want to call in and talk about this, the phone number here, 1-866-969-1969. That's 866-969-1969. And you know what? Let's take caller number 3 on line number 3. He's got a good question for us, and it looks like it's Art in Pennsylvania. Hello, Art. Do I have that correct?
Hey, Sam. No, it's actually Bart from Pennsylvania.
Oh, Bart. Look at the screen. It says Art. Where's the B? Okay, they cut the B off. Okay, Bart, and it's not Sam. It's Dennis.
Yeah, Sam. Are you going to be DJing this event? It would be great if you could.
You know what? When I see Denny, I'm going to ask him if we could definitely do that. So thank you very much, Bart, for calling in. Yeah, I told him I definitely. I went over to O&A and I said, you know, I definitely bring the hard drive of hits, and we'll make it a party because I think this thing is just going to get bigger and bigger as we plan it.
What kind of songs are you thinking for this kind
of tunnel? When I'm driving home, I come out. And everybody jockeys for position, and I go to the left lane and fucking floor it. And it never fails. Someone will go from the middle lane, and there's no one in front of them. They can just go about their business. They will get in that left lane and not go as fast as I want to go or other people want to go. And there's no reason for them to get in. But they feel compelled to be like, I'm going to get in the left lane because I feel... like I'll go fast. You're not going fast.
What about
stay in whatever lane to the right is going your speed.
What about the people that have shitty cars for snowstorms?
Oh boy!
And they just assume, well, I can't handle this weather, so I'm just gonna go nice and slow in the left lane.
In the left lane.
And you got the SUV or whatever whatever, a nice snow truck, and you have to sit there and go, God,
stay home,
man.
Stay home.
Well, they got to make a living.
Fuck them.
They got to make a living. White women on their phones in SUVs are the worst drivers ever.
Not the worst drivers ever, but
they're up there.
I'll give you shitty driver. And
they're up there.
And boy, can you tell when a car's speed limit is varying by 15 miles an hour and they're weaving in and out of lanes, and it's the afternoon. It's not like a drunk thing. You just know you're going to see someone yapping on their phone, yapping away.
Not even yapping.
Or texting.
The texting is scary.
Well, they are saying, I read yesterday, that texting is not the main cause of accidents on cell phones. It is talking on the phone.
Really? I would have thought texting.
It's someone dialing. That's a problem. That causes things. But more accidents are from talking on the phone. People lose concentration when they're talking on the phone. Yes. It's hard to drive and talk and concentrate on your driving, even when you're just talking, even hands-free. That's what I read.
I'm kind of extremely happy that I went from the BlackBerry to the Samsung for those.
So the Etch-a-Sketch is Jason.
Wow, this thing is pretty big, but I like it.
I was trying to
White Gloves.
I was using it last night, and I went to do a one-hand thing with something to the left of the screen. I'm holding it in my right hand, and something way over to the left of the screen. My thumb couldn't reach. Yeah, but I needed a fucking Arsenio Hall thumb.
But you weren't paying attention to the White Glove service. White Gloves.
No, I know. You can move everything over.
That's a great feature.
What, on your screen?
Well, because they know these phones are just slightly too big to do one-handed shit. So they got something where you could, in settings, you can move everything over, so you could touch everything.
But then it's moved over.
No, but I think everything on the screen that you don't have to fuck with stays where it is.
But your controls move over closer to your thumb. So you could hold it with one hand and still work it with your thumb.
Right.
Yeah,
it's kind of smart. I haven't used it yet,
but I didn't see how it was done.
But I'm glad I went from the BlackBerry to the Samsung for the reason it made me stop texting while driving.
Oh yeah.
Because you have to look down way too long now.
Yeah.
With the BlackBerry, I was able to figure out the keyboard for the most part.
Yeah.
And get some things done by feeling the buttons.
I just climb in my back seat and I start texting from there. It's a lot easier.
Yeah.
What?
It's not safe.
Oh.
Does that have a voice thing on it, like a Siri?
Oh yeah, it has all that.
That to me has increased my texting driving because I can just do it and I just do a quick proofread and there's always half it's always wrong.
Proofread.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where the game.
That believe me, you know, I know. I know.
Oh boy, I like when you're texting though and driving. You go, I could get another couple of letters.
Yeah, you look up and
down.
down.
I think I got a couple of letters here before I look up again.
Get the CO and then you look down. All right, quick. You did the CK. Send.
Ooh, the brake lights. Ooh, good thing I didn't try for the whole word there.
Good thing I didn't put sucker at the end.
White gloves.
After I'm a good cock.
I would never lie. Average.
Average at best.
What happened to your watch? No watch today.
I did not charge it. I need to.
Are you over the
charge
watch
my
already?
No, I like the watch a lot.
I think I'm going to use the watch when I'm driving, period.
Yeah.
Because you don't really need it, just walking around for the most part. It's a cool accessory, but I hate accessories.
I gave it to a pilot named Wanaki.
Are you an accessories guy? I don't know.
Pulp Fiction.
I don't.
I like a good watch.
But are you an accessories guy? This is like an accessory.
I like tech accessories.
You do? I'm not.
Ew.
No, I just
You
like
hate that word?
More than I hate anything. Al Qaeda. I hate that word.
I like the basics, but I don't like accessories to my shit.
But that's not that bad an accessory. It's a watch. It doesn't look bad. The digital face looks kind of cool. The colors and everything. I like it.
I do a lot of driving on the weekends, so I will absolutely pop this on.
You know what the bad
I can make
thing
some
is?
phone calls, and you can quickly check text messages.
Here's the bad thing,
because you pop your watch right up to your face. What?
Here's the bad thing about it, though. It comes on when you move your wrist.
Right.
So you could, move your wrist around, and the watch comes on.
Right.
If you're driving, it's constantly popping on. That's why the battery goes dead.
What do you mean, on in what way?
Like, the face will come on. You know how it goes black? It's like energy saver mode, and then when you move your wrist,
that's burning
sharply,
battery power, huh?
Yeah, so I'm driving, and I got my left hand on the wheel, and then if you're moving your hand to just steer, it keeps coming on.
Why couldn't they put a watch battery in this?
I think it's just too much shit
Why do you have to
going on.
charge your... It's weird to have to charge a watch.
There's too much shit going on
Yeah,
there.
probably
It'd be
run out
going
too
dead
fast.
every fucking week.
Imagine if it was on your right hand. It would be on or be off. It would be on or be off.
Implying I'm jerking off a lot.
I certainly am while driving.
Yes.
You'll end up texting the world. I think that's it. Everyone got their opinions in.
Yeah.
Actually, I will
like
take
assholes. Everyone's got one.
Like, who was the poor girl? She said, Asa Akira. She texted something really funny. I think she said, opinions are like assholes. Fuck yours. She's fucking hilarious on Twitter.
Who is it?
I have to say her name right. She's David Cho, who does a great podcast.
Right.
His podcast partner.
Oh.
And she's an Asian porn girl. She's fucking hilarious.
Look who's working his way into the studio.
Let's say hi to Josh in Massachusetts. Josh.
There he is.
Ron Bennington has made it into the studio.
B. Bennington.
Hey, I just have to say that...
Is this the white guys talking about everybody else driving show?
Yes.
I'm in.
Come on, they're all these ethnic types.
These ethnic types. You know who we're talking about. Those people. Go ahead, Josh.
If the person's in the left lane doing the speed limit, they have every right to be in the left lane. I don't go for that speeding stuff.
I don't go for
All right,
that.
you're doing a bit.
He's trying
Don't
to be
embarrass
the
us in
guy.
front of Ron Bennington.
Come on now.
We're a pure...
Now we all got to step it up.
We're a pure radio show. We don't do bits.
Are, huh? This is what your callers are like.
Yeah,
they're very rude.
You know?
They're very rude, Ronnie.
And you guys just get them into it like a fever. You know,
whipped up
fever.
into a frenzy.
We got an Asian calling in.
What?
Very good news. Let's say hi to Rachel in Virginia. Rachel.
Hey.
Oh, boy.
Hi,
Stop.
Rachel.
Come on.
Hello.
Little anime character. I love it.
What's going on?
Hate that shit.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's... wow, everyone has a comment. Let's say hi to James in North Carolina. James.
What's happening, guys?
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, I'm fucking kind of shocked this bitch is not being prosecuted. The left lane is a passing lane. So move your fucking ass over.
Exactly.
And then, if it's against the law to fucking use the phone, I'm pretty sure it's against the law to goddamn videotape somebody instead of driving.
Give it a day. They're going to get her for, they'll have to charge her for something.
It's not against the law to use the phone? Why?
In Florida, it's not, but it doesn't say anything about videoing.
Silly Florida.
Really?
Yeah.
Florida. All the psychos live down there. How surprised.
All right. Thank you, sir. Let's go to Matt in New York. Matt.
Vista.
Hi, good morning, guys. The guy did get arrested. He was for leaving the scene of a crime. He laid a left.
What crime?
I guess leaving the scene of an accident. So he got
I don't think that's
his own accident. I guess you got a ticket for it.
They did say they got him, so.
I don't know what they got him on, but maybe property
I think if
damage.
you crash your car like that, I think you're supposed to kind of sit tight, though. I really do.
I think if you damage property, like if you hit a pole or signs or something, then you got to hang around. But if you just fuck your car up, I don't think that matters. I think you could just leave.
Yeah. All right.
Whatever.
Let's say hi to Mike in North Carolina. Mike.
Mike?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hey.
Hey, I was looking at this on the Blaze last night. It said the reason she was driving slow because it had been raining and the roads were slick.
Who gives again?
All right.
Who cares?
But then move over.
Move over.
Move over. Other
She
people
should drive in the right lane if she's afraid.
I was ready to say other people could handle the wet roads, but in this case, I guess the guy couldn't.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I mean, you never
But in the
know.
end, it's not up to you to enforce the law.
No, out of the way. You know how much smoother traffic would flow?
If all that happened in the right lane, then I would be more for her.
Yeah.
Because where else is she supposed to go? The roads are wet and she's slowed down her speed, but there is a passing lane still. But all this happened in the passing lane.
Do you realize how smoothly traffic would flow if people just got out of the fucking way like that and moved over? I drive that goddamn LIE every day, every morning, and when there's a big backup of traffic, you know how you go through like a bulk of traffic and then you hit an opening and another bulk of traffic like that? Every time you hit that big thing of traffic, you look and there's always someone in the fucking left lane with no one in front of them, a fuckload of cars behind them, and everyone just trying to get around them, trying to get around. And if they just would move over and let people drive...
Do you beep at them?
I beep. I do the thing where I finally come around them. And then I will cut over on them so close to the front of their fucking vehicle that they know. And usually when I look at my rear view, I see them like, take the blinker goes on like, oh, I gotta get over.
I imagine you've given a finger or two.
I have fucking done more than that. Oh.
Let's go to Snowy in Michigan.
Annoying.
Snowy, twice in 1 week? Relax a little bit.
Man, what's this guy trying to become a character?
Sit back and enjoy the show. Relax
what are you doing?
Snowy.
You don't have to participate.
You're an overachiever.
Participate.
What's up, Snowy?
Right. As much as I do agree with you, the woman's a cunt. Believe me, as a driver, truck driver, if I had $1 for every idiot I see on the road.
I probably have like
$5.
I don't own my truck.
10?
But,
$200.
if the guy is like this, been a little more careful, instead of taking his hands and with a flipper off and do all that shit, maybe he wouldn't have ran, fucked up his truck, his car in the first place.
Oh, he caused his own accident in the end.
Oh, he's an idiot.
Yeah, but she should have got out of the way.
I agree. Believe me, I do agree with it. But, I mean, the guy shouldn't, gone, so ape shit and then slammed on the gas and then end up fucking up his, shit.
You truckers have been known to push a car or two out of the way. Oh, my God.
Believe me, if I didn't think I'd get fired for it.
Nothing more horrifying when you're flying down the highway thinking you're doing a pretty good speed and you just happen to look in your rearview mirror and just see an 18-wheeler literally feet from your back bumper. Oh, my God.
Those assholes should get out of the way, too, though.
It's like, yeah, you're right.
But I'll tell you one thing.
But you start daydreaming or whatever, and all of a sudden you look up and you're like, holy fuck.
But for every truck that is on someone's ass because they're not getting out of the way on highway traffic, there's nothing worse than being behind a truck at a light, and the light turns green, and all you hear is, bang, 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 bang. Oh, he's up to 2 miles an hour. Bang, 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 bang. There's the black soot in my face. Bang, bang.
And you pick the wrong lane, and you see everyone else just flying by.
How annoying.
Are you going to get up to speed ever?
Was he through 80 gears? He's fucking doing 10.
Oh, my God. It seems
annoying
like
pieces of shit.
Seems like way too much work.
I got some extra details on this.
Oh, Sal. We weren't asking for any.
Sal.
I love a good detail from Sal's a detail-oriented guy.
He really is.
Go ahead, Sal.
His name is Jeffrey Travis White. He's 33.
Why do we need to know his entire name?
Jeffrey Gay White? What was that? See what I did there?
If he was a celebrity, then that would matter. I don't know this guy. I'm never going to...
Three names. An assassin.
Visit him or have a beer with the guy, so who cares?
He faces charges of leaving a scene of a traffic crash, careless driving, and failing to wear a seatbelt, the patrol said.
What about the fact that she was a city worker? You got that down there?
Don't have that down there.
What about the fact that it was a 40 to 45 mile an hour zone?
Where
you got that down there?
Where are your fucking details, Sal?
And then he also has been arrested for battery, marijuana possession, and he was arrested in 2002, charged with disorderly conduct.
Yeah, he seems like he's a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
A problem, yeah.
But she should have got out of the way.
Yeah, even though she was going over the limit.
Regardless.
I think she should have got out of the way.
I totally agree.
All right, people thinking it's fake. I thought at first, but there's no way.
That's fake.
No, that one's... People are so dumb with videos.
But you always are suspicious, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's true.
I quickly didn't think it was fake anymore, but I'm like, wow, this is too perfect. Is this fake? And then I looked at it a couple times and stuff.
You know what
even the sound, it almost sounded like a sound effect when the car crashed. Everything was just too perfect in that video.
You know what I saw the other day driving in? When we drive in, it's still dark out. In the left lane, again, people just, doing whatever.
Yep.
There was a cop, lights fucking blazing on top of his car, coming up the left lane, and had to use his whoop, whoop, because people weren't pulling over. How do you miss that when it's dark out? There's a light show going on behind you, and they don't see it.
I don't know what happens with people.
I don't get it. You could see them coming a mile away, and they just sit there.
Right.
Unbelievable.
God bless Texas. They always figure shit out way before everybody else.
That's a problem.
Yeah, I absolutely see it your way, so.
Yeah.
By the way, Dennis Falcone.
Oh, my God.
Doing a great job at the pre-show. And what I mean by great job, I mean pissing off everybody.
If that guy isn't an up-and-coming talent at 65 years old, I don't know who is.
And I'm screaming, but they don't have our mics on in here. I was screaming, D's nuts.
Why?
Holy crap, Dennis.
Yeah.
The guy said something like, what about D? And then he goes on a whole Rick Dees rant. It was his job to say, D who?
D.
And then that wonderful listener
nuts.
was going to scream D's nuts at Dennis Falcone. That would have made my morning.
You think Dennis blew the game? Is that my on?
Yeah, you're on.
Right here.
You're
you think
on.
Dennis blew it?
I think so.
Dees by doing a Rick Dees.
Great.
Yes.
He just went with the Rick Dees
But
thing.
I'm screaming from in here, D's nuts. What are you going to do? What you going to do? Really quickly, Boston lost 2 firemen in that 9-alarm blaze.
Yeah, that was a big fire, man.
And everyone's reaching out because those guys, those heroes, had families and stuff. So I just tweeted a link to a fund. So.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, go to my Twitter. I'm not going for the cheap plug, trust me. Opie Radio, though. But there's a link to a fund for the families if you want to donate a little bit, because it's just a horrible tragedy. My God, losing 2 firemen up there in Boston.
Yeah, apparently, I guess it was the wind, stirred up the fire and just made it a furnace in a matter of seconds on these guys.
Right. You see the picture of Tom Brady just checking it out?
No.
That's Tom Brady's area.
Really?
Brady lives around there, so he came out of wherever he lives, and he's just sitting there, watching these guys. Look, it's an amazing shot.
Why isn't anyone around him?
What do you mean?
Oh, is that his house?
Supposedly he owns a whole block or something up there in Boston.
How does he afford that?
I don't know.
I know.
Yeah,
what does he do?
He's got to win another Super Bowl to afford that, don't you think?
I think so. My goodness.
I think he's good, but that is a pretty amazing picture that someone snapped.
Anytime you see him doing anything, it's like, why aren't you fucking chicks? Why aren't you just fucking hot chicks?
Well, it's funny you should say that. Because in the paper today, Tara Reid. We used to make fun of Tara. Oh my God!
Oh my God! I can't believe it. I'm heading over to England to do another American Pie reunion.
Remember when the American Pie people blew us off? Go fuck yourself. Roland's like, no, man, the whole crew is coming in.
It's a new one called American Pie, I Have No Hips.
Right. We had Eugene Levy, though. He came in to promote, and the rest of those dummies didn't, and the movie sucked.
Who didn't we get from that? We got
everyone.
Everyone.
Eugene Levy was the only one, and he was cool because we talked
Eugene Levy's funny.
We talked to him about other things, so we knew the movie was going to be a bust, but these guys were supposed to all come in as one, and it never happened, so go fuck yourself. But anyway, in the paper today, Tara Reid is admitting that she had a little something with Tom Brady.
When? It had to be back in something called The Day.
Thank you. Because when I read that, I'm like, God damn. And then I read a little further, and it turns out it's like 10 years ago.
Josie and the Pussycats days?
I think so,
That's when I would have
because I think
partaken.
I think somewhere Tom Brady's reading that going, Jesus. Jesus.
Like I'd have had a shot back in the fucking Josie and the Pussycat days.
Huh?
Like I'd have had a shot. I said I would have partaken back then. Like I wouldn't, now.
Well, you have a shot now.
Yeah.
We all have a shot now.
Everyone does.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, come here.
Bill Burr does Tara Reid as well, right?
Everyone does. You just got to gravel up.
Yeah, so there you have it. Tom Brady, I don't know exactly. I couldn't read it, to be honest with you.
Did you just lose interest like two lines in? Who
It
cares?
kind of grossed me out because we've all seen that horrible boob job with Tara
Bad boob
Reid
job and a weird gut thing going on, like her. Did she have kids ever? Because she's got like lasagna belly, but
I don't think so.
I think it was some lipo gone awry.
I believe that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Where is this? Just here we go.
Let's just chew a girl's body apart, so because it gives young girls a bad body image and they grow up all fucked up. Thank you. That's what we're here for. That's our job.
Oh, she fucked up her own body though.
I did not.
No need to read between the lines. I love when they do that.
She looks terrible. Get it?
God, they're so great, these papers.
They're fucking punny.
No need to read between the lines anymore. Sharknado star Tara Reid confirmed she once lip-locked handsome Patriots quarterback Tom Brady. Have kissed, she coyly confessed to Australian radio station Kiss 1065.
Oh, nice plug.
During a Q&A called 60 Seconds of Kiss.
Think the PD is like all excited. Hey, did you see the ink?
Oh, hell yeah. They usually say a local station, but if it's Australia, you can't say a local station, I guess. It had long been rumored that Brady and Reid dated back in 2002.
Oh, my God.
12 years. Well before the hunky QB was sacked for good by supermodel Gisele Bündchen in 2009. So there you have it.
Were they, was he and Giselle going out at that time? Ooh, look out.
No. They said well before.
I like a little gossip.
You didn't hear the part well before the hunk QB was sacked?
Sacked. Get it?
I kind of get that one.
Is that like a balls across the nose joke? Oh, that's right. It's football. I get it now.
So, we were just discussing the viral video of the day. And I'm completely with Anthony. As much as it's a hilarious clip.
Right. This one's all over, by the way. Everyone has seen this one.
This is the clip.
This is the one of the day, yeah.
For the day. That's what's so sad. When these clips used to hit,
it was
a week.
At least a week.
But now it's like, you got to get your... I learned that with my dumb YouTube channel.
One day you have.
You got one day to get your views. And, and then everyone just moves the fuck on.
And this one did it. It got oh God, it's millions in one day.
It's doing great.
It's the road rage guy.
Right.
The crazy fucking guy in the pickup truck.
Right.
Road rage. And here's how it works. He's tailgating somebody that's in the left lane. He obviously wants to pass, and the person's not getting out of the way. And I guess the person starts a video.
Right.
Recording them on their phone.
Right.
The guy gets mad, finally gets an opportunity to pass on the right side.
Right.
And as he's passing, he flips the bird to the driver, who's still videoing, and loses control of his truck. He starts fishtailing, goes sideways, hits the median, goes over, and apparently hits some kind of pole or something on the side.
He fucks up his car pretty good.
Wipes out the fucking car, just destroys it.
Sure.
And then the woman who's driving the initial car that was in front of him starts cracking up, laughing, saying, ha ha, you know, that's what you get, all things like that.
And on the surface, you're like, good for her. Good for her.
It's the ultimate thing you want to happen to whoever fucks with you on the road.
But you made one mistake.
Get the fuck out of the way!
Well, she made the mistake, though. She showed the speedometer.
Yeah.
If she was going a respectable speed.
Yeah.
But she showed the speedometer where she was only going, I think, 50.
50, and it looks like 50, a 55 mile an hour.
Looks like
road.
at least a 55, which means you could do 60, 65. So she's probably a good 10 miles per hour.
This bitch
under where she should be.
Should have wiped out along with this guy while she was videoing.
Yeah, so I'm for the guy in this video.
Yeah.
And I know most people are saying, you know, good for her.
Yeah.
But no, you
Fuck her.
Stop looking at it on the surface. She is the asshole in this video.
This is every twat that's in your fucking way when you're trying to get somewhere.
Right.
This is every dumb bitch that's fucking sitting there in that left lane, not moving. He's just an idiot. I don't know what he thought. He was in a movie.
Yeah.
You know when you watch a movie and someone's driving and they turn to talk to the person in the passenger seat and they never look at the road?
Right.
The guy's flipping the bird for like a good 20 seconds.
What's the name of this
He's just
video?
Staring out the window.
On the YouTube, so I
Idiot.
can tweet it for everybody.
Redneck Road Rage.
Redneck Road Rage.
No, hey, motherfucker, on Pal Talk, she wasn't doing 55. She showed the
absolutely
speedometer.
wasn't.
She's doing 50. I don't know what the fuck the speed limit was, but... And the speed limit... No, the speed limit doesn't matter at that point.
No.
If someone comes up on your ass, it's not your job to enforce the fucking law.
Yeah, just move over.
It's your job to get the fuck out of the way.
Isn't it 2 lanes, too?
Yeah, it looked like it was 2 lanes.
Or did he go over yatellow?
No, it was 2 lanes.
Okay, we're going to study this video.
A third lane shows up where I guess you have the ability to make a left turn. But again, regardless of the speed, when someone wants to fucking pass you and you're in the left lane and there's a lane to the right, move over.
Right.
I will. If I'm doing 85 miles an hour, which I've done on the expressway, and someone comes up behind me, I am like, more power to you, sir. Blinker on, over to the right. I'll salute him when he goes by, and, you know, take up where I left off. This kid doesn't get out of the way.
Right. So, here it is. I mean,
he's right on
This
her
woman
ass.
stinks.
She could have started the video a little later, by the way.
Yeah, she's still at home in her driveway.
A little later. But the guy's right up on
Right
her ass.
up her ass.
She's, you know, filming out the back window, obviously.
Yep. And again, if you want to get at somebody that's tailgating you, just go over in the gravel to the far left, in the left shoulder of the road, and you'll kick gravel up into their windshield and smash it.
Wait,
I've
is
done
she
it. It's
driving
great.
and filming?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And that's a 2-lane road, definitely.
Instead of filming, move the fuck over.
And look, here she goes. She
50.
shows the
She's
speedometer.
doing
It's
less
not
than
even 50. It's
She's
about
doing
48.
Hold on, let's see. But what if it's a 2-lane road that might not be a 50-mile-an-hour speed limit?
Probably is.
It might be a 40 or 45-mile-an-hour speed limit.
Regardless,
I don't know, man.
Regardless
That's
of the speed limit.
And that's not up to you.
Get out of the way.
I mean, saying, is there anywhere for her to go? Is it?
No, it's 2 lanes. There's a right lane.
They're
for her
showing
to
a
move
right
out of
lane,
the
Jimmy.
fucking way.
Oh, right lane.
And no
Out
one's
of
in the
the
right
way.
lane. It's not like
No.
they're in any heavy traffic. There's no one really around them at this point. And she's only going 48.
She could have moved over, let the guy pass, move back in the left lane, whatever she wants to do.
It's hilarious what happens to the guy, but with that said, she's the asshole. So now she shows the
See, 2
speedometer,
lanes.
48
Yep,
miles an hour. Now back to the car that's right on her ass, and it shows that the right lane is wide open. But it's her job to move over, not his job to go,
Now
go
there's a
flying
truck
around.
there in the right lane, but, you know.
He gets around the truck.
Again, regardless, this guy obviously wants to pass, and she knows it.
And she's not
videoing.
And the guy's not beeping.
No. He's on her ass, but...
All right, here he comes down the side finally. Now they're parallel.
Now he passes.
He passes her.
You can see she's filming.
But then he slows down again, 'cause now he wants to get by her window.
No, he slows down because he sees the camera.
Yeah.
So now he's like, all right, fuck that. I'm going to give you the finger.
Look how long he's looking.
Look.
He's looking.
Will you move your camera?
Look, he's looking. Uh-oh.
And then speeds off after giving the finger.
Uh-oh.
He's totally out of
He loses it.
That's what you get! All on video, buddy!
How embarrassing.
Oh, on video, buddy!
Could you imagine how angry... No, I mean, how angry that guy is?
Why did she stop?
I think to goof on him a little more.
Oh,
She
really?
gets out of the car and laughs at him.
Oh, I didn't see this. This is a different
She
version.
actually got out of the car?
Yeah.
Like that. What a dumb woman to get out of the car. Like a guy...
That's the other. It's other parts of the country where you feel like you could still do some shit.
Yeah, maybe.
You can't do that stuff in New York. You'll get shot.
There was video of a guy getting shot. There was some road rage incident where the guy, they have his 911 call because some guy drove by him and knocked his car off the road and then fired a shot at him. So you hear the 911 call and then some like building surveillance. You can see the guy had come back around, and that guy wound up dead. He shot and killed him, and they haven't caught the guy.
Crazy.
But there you have it.
Now again,
but he is like
nothing
all
funny.
in with his middle finger, staring at her.
Oh, is he just?
And then he
fuck
takes off,
you.
and his whole car is out of control.
He just fishtails right into a pole or something. Oh, is he pissed when that happens?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And, you know, he's going to try to file his insurance claim, and that video's everywhere. They're going to be like, nope, sorry.
I just tweeted it, so in case you... I mean, most people have seen these things. Come on.
No, that,
Come on. Who
that
hasn't seen this
bitch.
video?
Is
If you
there
haven't, go to
somebody...
my Twitter.
Did they comment on it?
The about on the video says he initially fled the scene of the accident, but thanks to this video, he has been caught and charged.
thanks to the video, has been caught and charged.
What do you mean,
she should be
thanks?
charged. She's using the fucking phone driving that bitch.
You know what? That's right. Why isn't she charged?
Yes.
Yeah, she'll probably end up being charged for something.
I hope so.
Manslaughter. But I'm telling you, you gotta look at it a little closer, and I believe she's the asshole.
Yes, she's the
I would love to
fucking
know what the
asshole.
actual speed on that road is, but it's 2 lanes, and if you're going 48, it's not your responsibility to make sure everyone's doing the
You're
speed
not
limit.
the cop. That's why when people say that, oh, I'm not going to move over, I'm doing the speed limit.
Right.
Or that doesn't matter. Get the fuck out of the way.
Right.
Make everyone happy.
Right.
It's not going to cost you anything to move over, let the guy pass, and then you take up where you left off. Look,
that was the guy that was flipping the finger?
Oh, my God.
He looks like one of our listeners.
He looks like an extra from American History X.
Was there a wow sticker on that?
Oh, boy.
That car. Tom in
Yeah,
Houston. What's up, Tom?
Hey,
Planet
you know,
Houston.
Hey.
In Texas, they definitely want to make a law that you have to stay to the right and pass left, and I am all fucking for it. Because we got some shit-ass traffic out here, and I run that road every morning. These motherfuckers just do 50 miles an hour, and I cut them off. I go right around them.
Oh, yeah, you got to.
I get my tailgate right up on their fucking bumpers. I'm passing them.
Yep.
Flip them off, too.
I think the problem is there's still a lot of people that have no idea that it is a passing lane. It's not a lane you just pick and decide what speed you want to go.
No.
It really is a passing lane. And Texas wants to give tickets if you don't move out of the way in the passing lane, huh?
I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Because you know what? I got no problem staying right. I feel like Anthony in the morning because I'm going, you motherfucker!
Yeah. And there are plenty of times I'll just hang out in the middle lane because it's moving as fast as I want to go.
Right.
And, and if anybody wants to go faster, I got no problem with that. And if I want to go around someone in the middle lane, I'll use the left lane. But people just fucking don't get how this works.
Let's go to Chris in New Hampshire. Chris.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
I don't know if I'm just jaded being up here in New Hampshire where there's like maybe 3 other people on the interstate with me at any given time. But I think it's the guy's job to bob and weave. I'm picking a lane, I'm driving it, I'm comfortable.
Oh,
Why do I got to do that his way?
Oh, Chris. You got a hand in your man card.
Hand in your man card.
Remember radio shows would do that?
No, his job to
Hand in your man card. You do understand the left lane is for passing, though, Chris.
Yeah, in New Hampshire, you're not passing anybody. There's not another car on the road with you, so enjoy the scenery.
I understand.
Scenery, schmeenery. Get me from point A to point B quickly.
I understand. I've driven all the way up to Cannon Mountain. I get it. There's not many cars out there, but you got to get out of the way if someone's on your bumper and you're in the passing lane.
Here's where they make the syrup.
Yeah, we made it here. Punching out.
All right. This guy, all right, might as well let everyone yell and scream today. Go ahead, Chris, Connecticut.
Hey, guys. Every fucking day on 291, which is a bypass from Hartford over to Windsor, every fucking day on the way to work and on the way home, you get some dildo in the left-hand fucking lane who will not move over.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Constant.
And it fucks the entire road up. It's not just the person and the person behind them. It's the entire fucking highway for miles.
Right.
It will fuck up the flow.
Right.
It is just so fucking ridiculous. As a matter of fact, about 2 weeks ago, I'm driving. There's a whole big line of fucking traffic. What do I come across in the left-hand lane? A fucking piece of shit with a handicapped driver doing 40 miles a fucking hour.
Oh, man.
Traffic was backed up 7 miles to 91. It was fucking ridiculous.
So many times, especially driving through Queens, I look over and I'll give the old, oh, that figures.
Why?
Oh, that figures.
Why will it figure?
Well, there is a certain ethnic background that
Asians.
What?
Asians.
I didn't say that.
It's not just Asians. They're not great, but there's other ones that are just
Asians.
as bad.
They're going after Stephen Colbert. We're all right. It's Asians. It's Asians. Asians are.
I've seen.
They do not pay attention on the roads. Are you? Do we have a match?
What?
Do we have a match?
You say what you want. I want to keep my job.
You can say Asians are bad drivers.
No, you can't.
Why can't you say Asians are bad drivers?
It's a stereotype that isn't very nice, Opie.
That's true. It
But
hasn't
you
been
say
proven.
they're good at math and that's all right?
I guess that's okay, but,
You can't say that.
You're gonna,
It's been your life experience that Asians are bad drivers?
Boy. Oh, boy.
No, horrendous, you can say.
In general?
Yeah, you can't say it.
All right, I didn't say
When
it
you
then.
see that
Fuck
white van that has like wacky graffiti spray painted on it because you know it came from a certain part of the city, and you see it in the left lane. Oh, you know what's coming when you pass.
They don't pay attention to the point that they're driving as people are putting graffiti on their
on the vehicle as they're driving
on their vans.
Wow. Well, they're going slow enough.
That's.
There's also another ethnic background.
Let's do this.
Let's just say. Of rotund woman. There's a certain ethnic background of rotund woman that is incapable of driving.
Chubsters?
Yeah, but a certain ethnic background of fat women.
Blacks?
I'm not saying a thing. I'm just saying. You could guess.
I'm safe because I had a question mark after that.
Oh, is that it? Yeah.
I went blacks?
It's insanity.
Hey, we all know the stereotypes. So who are we fooling?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I found members of the Asian community to be delightful drivers and very safety conscious.
Indeed. Very safety conscious.
Oh, I love the Asians, trust me.
But I'll tell you one thing. You could fucking drive next to that when you're finally passing with a goddamn disco ball spinning in your window. They will not look over.
Well, there's a reason they can't see you.
Oh, my God.
All right. This guy's a road rage asshole. He says that. Greg, you're telling us that you're a road rage asshole, right?
Yes, I absolutely am. I am Anthony, except for the... I don't go as far with the ethnic slurs because I know people have video cameras.
Oh, I thought you meant thinking feelings.
I cut people off. I've caused accidents to people who are fucking with me in the left lane.
Okay.
I do it. However... when you're on a road and there's nobody but you and some asshole, just go around them. It's so much easier.
I've done that plenty of times. I have done that plenty of times.
He's not making a bad point.
I understand the going around, but there's a principle that comes
really frustrating when you got someone in the slow lane doing the exact speed of someone in the passing lane.
When they're matching speeds like that, you just want
this guy isn't that wrong here.
Yeah.
Do we change our opinion?
No, he finally does go around.
Right.
And you know, you look at how it turned out.
He got all that angry, all that pissed off inside him, and then he went around and crashed his car.
Look, I understand. Look, you're being reasonable hindsight guy.
And the best part, he was ready to fly by her, but saw the video camera and said, "Oh, really?
Now I got it.
I'm going to give you something for your video camera." And boy, did he.
He certainly did.
Yeah.
Sounds to me like he got his comeuppance.
Now, one of the
Turnabout's
things
fair
with
play.
Anthony,
Right. Tit for tat.
Have you noticed, Anthony, have you noticed that on highways where there's more than 3 lanes, the left lane is really becoming the slow lane and the right lane is the lane we can pass people in now?
It's crazy. It's because everyone feels compelled to get into that lane. When I come out of that, what you call midtown